Thank you, gentlemen and guns. Coming.
The British are coming! The British are coming! And Bert Kreischer is at the Wilbur Theatre January 21st!
What was that you said?
Whoa! Beg your pardon?
I said, what was that you said?
I said the British are coming!
No, I got that part. The latter part.
I think I said it twice. Did you the second time I said it?
No, the last bit.
Oh, Bert Kreischer is at the Wilbur Theatre January 21st.
Oh, what will he be doing there?
Hey, he's a comedian, but that's inconsequential right now. Right now, we need to be focused on the British.
I know. But what kind of comedy does he do?
Listen, sir, the British are coming to rape, kill, and pillage our villages.
Oh, okay. Is it observational comedy?
No, it's storytelling. Do not bother yourself with that right now. We're going to need to get back to your village and get your family to safety.
Say I don't get back there in time. They do rape and kill and pillage. I probably need a laugh. Are the British coming before Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, they're going to come tonight, and Bert Kreischer's on the 21st of January.
Okay. Do you think I'll be able to get tickets?
Yes, they're going to kill everybody. There'll be plenty of tickets.
What about for, me and 4 of me friends?
Yes, you can probably get plenty of tickets.
Nice. Have I seen him somewhere?
Yes, he's been on television, Travel Channel, and Comedy Central, and Showtime. He just had a special on Showtime.
Don't get Showtime.
You can get it through the app. You download the app, and then sign up. You give him an email address, 7-day free trial, and you can watch it right away. Listen, that's inconsequential, sir. The British are coming, and we need to get our families to safety.
Or we could go out into the woods, have ourselves a bender, right? Come back in around the 18th of January, get straightened up and such, grab 4 of me friends, go down to the Wilbur Theatre, have a great time, right?
Yes, that is one option. I mean, I'd assume we save our families first.
Or start fresh. Start fresh the 21st, brand new family, 4 me mates, right? Meet some birds out at the Wilbur, have a few beers. Is Bert the kind that does the show and bounces?
No, he hangs out. His name's MC Meet and Greet. He hangs out all the time. That's his thing. He goes to bars and drinks with his fans.
Oh, not bad. Get me a picture, put it on Instagram. Fuck me family.
Oh, okay. That's one way to look at it. Is there anything else you need, sir?
Do you have any other tour dates?
Yes. He's in Tampa, December 1st through 3rd. Maltese Comedy Joint in Indianapolis, the 8th through 10th. Fort Lauderdale, the 15th through 17th, and Levity Live at Oxnard, New Year's Eve. As a matter of fact, the week before, he's in American Comedy Club in San Diego, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, but, sir, I have a lot of business to get to. Do you mind if I leave you now?
If you see me family, or tell them the British thing, but then tell them about the Wilbur too, just in case.
Okay, all right, good day, sir.
Good day. Hey, it's a beautiful horse you have.
Oh, this needs to end. The podcast has to start.
Okay, who's his guests?
His guests are a comedian, Ari Shaffir, and comedian Steve Rannazzisi.
Oh, the bloke from the League.
Yes.
And who's that Ari Shaffir guy?
Ari Shaffir is a comedian. He has a show called This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central. As a matter of fact, it's airing this week. I think it's December 1st. Bert Kreischer's episode's on there.
Oh, he tells the flying dildo story.
He tells the flying dildo story, yes. He tells on Comedy Central, but
I say you go around and promote this Bert Kreischer bloke.
We could do that. I'm kind of doing that. I have it's a social media campaign. The Rock retweeted him.
The Rock retweeted him?
Yes, very big day. Rock retweeted him and he did a video and it was really, it got him very excited.
Oh, wow, it must have been the tits for that man.
Yes, it was the tits. It's very, very much so the tits. But yes, this not happening let's start the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Ari Shaffir and Steve Rannazzisi.
I think I'd like to do the top part if I could.
Okay, how about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bertcast. His guest today, from This Is Not Happening, Ari Shaffir, and from the League, comedian Steve Rannazzisi. Enjoy it.
Yes, enjoy it. And then make sure to go to the web.
We got that. Hey, I love you.
I love you too. The British are coming! The British are coming! And Bert Kreischer at the Wilbur Theatre January 21st!
Here.
This is
Oh, Sweet Wednesday.
Bertcast.
I'm recording, gentlemen.
Whenever I fuck up by accident, I still finish off the day.
And then what?
I mean, say I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, fuck, I messed up.
Fuck.
Still don't eat for the rest of Wednesday and also Thursday.
Oh, penalty?
Yeah, penalty.
Oh, you give yourself penalties?
Yeah, so you don't even get to like, I just fucked up the day.
I don't operate like that.
Yeah, I know you don't.
I operate with
Even
I have a
so, you
skewed
don't-
reward system.
Yeah. If
I have a really bad reward
If
system.
I make it through the first Wednesday,
Yeah.
the rest of the month off the Wednesdays.
That's like Big J. Every day he has a
Yeah,
cheat
the rest
day.
of the months.
Um,
I'm good.
I wonder if I should just stream this whole thing. Who's there with Ari and Bert? This is Steve Rannazzisi, everybody.
Hey, hello.
From the league. How many seasons does that go?
7 years.
How much
7
money?
years.
How much money is that?
That's all Bert wants to do. That's all he ever wants to do. Okay,
just
you're not
talking
going to
about
raise for
money a
this.
little
That
bit.
means that he's like, what?
We were talking about money and stand-up
Who, you
stuff
and Bart?
before.
Don't
Yeah.
do that. I am number one, I guess. Yeah. I kind of want to just record it on HD and not stream live.
So that's
Whatever
the
you want.
camera?
That's the camera. These are the angles. I go right to your face. Bam.
Where's the other one?
That's it. It's just one camera.
Oh, that's
Wide
great.
angle? Fisheye?
Yeah, and it does the whole thing on this. It's fucking fantastic. Bobby
Great.
Kelly gives me. Bobby Kelly is the most up to date when it comes to gear.
Really?
Oh, as
And
long as I
cigars.
fucking known him. I remember back when like iPads weren't around, but he had like this like personal computer where he could open it up and flip it out. And he goes, buddy, can you just take it out like this? And I just bam,
Really?
bam, bam. And then if there's a Wi-Fi thing, I can connect to Wi-Fi. And then all of a sudden I'm on. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yeah, Paul Scheer always had stuff before everyone else did on the league. He had the first iPhone, the first iPad, the first
Really?
everything. The first, like, remember the Bluetooth speakers before they were, like, huge? Like, he had one in his trailer. I was like, how is he getting that music so loud? in his trailer?
He's one of those guys that he can do that. If I started doing that, you'd be like, where did you get that? Who told you about that?
Yeah.
Like I never was cool with that shit. I never understood that. I never knew when.
I don't understand how that's a camera. That, to me, looks like a microphone. That's amazing to me.
Doesn't look like a microphone.
Right?
Or maybe a speaker.
Yeah, or does that pick up sound if we didn't have...
No, my iPhone picks up the sound.
And it's happening at the same time.
Oh, Bobby has a man cave like that. A little like hut. A little shack in his back.
Yeah, Bobby's fucking.
And he's always like, I don't know. It's not Siri. It's someone else. It's like, Marsha, play 7 Mary 3. And then just it plays.
Is it the Amazon Echo thing?
We've got that. No, it's not Marsha. Alexa.
Alexa. Marsha. Marsha.
Marsha, play it.
No, it's Alexa. And we do that. Alexa, who's Bert Kreischer? And then she always goes, Bert Kreischer is the machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
But she stopped doing it all of a sudden. I used to love it. I
Maybe
used
you're
to
not
do it all- I
known
used
for
to
that
every
anymore.
morning, like
Maybe
an
now that your
affirmation.
special's out, you're not known for that anymore. Oh, no,
They-
the special's called The Machine.
They have that now. Alexa, call like an Uber. You could just tell her to call an Uber. And
Really?
She call,
Oh, that went down really fucking fast.
Yours did?
Well, this is a Pinot, right?
I've been on the wagon.
What are you talking about?
I've been on the
Bert?
wagon.
What? Do you know what the wagon
Weight
means?
loss. Yeah.
It's not a booze wagon.
No.
It's not a wagon when you
I
jump
have-
on and
How do you
drink
know
on
he
a
hasn't been
wagon.
drinking?
I haven't been drinking.
Because he's Bert.
I haven't been drinking. I've been
Since
sober
when? How
for
many
like,
days?
I don't even keep track. 2, maybe.
2 days? That's not.
I don't even keep track.
2, but dude, I gotta be honest with you. We call it re-entry around here. My first day not drinking off the road is touch and
Terrible.
go.
Terrible. Yeah, we do a re-entry too.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you do? Drink on the road, and then when you get back, you're like, all right, let's be family time and not drink?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like I was so happy we were doing this tonight because my fucking wife's was like, so wait, are we gonna work on the house? I was like, no, they're coming over. We're gonna podcast.
Can't work.
And I go, and we're drinking. So just so you know, I'm gonna be like a little. It's like it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be off the grid.
I'm probably going to grab your pussy when we're done.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
The joke I was making about the grab her by the pussy was, who are these guys getting upset? Are they the same guys grabbing bowling balls with 2 hands? Anyway, where were you when you saw the election?
I didn't. I had work to do. I had editing to do, so I just turned my phone off.
See it.
God,
I just turned my phone
he's
off, and I was
exhausting.
like, I'll figure out tomorrow.
He's exhausted.
I already checked out. I don't want either one of them. I checked out.
Dude, do you know what?
So I was like,
Today-
I'll find out tomorrow morning. And when I found out in the morning, I was like, no way! No way! You
Yeah, I know.
motherfuckers! You crazy motherfuckers!
You would have loved this Stern bit that he did today. He played. He's like, "This is
What?
a real bit. I'm telling you, this is not made up." he sent people out on Friday, 4 days after the election. Who are you going to vote for?
Oh, really?
And like people answered, I'm going to vote for Hillary Clinton. What would happen if Donald Trump won? We would go crazy. Like,
no way. He found people that hadn't heard.
So many
in
people.
New York City.
Now I will say, granted, 80% of them were foreigners.
Okay.
And you don't even know if they really. Yes, but
the guy driving me, we did the End of the World podcast at the store. Me, Rogan, Burr, Stanhope, and Fitzsimmons.
Yeah.
The guy driving me on election day. I said, you following this election? He goes, a little bit. I said, really? And he goes, yeah. When is it?
Yeah.
And I was like,
very little.
I go,
very
today.
little bit.
And he goes, how long does it last till? I go, it's just fucking today.
Yep.
Like, it's just today. And he's like, oh, yeah, I guess not. I guess I haven't been following it.
The only thing I missed that I usually love is whenever it's decided that pretty much like he's carried or she's carried, whatever, almost always he's carried the first 32 states out of the first 40.
Yeah.
It's over. But, Hawaii still has a chance to vote.
Yeah.
So we can't name it. And that's when I'm like, really, your vote matters? They've already named the guy who's won.
I
and you
told
think
my
your
wife,
vote
I go,
matters?
let's go to the movies. And I go, we'll figure she's like, I really want to watch the. I go, yeah, no, I
get
want
away
to too.
from
I'm
it.
like, but it'll be done by 8 o'clock our time, the latest. I'm like, as soon as Florida, North Carolina, and New York come in,
Pennsylvania,
that's
yeah.
it. It's done. And then I'm like, we can go to the movies at 8 o'clock.
Your vote really doesn't count because it really genuinely doesn't. Because
Doesn't.
What would you
there
do
are
now?
a million people who voted for Hillary over Donald
yeah,
Trump.
that's what I'm saying. If they got rid of the Electoral College, would you then still consider your vote not counting?
Your vote will count more, but same thing in
Counts.
Hawaii. Hawaii would still have the same problem.
No, why? It would stop that. It would add the
Unless it's super close, it's like it's already done.
What? No. What if the?
I mean, if we had the whole family out here had a vote about something, and Isla and what's the bratty one name?
Georgia.
And that's not nice.
I don't really know.
That's not nice.
And Leanne all voted one way.
Yeah.
And then Bert voted another way. So it's like 3-1. And then you voted the same way the fucking brats did. Then it's over. They get to me. It's like, what's your vote? Like, who cares?
Okay, fine.
It's done.
Yeah. But
That's popular vote.
But yeah, I understand that. But what if it's within a million, and next thing you know, it's swaying within a million over to Hawaii, and it all comes down to Hawaii?
It always comes down to what if one vote? What if one vote? It's not going to come down to one vote. And also, here's the
It came down to 300 and 2,000 in Florida.
Even in Hawaii, yeah, 300, not one. And only in Florida. One of the
300 out of 300 million people.
I don't vote in Florida.
I
You don't
get
vote in
that.
Florida.
I got a write-in vote for Florida for when
Congrats,
election.
still didn't make a
You know,
difference.
Florida passed New York as the second most populous state now.
Really?
It's
Really?
above New York now.
You know, number
California.
one pastime in Florida?
Losing
Pills.
a finger?
Pills.
Bird watching.
Stripping.
Bird watching.
Yeah,
Stripping.
Really?
Pills.
bird watching.
Bird watching.
Yeah.
Where were you, in Tampa recently?
That is where I found that out.
Wait, have you been following this new? What is it called?
Also, they're both garbage. Who gives a fuck who you vote
I
for?
get that. I understand that. I'm just saying it makes a difference if the popular vote just
Yeah,
is
that
a
would
vote
make
for
way
vote
more
system.
difference. They should definitely have a
That's why
popular
everyone
vote.
was saying this thing. I'm sorry to interrupt everything.
No,
On
no,
Brexit,
no.
it was like, at least
They all voted.
they all voted, and they still, all it was
They
a
all
popular
counted.
vote.
Yeah.
They
More people would vote too. Here, it's like there's no reason to vote in California or New York when they already know. Just for president, they already know who's going to win. Most states, 38 states.
Well, that's
you
the
already know
point.
who's going to win.
It's really now
there's
just 5
point-
states.
There's no point to get out there.
This year was like 6 states, but yeah.
6 states are the swing states.
Yeah, but that's what makes it important.
Yeah, just
Otherwise,
those states. Those states decide who our
And
president
Donald
is.
Trump said that he would have campaigned differently had it been a popular vote thing.
Sure, maybe. Yeah, but the rules.
Who's going to go to
it's
Wisconsin
like-
if it's a
like-
popular vote thing?
Yeah,
Who's
but it's
gonna
like
go to
UFC,
Vermont?
where it's like I know I won the first 2 rounds. I'm just going to survive the third.
Yeah.
Are you guys following this?
No,
I think it's called. Is it white nationalist or nationalist right?
Right, alt.
what is that?
Alt-right.
Alt-right.
Alt-right. It's-
Breitbart, that website.
Breitbart. That guy is. He's a good troll.
Oh, he's
He's
gonna,
a good troll.
He's like the
Giannis
right-hand
Nabopoulos,
man.
that guy?
Hold on. Are you talking about Banyan?
No, not Banyan.
He owns Breitbart, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he ran Breitbart. Yeah,
And he's going to be He's going to be in Donald Trump's cabinet.
That's crazy.
he's like his right-hand man.
He's going to be so bad.
It is.
He's going to be so bad.
It is basically like fucking white pride.
Yeah.
It's white men.
Well, North Carolina have
let him have pride,
openly
but-
had parades after his victory, Donald Trump. Like open KKK parades on the streets. And
Yeah, but they also had parades after Obama won going like, we got to stop this shit.
yeah, it was more of a
They didn't just
they were
become the KKK
disenfranchised when
now.
Obama won.
Yeah, they were like, fuck.
Yeah.
We got to get
thought our
out there.
message
We
was
got to
out
vote
there.
next year.
And they did.
Yeah, they did.
Who was there? Yeah.
Dude, it's hilarious how much people have lost interest in politics when that guy, the worst guy who's saying we got to change the system, anybody who's saying let's change the system is like, we'll get behind you. What if it's the worst guy? We'll still get behind it.
Yep.
That's how much we hate politics.
The system's fucked.
System's fucked.
The system's fucked because it's just like it's like being an attorney for too long. Once you're in 7 years, you're like, I'm not going to fucking pay my dues. I'm not going to pay for fucking meals. I know I can get the shit for free. We have extra food. And then all of a sudden, you're the fucking problem with the fraternity.
Yeah, it's like the people that at SAG who think that they're going to get their dues on time. They never will.
Fuck you.
I
Unless
just
you're late
found
payment.
out. When did I know my SAG dues were due? When Curb called me and said, "Hey, your SAG dues are due. You got to go to work tomorrow."
That's what they always do. They always
I
say
guess
that.
they'll pay him right now.
Section
Okay.
11, is that what they call it?
Yeah, whatever.
They call
Allison
you and
Jones
say,
called.
you can't work. You can't
Yeah.
work unless
Sorry.
you pay. Like, all right, I'll pay now.
All right,
Because
I'll
there's no
pay
late
right
fees. There's no late fee for SAG.
So there's no-
I'm always like, fuck you.
No penalization.
I'll take the interest.
No problem.
Really? So
No late fees.
There's
But
no-
if
yeah.
you get too
I
far,
haven't
then they
been
go,
in
you
SAG.
can't work.
I haven't been in
Well, now
SAG.
SAG and after together. So you're
I haven't
actually-
been
Sort
in
of,
either
except
them.
for insurance.
I haven't been in either of them. Travel Channel was non-union.
Oh, really?
Fucking yes.
Scab.
It was dude. It was sketchy. Like it was non-union, and so you had no workman's comp, no insurance, no nothing. So when I
Really?
fell off a waterfall, that shit was on me.
Oh man,
Really?
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. Tell me about it. But yeah, and so I just had to get my own my own health insurance, all that stuff, and then I'm sure I'll get it coming up this year. But I mean, I was so busy doing
Yeah.
one thing. I had no opportunity to do anything.
Now it's one thing. Like it used to be like two separate insurances and
There's still two separate insurances.
no now
finally combined?
2017 it's combined into one insurance premium now.
After insurance is so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I did? Remember Jared Loeffner?
Jared
Jared
Loeffner.
Loeffner.
I think that's the wrong name.
It's a murderer?
Yeah,
That's
the guy
like a
who
murder-
shot the congresswoman.
Oh,
And a
yeah,
bunch of
Jared
people.
Loeffner.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we're thinking of the right person.
I don't know if it was
can't
Jared.
imagine where this story's going.
What's his name?
Jared doesn't
Jared?
feel right,
Jared
but
Loeffner, yeah.
Okay.
okay.
It's Stanhope just had a joke about him.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so fucking good.
So I remember being turned down for after Obamacare. The rule is you got to cover everyone the same or not at all. So Plan 1 in SAG got 30 mental health visits, and then Plan 2 used to get 10, and now they got 0 after that. Like we can't cover you on lesser, so we can't cover you at all for mental health. And I was like, you're giving up my mental health because of Obamacare. I was like so mad about it.
yeah.
And they're like, they fucking handcuffed us. We have no choice. We can't afford to give
I
everyone
will
30
say,
visits.
I mean, everyone I know with Obamacare says it's terrible.
A lot of people are covered when they weren't before, but a lot of people can't afford it. Now
Yeah,
have
it's
to
like
pay.
the premiums have gone up. Like I know,
Yeah, it's crazy.
sports
It's
premiums
just,
have gone
the
up.
insurance companies wanting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was calling SAG. I was like, "What do you mean I don't get mental health?" They're like, "Sorry, you can't." I'm like, and I was so mad. I was like, "I hope a new Jared Loeffner comes down to the SAG offices and shoots every motherfucking one of you." And then they hung up on me
Jesus Christ.
because that's what it was. He's mental disabled.
Jared Loeffner comes down there.
That was what you. Did you not hear Stanhope's joke? It's so good. It's about. I mean, I'm never going to do it justice. But ultimately, the irony that a mentally disturbed person would kill someone who voted against mentally. Like his whole thing is there's
really?
two types of mental illness. There is like mental disability, like being retarded. And then that's group Camp 1, and then Camp 2, where you just are mentally you're mentally disabled versus mentally challenged. And he goes, and that's Camp 2. And he goes, how ironic is it that someone from Camp 2 took a congressman who voted against Camp 2 and immediately put her into Camp 1? Dude, that special is so fucking good. I ruined that joke, but that special is so fucking good. A lot of people are comparing mine to that.
Are they? No. Are they, Bert?
Are they out there doing that?
No, not at all.
You guys do completely different kinds of comedy.
Oh God, I can't. That's why, like, when you get around Burr, when we did that End of the World podcast,
Yeah.
Burr and Rogan are so fucking. Their point of view, fucking
Point of view comics.
and I literally just sit there and go, I like. Part of me goes, like I just tell this one story of the time I was in Cleveland, and then I go, "Fuck, is that the kind of comedy I do?"
Yeah.
Am I just like a personal guy where I tell you about the thing I did? Like, I'm not.
That's fine though. That's what
what's in Cleveland?
kind
What
of
do you
what
mean
I am.
Cleveland?
Oh, there was a strip club in Cleveland I talked about.
Why? Where did it come
Pretty
up?
fucking amazing. I have no clue.
Cleveland, Ohio, because Ohio is a swing
Yeah,
state.
Ohio. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
weed's legal now, huh?
yeah.
Well, not yet. January 1st.
You can't buy it now, but it's legal to have it.
It's going to be
No,
a
it's
nightmare
like
to buy it.
Colorado and.
No, but I heard it hasn't gone. They haven't decided how yet.
What do you mean? How?
Well, like when Colorado,
Recreational.
Washington State was like, we make it legal.
Yeah.
It was still like, let's figure out how we're going to implement this.
Okay.
And so like Rhode Island made it legal too, but their governor was like, I'm not making this fully legal until I get assurances from the federal government that they're not going to raid and arrest our citizens for doing it.
Well, that's a step.
So it took Colorado like 3-4 months to be like, okay, now we're good.
I think. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they. Look, if you put it on the ballot initiative up there, I think you should start a process where you're figuring out how to roll it out if it wins, not just waiting to see if it wins. Roll it out. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But then it's like now you have a guy that as a president who's going to elect or appoint probably an attorney general who's going to be not really that psyched about pot, I would assume.
Not that psyched.
So, yeah, that could be a problem. I mean,
Fuck.
look, I don't think they're going to fuck around with all the way out here with
It's
Jerry
gonna be,
Brown.
It's gonna
and-
be, dude. It's gonna be legal for white people regardless.
Yeah, of course.
That's not the issue.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the freedom to be able to put it in my bag, get on the plane, fly to fucking Cleveland, Ohio, wherever I'm going.
Well, that's never
so that I
What do you mean never gonna happen?
Why is that never going to
No,
happen?
as soon as most states do it, and then
never
there's
gonna happen.
Then the same thing with gay marriage.
I
Gays
saw
can
the
fly
Loving
now.
movie last night.
Gays can fly together now.
Yeah,
you saw what?
I saw that movie Loving last night about the first interracial couple who weren't even allowed to live together because they were black and white.
Wow.
And then they had a baby and they still weren't allowed
Black
to
boy
live
or
together.
black girl?
Black woman, white man. That's
Black
the way it's going to
woman,
be down.
White man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only acceptable white early on.
Yeah,
never
it's
gonna
not
be-
the-
Like the
The
Jeffersons,
whole-
like
the
the
whole
upstairs
point-
neighbors from the Jeffersons. You had
whole-
to do black woman, white man. Otherwise, people
What
like we
black
can't
man
handle
would
this.
have the balls to walk around with a? I mean,
with a white
What
woman.
woman back then?
yeah, back then.
That would be fucking ballsy as shit.
But a white man is like,
Yeah,
that is
"I'm gonna fuck
ballsy as shit.
I mean, that would be
No,
like.
unless you're a prize fighter, because
Yeah, well, what's his name did the
Hurricane
one prize?
Carter. Well, enjoyed jail for 20 years for a crime he didn't
Well,
commit.
yeah, but I'm saying like, yeah, they weren't even allowed to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Fine, if you make it okay for California, that's my end game goal.
no, look here
Is to enjoy it like wine. If I enjoy this wine a lot,
Yeah,
and
but
I
that's the
want
whole
you to
point of-
enjoy it,
Enjoy
I
it when
wanna-
you can, because in Trump's America, you can't have.
Well, I'm
you
just
can't
saying,
have
I want to
Pinot
be able
anymore.
to bring the bottle on the plane, bring it to your house, and
Yes,
open it up.
yes,
and
yes.
enjoy
That's
it.
the whole
I'm
point.
visiting my friends in Cleveland. Let me show them what LA weed is.
Yeah,
That was
the real
whole point
stuff.
of Smoking the
The
Bandit.
real stuff. What?
Is that you couldn't bring beer across state lines.
Oh.
So like
That's what they did.
It's been, and that's the whole problem with.
Why do they have a monkey then?
That's the whole problem with alcohol.
No, you're thinking of BJ and the Bear.
BJ the Bear, yeah.
He drove.
Yeah. What did
Oh,
he drive across state
18-wheeler.
lines? What the fuck was that movie?
No, that was a TV show, bro. Not even a movie.
No, there was a movie with Clint Eastwood where we had a fucking monkey. We had an orangutan of some kind. Bert, back
I
me
don't
up.
know.
You're older.
Are you thinking of?
Not hanging loose. Hold on. No.
Smoking the
Way
Bandit.
but loose.
Any which way but
Yes,
loose. That was Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Oscar-winning director Clint Eastwood.
But the whole premise of
Yeah.
and still to this day you can't. There's like certain. Well, I don't know if it's to this day, but up until like there was no. You couldn't bring different. Stronger beers across state lines. That was the whole premise of Smoking the Bandit, was that they wanted Coors and they couldn't get Coors in Georgia.
What?
So he had to go. So he had to go from
That's better
Colorado to
shit.
Georgia, or wherever they got it, Texarkana to Georgia, to bring strong beer because they wanted strong beer for a party.
Well, that's stupid.
It's really, but they're
but
never gonna get to a place where we can just grab a bag of weed and get on the plane and like eat edibles on the plane. That'll never fucking happen.
Incorrect. Disagree.
Why?
I say
Never
in our
happen. Well, you're
lifetime
gonna
for
be dead.
sure.
You're gonna
drink
be
on
dead.
a
No,
plane?
in our lifetime for sure.
No, you'll be dead.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be dead in 9
It's
years,
going,
but I mean, in
well,
our
here's the problem.
lifetime.
It's going back. Think about this. You're going to have a guy.
How many states are legal now?
How many states
9?
are? No,
9?
23 with medical.
Okay, 23 medical. How many recreational? Because medical, some of the medicals are like super. You have to have like specific
Like
diseases.
Yeah,
Nine.
medical's irrelevant.
After this past election, 9 I think are
Recreational.
Yes.
Okay, so now
Arizona lost, so you got
Arizona lost.
Yeah.
Can you believe
Wow,
that?
they had
you
medical
have DC,
early. They had medical like 6-7 years ago.
DC, Boston,
Portland,
Washington, California, Nevada, Colorado.
So here Nevada. Yeah, Nevada. Thank
We're
God.
missing a couple.
I don't know.
Dude, so here's the deal. Any state that has it, the states around it will have it soon because they're already getting the weed from that
but
state.
look where it is. It's the west, the and then they
Yeah.
got to work their way inside.
So 9. Then you get to 18, and then you get to 30. Once you're at 30, you're a critical mass.
They said California was the tipping point. Now it's going to be, but they also said
Why?
that Hillary Clinton was going to. They said that California passing is going to be the tipping point for the entire country.
Why?
Because it's the most populous state.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's
now it's
More than New York?
yeah. It's the
and
number
it's
one.
like,
There's like 9 cities in
number 5
California.
economy in the world.
Now it's
You're the number 5 in
Now it's
California.
California, Florida, and New York. But it's the number one. It's the most popular state. So it's like the one that has the ability to, I guess, tip the scales. But everyone else thought
here's the
Hillary Clinton was
problem,
going to win
though.
too, and
Here's
not
the
have
problem.
a guy that's going to put 3 Supreme Court justices possibly.
I thought 2. Went up to 3 suddenly
He's
since
got
yesterday.
one right now. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's 83 years old. How the fuck? How much long? She could last another 4 years.
How long was she in? Who put her in? Obama?
Fucking
No,
Kennedy, I
Lincoln.
think.
Lincoln.
Yeah,
Which one did? Oh, he put Sotomayor.
Obama yeah,
put
Sotomayor.
So wait, here's the problem with
And she's on
with,
Saturday Night
with
Live now?
even our
Yes, she is.
they need diversity.
She had trouble with old tweets.
She went in the year Leslie Jones went in.
Here's the problem with legal marijuana.
That went down.
It's not going to until like 2000. I know. I feel like I should go get another bottle of wine.
Yeah,
There's
she
some
got a
whites
little-
in there.
Whites
I
for
don't drink
fucking
white.
losers, man. What
Let
the
me go
fuck?
get another. Let me get another
It's
bottle
like
of wine.
disrespect.
The problem with legalized marijuana is that I was talking to the dispensary, and they're saying it's not going to happen until 2018.
Oh, for sure. That's in our lifetime.
No. But even when it does,
Some of
even
us.
when it does, that's when they'll start giving out licenses to the places to go legal. So you're going to need. And
Disagree, because in Colorado it happened way sooner than a year and a half.
there was a
can
lot
have
of no.
6 plants
Hang on,
right now.
Hang on, there was a lot of problems with Colorado. That's why they're not going to wait. They're not going to let us do it in 2018.
Californians are already
Number
fully
one.
legal. You have to have. It's just it's a stupid stepping stone. In other states, it's a real stepping stone. In California,
I'm
it was
gonna
like
call fucking
you
Doug
go to any
Benson.
doctor whenever you want.
What do you mean?
Calling Doug Benson.
Why?
Doug Benson doesn't know shit. What are you going to say? Hey, what's he an expert on?
He's-
Smoking,
Marijuana.
having a wonk eye.
He'd know the one. He'd be the one guy knowing full well when this would happen. And then here's the other problem: is that
Call Doug
Colorado
Benson.
had so many interests, so many problems with the legalizing marijuana. Like, it's all cash business. There's no banks that could keep their cash. They're paying their taxes in cash. It was such a fucking
that is-
nightmare
Yeah, I know.
that they're like we're not ready for this. So they're going to get
In
the
California,
infrastructure
they're ready because everyone's legal here.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: is that we're
In
not
California,
talking about.
they're ready.
They're talking about Florida being medicinal. It's not going to be like L.A. medicinal, where we've all got cards.
No.
I
It's
know,
gonna
but
be-
here's
New
the cool
York's
thing
not
about Florida.
medicinal too, but it's not plant.
No, I know. Here's the thing about
What?
It's only edible.
Oh,
Only.
really?
Oh,
I know it's
Yeah.
lame, but it's better than nothing. Here's the thing about Florida: people are like, you can't get it unless you have some major disease. But I'm like, yeah, you can get it though if you know someone with a major disease. I get Connecticut medical marijuana.
what's
Mike
his
Pagnolia.
name's? What's his name's?
Really?
He goes home, gets it, brings it back. We all have Connecticut medical marijuana.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's medical.
Yeah.
All the medical stuff is
What's
good.
Jared Freed?
Comedian?
Maybe I shouldn't say his name out loud, but I think his parents run a medicinal.
Oh yeah, they do. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they run a
do.
medicinal. They came to my show in Connecticut.
I want to open up a shop with Diaz.
I'm going
Dude,
to one.
do you
in,
realize what a
I'm
fucking-
going
Joey
to
and the
number one
Jews-
grow farm in Spokane, Washington
You're going
this
to what?
weekend. The
You're
grow
going to-
farm.
You're going to one?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get another bottle of wine.
I'll tell you the name of it right now.
What do you think of this name? Joey and the
invited me.
Jews Marijuana Emporium.
I like it.
Joey and the Jew?
Joey and the Jews Marijuana Emporium.
Emporium, yeah. Joey and the Jew.
Yeah.
You can grow 6 plants right now by yourself. You can have 6 plants.
Incorrect.
But what do you mean? You're allowed to have 6
I can
plants.
have 6 seeds, but the idea of me being able to grow a
Oh,
plant.
well, that's another thing. But then again, where are you going to get the seeds from?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to, like, ask someone? Like, is it weird to ask, like, our friend, mutual friend, Pete C,
Yeah. So for seeds?
for seeds?
Sure, of course. Dude, fully legal means fully legal. Dude, I ain't
Yeah.
growing my own. Do you grow your own vegetables?
No,
You
I
have a
don't.
yard.
I do, but
You have a yard. You don't grow vegetables.
What's the name of this? Yeah.
There's no way you're
I do
growing your
have
own weed.
We are going to put a thing in.
Yeah, whatever. You're going to grow tomatoes with the kids. For like, oh look,
Grow
we got on
Up
tomatoes.
Farm Tour.
Yeah.
Oh
Drunk.
You got Malbec?
I don't know.
You got Merlot?
Oh my goodness.
The original line.
So wait, what are we
No
talking about
guns,
now?
no smoking, no cannabis or cigarettes
A
on the
Limburger.
campus. Go to a
fucking
grow place
Limburger.
in Spokane, Washington. They contacted me.
Dude, I heard
The number
Spokane
one
is.
grow farm in Washington.
I heard Spokane is a really cool city. It's like the new Asheville.
forward
Oh,
to it.
dude, yeah. Yeah, that whole area is cool as fuck.
I've never been there, but,
But like nobody knows about it. It's like got some art scenes and like some like cool hipsters and like it's just not like a big city yet. It's just, but it's got a cool vibe.
I've
to
seen like the people that have been in the comedy club, and you're like, oh yeah, like Mulaney did a weekend there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Craig Robinson. So you like it can't be a total shithole.
Mulaney's he's so fucking funny.
it. He's great.
He
He's a
like
great
he
comic.
really is just one of those guys. But like there's no razzle dazzle. Like I really got obsessed when I did my special with my shirt off, and I was like, oh, did I make a big fuck up? Because everyone else is doing it in a suit, and then I was like, am I like fucking P.T. Barnum? But then I remember watching Mulaney at Montreal. Were you
Yeah.
at the Montreal with me?
Yeah.
When he was talking, he was introducing Kindler.
Oh yeah.
And he
I didn't
talked about seeing him in
did I not see
Letterman
it?
when he was like 10, and it was just so fucking insightful. I wish
Yeah,
I
he's a special dude.
I wish I had that like drive to get up and go, I'm writing a script today. I'm gonna punch something up. I just showed Steve my whole fucking.
I can't get a podcast off the ground.
Why
What
aren't
is
you doing
happening
a
with
fucking
that, dude?
podcast?
You and Santino. What the fuck?
Why are you doing
Needs to
one
be a
with Danish
TV
and
show.
O'Neill?
It's what am I gonna do?
Dude, Danish and
No, they
O'Neill
already
are
have one.
massive fucking hits on my podcast.
I know, but they already have one.
Yeah, they already have their
Why
own.
don't you do with Santino?
He's got a TV show. He just finished. I was on the.
He finished. Okay, so
well,
you
he just finished. Yes, exactly. But
But
what
even
I'm
before
saying
he finished, you can go down there and do it with him over there.
I know.
You know what it's like to shoot a
you
show.
paint
It's mostly
a positive
downtime.
picture, but Magical paints the realistic picture where he's like, "What are you going to do when you get a movie and you got to go to Shreveport like you did for a month? How are you going to
Then
do
you
the two
take
of
a
them
break.
together?"
But you start it up, and then take a break when you have to.
Dude, you figure it out then. Don't
Put
worry
some
about
stuff
it.
in the bank. I tour the world.
But you do it by yourself.
I have guests.
You can go to the war. You can go to the fucking ask the security guard in Norway.
Dude,
Skeptic tank with security guard in Norway who's seen some crazy shit.
I did
got
do
three
one. I
great
did do one in
stories.
I've
Iceland. I
listened
did
to
do
some
one in
weird,
Iceland.
some weird
Yeah.
skeptic tanks where
Exactly.
I was like, yeah, I was just putting this one out this week.
No, I only got guests I like. I put them out later.
I
guy's got a great
the
Trent
one with
Reznor
Kai was
story.
going to be a fucking stinker, and that was one of the better ones
One of
I've
the
ever
better
heard.
ones. The Bulls one?
Yeah.
Pamplona one?
I
You
did
thought it was
one-
going to be a stinker because you're like, oh, he's gone. He must need
The
something.
audio. I'm a real fucking.
The audio is bad?
No. I could hear stuff going on in the background, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And then I went, I kind of am digging this. Oh, I feel like I'm at the bar.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh fuck, you know what? And I was like sitting in my hotel room.
DeRosa coming
I
up,
turned
trying
the
to get-
lights
trying to
out.
get
I had a glass
attention.
of wine, and I was like,
Really?
oh, this is fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the eccentricities of a podcast. I like the nuance. I would not worry about it, Steve. I just do it.
Just
I just
start.
fucking
Just
do it.
start.
Just start it. The hardest part's starting it. That's the real
Yeah,
hardest
well,
part.
and then
What are you doing tomorrow?
Tom
Oh, you're
Segura-
leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you
Tom
doing Monday?
Segura
Why
walked
don't you do
into
it
my
Monday?
man cave on I think the day after Thanksgiving, and I had all the gear, and I had tried to do like 5 of them, and none of them had ever taken off. Mm-hmm. And Tom Segura just goes, nope, and just hit record. Now I'm sure this is fucking hyperbole as fuck, but he just hits record. Joey Diaz is in here. Everyone grabs a mic. My dad, and he's like, "This is your first podcast," and I was like,
Yeah,
I was
people
like,
overthink it.
Yeah, you overthink it.
yeah, you overthink it, but now you guys did it at a time where it was you
No,
could just
no,
kind of
no,
start.
no,
it's the
no.
thing where now people expect a certain
No.
professionalism, a point of view,
Hey.
a specific
No,
thing.
you're wrong.
My first acting job, like legit acting job, in probably 15 years.
What are you doing? Bathhouse operator?
Pilot for my sitcom, and I'm going. I'm literally saying to myself, "Oh man, no, people already know me as just Bert. This is so silly. What am I doing?" But you overthink it. You go, just fucking do it.
Yeah, just start.
Fucking just do it.
Also,
you
you
say
can
that
just
to me
stop
about
if you don't
acting,
like
right?
it.
Yeah, well,
Here's
I
the
don't
deal.
want to do
Also,
that though.
you can change it as it goes. You can start having segments because you're like, oh, I like this segment. I started doing like a high eats thing on my podcast on the outro or the intro, where I just get high and walk around and talk about like what the experience is like eating high in a place. And I did that as a segment for a while, and then I didn't. You
Yeah,
can change
no,
as you go. Have an idea and then go. You can talk about sports. Is that what the deal was?
Well, no, that we were going to do like a sports guys sort
I
of.
honestly
thing.
tell you, here's what it is with comics. With when we do podcasts, the theme is your style of comedy.
Yeah.
talking about whatever, but it's you doing it.
Yeah.
So Burr talking about sports or Burr talking about politics, it's really
all him,
Burr.
yeah.
It's really Burr.
It's really just Burr.
Just
Yeah,
start.
and you're not going to his podcast for sports facts
information.
or information. Yeah,
You're going for Burr.
No, I understand that. It just, again, scheduling and those logistical
Don't worry
things
about
that
it. Don't worry
come
about it. You
down to-
backlog a
Monday,
bunch.
Steven. Monday.
Well, what do we? Oh, fuck.
Text
it.
him right now. Monday.
Dude,
Let's
you
meet
could
at the
get-
store. Do
let
it
me
on the
tell you something.
patio.
You could get a bunch of really big podcast guys as your guests. Your first fucking 10 episodes.
But then again, it's like then are you interview handcuffed?
Start by yourself. Do one. And be like, oh, we fucking hated that. Don't put it out. Just start.
Dude,
Whatever.
this
Let's move on.
Look, it doesn't have
So
to be.
annoying.
This isn't an interview.
No, I don't understand.
And the same thing with Rogan's. But I do have interviews. I do definitely have interviews. Like so there are people I find interesting and I want to talk to. But what I really like is this: just having a few drinks and just bullshitting about whatever the thing. You just got to do it. What?
Why was red wine in the fridge?
Because we opened it the other night.
You don't put red wine in the fridge.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You do technically, but
dying.
you're supposed to keep it at 62
cannot
degrees.
wait. I
Feel
cannot
this.
wait.
Feel this glass.
It's probably
It's cold.
really cold.
It's really cold.
It's really. I mean, it's fridge.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fridge.
I'm going to drink it too.
It's
delicious, but why is it cold,
I want
Bert?
to see you in
No,
a
no, it's
relationship
this.
so
It's
fucking
cool.
badly.
This is an interesting one.
Really?
I want to see Ari in a relationship so badly.
I don't think you do.
There's so many compromises when
I'm in
you're
a bunch of
married.
relationships.
Yeah, no, like I want to see a legit one where it's like,
Hey, let me ask you guys a question.
okay,
What do you think of my sexual life?
Okay.
My romantic life. What's the pros and cons? When
I
you
would
when
say-
you look at me and you think of me on a random, like on a plane, sometimes like, oh, Ari, what do you think?
Pro, get to fuck whoever you want, and I use that term "whoever"
Yeah.
very specifically, not just like females, whoever you want. In
Okay,
your
just
case
stop
specifically,
for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whomever. Go ahead.
Whomever you want, motherfucker.
should I break out a joint? Are we getting fucking?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know anyone had one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
well,
so get to
you
fuck
fuck whomever you want, but
Yeah.
then I will immediately
Yeah.
follow it up with a con. That nowadays completely petrifies me, dude.
Go fuck whomever
I
you
don't
want.
know how you bring a woman up to your hotel room. I don't know how you do it. And here's why I say that.
Why?
Because number one, for you now, there's disease that always this thought of disease, because I know that you are very the way you don't use protection most of the time. There's two.
A lot of times.
Who's going to
No.
say if you have a great
Not
time
mostly.
and not a great time, you hit it off. It's your word versus her word right away.
Yeah.
And then three, that someone's not looking in your now case for money.
Right.
Herpes. It's my number one concern.
Me too, bro.
Well, yeah, but of course.
Me too. 100%.
But we're married.
100%.
Dude, to the point where like I can't imagine having unprotected sex with someone and being like, "Hey, I'm trusting you with my future."
Yeah.
Like I herpes. I think about herpes all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, stranger, you want to take everything away from me?
Hey, do you have any secrets?
Yeah. hey, person I just met.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that I should know? All the secrets that you want to tell me?
I had a girl in Montreal. Was like, we were about to have sex. I was like, do you have anything I should know about? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, all right, I'll wear a condom.
What did she have?
Didn't ask. Didn't matter at that point. Just wear a condom.
No follow up.
Why bother? I'm wearing a condom.
He leaves that hanging. How do you not?
How does your dick not go? Hold on. How's your yeah? Wait, yeah. Your brain the whole time was not going. What am I entering right now?
She was so hot.
All right.
She was really hot.
No. All right.
She told me that, so I was like, all right, condom for sure, condom. This is why I ask.
This is why I ask.
Yeah. And then I got the answer I needed, so it's like condom.
That's fucking. By the way, I'm just too inquisitive. I would definitely follow up.
Yeah, afterwards.
Like
I'd
you
be
can't
I'd be
tell
like,
me.
so
You
what is it
can't tell me
have?
I worked with a guy who had sex with the manager without me going, "Who's the guy?" Dude, I say to strangers sometimes. They'll be on the phone, and I'll say, "Who are you talking to?" Like I literally will say to the people that I don't fucking know.
My friend Tony? Who's
Yeah.
Tony?
You're like,
I don't
oh.
know.
I'll do that to like people I work with. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot
So
of.
then more. What else do you think?
Okay,
what else do
so,
you think? Both of you. Yeah. I love this. By the way, here's what I go for sometimes in my life.
Okay.
For real. I feel like I'm at my point in my life where if I had to look back at myself at 12, not 12, 18. I was still religious. 23. I definitely would have had kids by now.
Yep.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I definitely would
Oh,
be
yeah.
in a normal lifestyle by now. And I don't. I'm not.
Good for you.
Yeah, whatever. And so I look at myself now as going, hey, the people like you guys that have kids and have families, I need to not just sit around playing video games all day. I need to make you guys jealous a little bit. I need to do the things where it's like, well, if I was single, I would do this. And so it's like, then I want to like actually
That's not
do
what
it.
makes me jealous.
Go travel.
No, that's what makes me
fuck
jealous.
people.
When you go to Switzerland with your brother and you fuck a girl in Switzerland, that makes me jealous.
Because
Fucking
you're
a girl
in
in Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Hey, no one cares about that.
Great.
Going to Switzerland, going to fucking Thailand, going to fucking. That's what makes me. That's inspiring.
It's so funny you say it because had played golf with Court yesterday and we were talking about you and being in town and I said, Court's like, I think he's going away soon. I'm like, yeah, he's going on some fucking vision quest. I'm like, God, I just, that's what, like being able to go, I'm going to go to fucking buy a plane ticket to Cambodia one way. Let's go see what happens. That is, but is that sexual?
No, my thing is.
Now we're just jealous of Ari's life.
No.
But then when I'm gone, then it's like if I find somebody like, yeah, she was nice. Let's have a little thing for a week.
Now I could do the same thing, but
I had a
it's
fling
going to
at
cover a
Edinburgh.
lot of cover-up work.
I had a fling at Edinburgh in Scotland.
Oh.
It was like we were like did it a couple times. It was like, and she was like, "You want to have like a festival fling?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And it was like girlfriend for 2 weeks.
That's the only thing I miss is like, you know what is like the flirty of like a cool
new relationship.
like a cool. When doors are open, so I'm nervous Leanne's gonna come out. But the flirtiness of a cool chick that like the kind of chick I always fantasize about, the kind of chick that works at a comedy club who like is a little bit of a ball breaker, a little younger, got the accent of the town you're in, and then she's like. You go back to her place and she takes a bong hit and takes her feet off and her shoes off and her feet stink. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah. A real... Yeah, that's why sets are dangerous.
Like a regular girl.
Like just
That's
regular...
why what's dangerous?
Sets are dangerous.
Why? Sets?
Sets. Because you're around each other for so long.
Oh.
Sometimes you're away.
What do you mean sets?
Sets. Television sets, movie sets.
Dude,
sets.
it turns into a
like
family.
those kind of things become like... You become
That's
comfortable
why,
with each other.
That's why stars always get together on movie sets.
Yeah.
3 months of fucking
What's her
a
name?
fucking summer camp.
Did you see
I'm
that
good.
today, by the way?
I'm done with
Han
this.
Solo
It's all you.
fucking...
Yeah, Han Solo and Leia had sex.
She wrote a book. She was 19. He was 31, married with 2 kids.
What?
Yeah, man.
Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
I mean, that's wow.
What's that? Oh,
That's
ashtray.
true.
You wanna,
For cigars?
I do. You want one?
Ashtray?
No. I thought you just wanted a
Put
cigar.
this out for a second.
Oh, 4 cigars. Oh yeah. Yeah, I want a cigar out
You
here.
want a cigar?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, let's do a cigar.
Well, give me like 2 minutes to clear this fucking pot from my. But then yeah,
I should put that
it's already out. It's already out.
I came to a.
What?
I just started speaking vocally about pot now that it's legal. I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I've always hidden it. I've never talked about smoking pot ever.
It's funny
because I don't know, man.
some people don't do that.
I just it's like I got kids and I don't want my kids to ever. I mean, but the thing
Smoke
is now it's
pot?
legal. That's like cigarettes.
Well,
It's
is it though? I don't know. Like my kids are. I'm
It's in
I'm
between
lucky
cigarettes.
I got boys.
It's in between cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah.
It's definitely in between.
Or do you
cigarettes
think it's
and
past alcohol?
No.
No.
It's in between.
It's the delivery
His
system.
friends will do it in high school, and it won't be a big deal. His friends won't like
It
drink
is.
at
It
school.
is the delivery system because if it was just
It's
eating,
the delivery. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
because
right.
it's smoke.
It's
People
just
still-
pass around. Just take a little hit, as opposed to hey, drink 5 beers.
Right.
That's
Open
the-
up this beer. It's how
Yeah.
you're responsible for it.
My aunt, and I don't even know the answer to this. This is my one blind spot when it comes to this whole pod thing is like, how do they figure out like a what I'll use like a DWI? What is a DWI for pot? Say you are.
They haven't figured
I don't
it out
know,
yet.
Like I don't. They pull you up for
and
whatever.
there's no.
What they
you
were
know
saying
alcohol,
was the
nothing.
stuff that
But
was
you're
in
like,
your
I
system.
smoke pot. Like
Yeah.
what do they? What
They
is
were
the
worried
system?
in Colorado because they were worried that the test they do where they were like you would have had to smoke in the last month and you would have tested DUI.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's like, well, that's come on. I'm totally sober.
Dude, and I've
It's like
seen
at
people
high-
driving.
noon. I'm sober by 4.
I could go drive home right now easily.
Well, yeah. Also, there's that where you're
Yeah.
a way
I
better
couldn't
driver.
drive. I couldn't drive.
Well, no,
Really?
not with the drinking. But
If I smoke pot, I cannot drive at all. Like I'm legit. Because I
sometimes I can only.
Can you
I can
imagine
only get
not being
there
able to
with, I
drive?
can only get there with.
Oh,
If it's a
those long
if it's a
drives.
trip over 2 hours.
Oh, are you serious?
Dude, when I
Yeah,
stayed at
yeah,
your
yeah,
house,
yeah, yeah,
when I
yeah.
stayed at your house, and I went into to look for apartments or do sets every night in New York. Remember
he
when we
would
shot
take
that
my
thing?
car. He took my Prius, right? I wake up in the morning.
I'm staying in his house in Long Island.
I go outside. I'm like, what? The car, we got 7
Snow.
inches of snow everywhere. The car's empty. He left the Prius because the Prius, the engine shuts off. He must have got to the house, went to collect his shit all high. I had it checked
Because it's an hour drive. You gotta get high on the way
so
back.
it's
That's in the whole wall.
So the car
whole
shuts
of the wall.
off. So he goes in the house, and the car is still on. So the heater's on. So
It was off.
it
It
will
was
kick
off.
on the engine. Yeah, the whole 12 hours.
It was off.
He left the car on the whole night.
It was off.
Yeah. Art just goes into the house.
That's off.
Yep.
Dude, there's
done.
a foot of snow surrounding
Around the
the car.
house.
The car is
Yeah.
pristine, clean.
Yeah, no.
hot
So,
and warm.
do you remember when
Tracy was like,
Yeah.
"All right, I think did you leave the car?" I'm like, "No." Like, come look at this, young man.
I know. Do you remember when we drove back from San Diego and we smoked a joint and Steve Simone was driving the car and Ari and I we hotboxed the car so bad that we know we got Simone high.
We got
and we
him
were trying
high.
to figure out where this Chinese food place we wanted to go in the valley was. And you know that as you come up to 405, it's like 405, 101. You got to make that
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Simone was stoned and he couldn't figure it out. And I literally had to push the wheel to the
He's like, "Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go?
101, 101, 101, and he's not moving. But yeah, no, I could easily.
Oh, I can't drive.
But not-
I've only driven 2 blocks high recently.
Yeah.
And I was and I got high. We were at a friend's house. I got high before anyone started drinking, and I thought I'm gonna get high and then I'll have a cocktail and then it'll even out and then no one will be able to tell that I'll just be laughy. I'll be giggly. And then I got high and my wife goes, "Oh my God, I need you to run home and get eyeless goggles." And I go, "I don't think I can. I didn't want to tell my wife that I got high by myself." So I was like, "I don't think I can." And she was like, "Honey, run home." And it'll
nothing.
take 2 seconds.
Nothing worse being put into pressure while you're high too. It's like, I've got to figure out how I can say no to this. I'm already high.
putting a clock on me?
Yeah. And I got
Oh my
to
God.
achieve a goal, physical goal of doing something.
Dude, you're ready to walk away from your
Shit,
friends
dude.
at any moment. Like, am I
know
picking
that
you guys out? I
pain.
gotta get out of here.
You're like, fuck.
yeah.
I got in the car and
boy.
I turn it on. And I'm like, I got this. And all of a sudden, Jane's Addiction's version of Lou Reed's Rock and Roll's on. And I fucking lose it. And for the first time, I really hear, when I remember hearing in high school people going like, "Hey, when you smoke marijuana, you'll feel the music. You'll be able to taste it."
What was it? What song was it?
Jane's Addiction's Rock and Roll. This is the song. I'll play it for you on my
Yeah.
computer. But I literally drove 2 blocks and then parked because I didn't want to cross Laurel Canyon and got out and parked the car on the street and walked to my house and then walked back and then drove the slowest 2 blocks home because I was like, I just want to hear that fucking song. Oh, it was so fucking great.
Wait. I'm
trying to remember
the
the
groceries
song.
home.
No, it was right there. It was 2 blocks this way. So I drove up to Laurel Canyon, parked the car at the bank, walked across the street past the fucking
Wait,
and then
that's a
walked to my
block.
house. And then it's where my friend was 2 blocks.
Oh, and then you walk from there.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not crossing Laurel Canyon. I don't trust myself. I was like, I'm having too much fun.
Too much of a heavy street.
This is the song that was playing. You know what? I hate the way fucking
The new library.
iTunes is really fucked things up.
Spotify.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean? Just
I
go to
use
Spotify?
Apple Music.
Why?
Why?
Is it better?
This is the song. All right. I
Because
get
all
in the
my
car.
music's there already, and now that they have all their stations. They
I get in
curate
the car. I
Hey,
get in the
do they?
car. Hey,
Yeah.
That
guys, we're
Spotify
having a moment
playlist on
still.
Monday.
Oh, sorry,
Great,
sorry.
I get
yeah.
in the car and this starts playing immediately.
And you're like, I can do this. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
fucking nodding my head.
Gas on the right. Gas on the right. Gas on the right. Brake on the left.
Use both feet.
You're like, nothing at all.
Oh,
That's hilarious. Yeah, you got those good feel, dude. There are. I've had situations where, you smoke a joint, like driving home, where I'm like, oof, that first rush, and we're like, whoa, this is like a video game right now.
Have you ever
yeah, a
almost
little
passed
bit.
out? Where you feel
No.
yourself like, oh my God, I'm going.
No.
I'm gonna faint.
no.
No, but since I've been smoking more pot in my life,
Yeah.
I have like I have had 2 or 3 minor panic attacks with my family driving. Like if I'm in the left lane cruising at
But hold on,
78,
you can get
drive
high with
home
your
with
family.
your
in the car.
parents?
no, not
No, they
high.
don't know. For sure, they don't know. I'm saying you drove home. You were high. You drove your parents home.
No. I'm saying like since I've been smoking pot, like
Yeah.
there'll be a day like where I would go to the beach. I'm not high. Like we'll go to the beach and I'll be driving home like perfectly like not. I'm going to get high when I get home later on, but like I haven't gotten high yet. Where we'll be just driving in the left lane with the wall and like a car next to me, and I'll have like a mini panic attack where like, almost like I don't remember how to do.
When you're not high?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. Where I don't know how to keep it in the lanes.
How do I do this? Oh my god! Yeah.
And let me tell you, all it takes is a
Oh my
little
god!
bit of
How
like,
do I do?
That's really crazy.
What is that? What is that?
I've had that feeling.
I don't know.
And all of a
I
sudden
don't
it
know,
becomes
but
like,
it's
it becomes
never
like,
been there
hold on to
before.
it. It's like
Dude,
you're
I've
just
driven-
learning how to be a pilot. Like some the
Yeah,
pilot died.
yeah.
Like get up there. Like how do I
You're
hold this?
almost like where you would be like if you got a bicycle and you were like ready go, and you were like you just like
You're leaning too much.
Sir, obviously the major functions are the 2 big wheels are facing it at the right. Like you would want to continue. You just picked it up and started twisting it, like almost like a
Sir, wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, what is that?
I don't know.
I have one of those
Obviously,
panic attacks.
but like you got to talk yourself out of it, but not to the point where I would ever vocalize it to anyone.
Yeah.
Obviously, to this point, but now, yeah, I have had that happen.
Do you ever pull over and say I'm not going to risk this anymore?
No,
I've done that.
I've done that.
You've done that?
Dude, I had one of those panic attacks I'm
I'm like,
talking
let me
about
calm down
when
a
I was
little.
like 20, probably 20 years old, coming back from New Smyrna Beach, driving to Tallahassee, and we gotten high all weekend, and I got in the car, and as I drove home, I felt like gravity was going to fall apart, and the sides of the roads were cliffs, and I was just like, motherfucker!
Whoa.
And I literally pulled over to a rest station and was like, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yep.
Wow.
It's a fear, like a fucking.
It's a panic attack. I've had a lot of them.
Yeah.
Do you get panic attacks, Ari?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking I haven't gotten high in like a bunch of days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Do you have like
So
a
did
day?
you get pretty high?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, then you need to crack open some cigars.
That's what I'm thinking. The opposite of that. Like, let me breathe some air for a while.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
a cigar might fucking suffocate you.
Yeah.
I came home and smoked a cigar last night.
Really?
Oh,
I can't
was
smoke
so
a
great.
cigar yet.
I smoke it with friends' places sometimes, where I'm like, "Hey, we're out at some cool thing. There's an outside thing."
I feel like I haven't quit cigarettes long enough to.
don't do
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
You were more of a smoker than me.
Yeah.
How was the last time you smoked a cigarette?
6, almost 7 years ago.
Oh, really?
I'm only
Yeah, like
like
June
4 or 5
2nd or
years
something.
ago.
Really?
Yeah, I got hypnotized.
That was
I
the
went
last
to that
time.
guy,
No,
yeah.
you went back after that.
On
No, you went back after that.
on both my sons' lives, June 2nd.
Yeah.
I believe it was
okay.
June 2nd.
Think
on.
careful what you're about to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you're lying,
I
I
know.
will kill your
Yeah.
sons.
I know,
Dude, they're
Let me
cute. Please don't make me
yes,
kill your
I'm
sons.
not.
On
But
principle,
this-
I'll have to,
after
please,
the second
yes.
day,
Yeah.
it's a second hypnotizing session.
Yeah.
That's the last
No way,
time I
you
ever
went
smoked.
back to it.
No,
You went
I
back
think
to it,
you're
and then
thinking
when
of
Jackson
you
was born-
many times.
Yeah, for sure.
Many times.
But then when your son was born, you're like, now I got to stop.
By the way, that was 6 years ago, and that's when it happened. He's 7.
No,
He'll-
you went to hypnotist when we were still playing basketball.
7.
You
No.
went still playing basketball when you went to hypnotist.
It was 7 years ago, Ari. He's going to turn 8 in January.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
Incorrect.
no, that is his age.
Where was he born? When you were still in L.A.?
Yes.
At that house?
Yes.
At the condo?
No. Yes, the condo. Yes.
He was born during that? Oh, yeah,
Yes.
because he had his toys there.
That's 8 years ago. Almost 8
That's
years
when you
ago.
got hypnotized?
Yes.
When did I break your
Because
leg?
we did season
Yeah.
1 of the league, and I said if season 2, if this thing goes and it's a success and it gets picked up, I'm quitting smoking. And then they got picked up, and I was like, all right.
Really?
I said, I'm
No
not going
way. You went back to it after that.
I promise you, Ari, I have never had a cigarette in my life after that second hypnotizing session.
I don't remember it that way.
I swear to you.
I mean, you seem confident.
I know, and I really have no leg to stand on.
So the hypnotist worked then?
Yes. For me, it did. But, like, Court's gone twice.
So you say.
But it's the same guy that everyone goes to.
I just quit. I smoked cigarettes, but I chewed tobacco, And the last chew I took, I grew up in the South.
Oh man!
And the last chew I took was on our honeymoon, driving from Georgia to Key West, or to where we were staying in the Keys. And Leanne was pregnant on our honeymoon, and I said, and I thought, I don't want to die. I want to see this kid's life. So I was like, I'm quitting, and I said, but I'm going to take one more before I quit. And my heart raced the whole time I took it, and I couldn't enjoy it. And I was like,
just done.
And I never took another one.
That's exactly what the hypnotizing thing is. It's a conversation that he has with you. He's like, you know, that conversation would be like, oh, you should stop smoking. You're gonna die. And you're like, oh yeah, and it lasts like 10 seconds. Like he has a slow, like, no, you're gonna die a slow death. Your kids are gonna come visit you in the hospital. You're gonna have tubes hanging out of you. They're gonna think that you're horrible looking. They're gonna cry, and they're not gonna want you to see like that whole. So you had it with yourself, and you were like, "Fuck it." I had to go have some fucking stranger tell it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I miss it. I'll still buy cans of dip and smell them.
Really?
Oh, I love it. You know, like music can take you back to a point in your life. Smells do that for me.
Sure,
Like
me too.
if I smell like rotten
Yeah,
beer,
yeah.
like beer that's been on a floor
So you
for
go
a
back
night.
to like a bar?
Dude, I go back to my freshman year of college,
There's
like
places
cleaning up my fraternity house, and at early Saturday mornings where it was ice cold, and I knew that we had a Florida State game, and all I had to do was get this out, and you'd be tired of shit, and then someone would make coffee or something, and we'd all take a dip, and you just smell beer, and you'd fucking bust balls, and the whole fraternity was asleep, and you were cleaning it at like 8 in the morning on a Saturday after a party. Dude, I miss that, but I smell that, and I go to that excitedness. When I smell a can of dip, when we did the show Reality Bites Back with like Amy Schumer and like a bunch of, it reminded me of an fraternity. I bought a can of Copenhagen, and because I remember it was like being hazed, and I would smell the Copenhagen, it would make me feel uplifted because I knew, I got a bright side of the day. Mm-hmm. And I think Chris
What do you mean?
Fairbanks
Like it was
started
coming?
dipping because of that.
Oh God.
When you were getting hazed as a pledge, you'd get done getting hazed, and then immediately you'd go like convene as pledges, a pledge class, and someone would be like, pull out a can, and you'd be like, dude, let me get a dip. And everyone would grab a dip. And so after being hazed, that smell of Copenhagen, that almost like salty, earthy smell, I immediately go back to being uplifted and being like, it's over, let's talk. Like when I smell that, I want to talk.
Wow.
It's so fucking primal. I don't have a smell for marijuana per se. Like when I smell it, I don't think of anything.
Did you ever
per
go
se.
into a friend's house and like you smell like an older, like their parents, like something that they have, or like a blanket they have, or like their kitchen? That like, oh, my uncle's house used to smell like that. Like I always had like a connection of like a smell. Always older things like, oh shit, that smells like my grandpa's basement.
And then suddenly it flashes, like you see all the rooms and stuff in his place.
Yeah, smells are big, like reminders of memories for me.
Have you ever dipped?
No, I never did.
No, me neither. Not once.
So
I heard if you ever,
fantastic.
I mean, I thought if you swallowed the juice, don't you throw up?
No.
I heard that.
I mean, yeah, maybe the first time. Maybe the first time.
Wait,
It's so
You
good.
changed so fast.
It's so good.
Really?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Dude,
Simone dipped.
Simone
for a long
dipped for-
time.
I wouldn't let him get in my car.
Is it?
He was like, "Can I dip in your car?" I was like, "No."
So you
No,
put it
can
in
smoke
and then
in
you
here.
spit it into the cup and that's it, right?
Ew,
Spit in a
no,
cup.
and that's not it. Then the cup gets places.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
when
It is pretty-
toured.
Wait, what'd you do? Did you
Hold on.
spit out? Bert, it's fucking gross.
When I used to tour with Jay Moore.
You would dip with Jay Moore?
No, I think he was dipping and I was chewing tobacco, and we were driving around in Arizona for the day, and then we got into our separate cars to drive home, and very measured, he goes, "You are never allowed to leave your dip cup in my car. I just went to take a Xanax, and I've chased it with your chewing tobacco spit."
What?
And I was like, I'm so glad I'm not in that car right now. He would have lost his fucking mind.
Dude, if I drank
You
some
left it there?
But yeah, but that's like anyone who dips has always accidentally taken a sip of dip.
Tell me
spit.
you haven't done that once, though. Ever have a water bottle? You're smoking a joint, driving, you see a cop, boom, in there, and then like you forget 10 minutes later, and then you drink that
I've
water.
done it with a beer once. One time with a beer and a cigarette.
Which mic are you on, Ari? Okay, yeah,
Does
you
your
got
mom
it.
should give it to us
Just
after
thinking.
fellatio?
As the higher you got, I got to raise your volumes. Yeah, I've eaten some pretty gross stuff. The best is like I watched my sister get food poisoning one time.
Yeah.
And she was eating this wrap, and she goes, "Huh, I don't normally like Chipotle, but the Chipotle dressing they put on this is nice." And I went, "You didn't get Chipotle, you got ranch." She goes, "No, this is definitely Chipotle." And I was like, "You ordered a ranch like turkey wrap." And she was like, "Do you want to taste it?" And I was like, "I'll take your word for it." And then she got sick, and I was like, "That wasn't Chipotle; it was spoiled, and you were tasting the essence of what the spoiled."
Oh man!
Oh
Fuck!
Rogan gave me a bunch of elk the other day.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's frozen, so I take it out, I put it in the fridge, and then the first day I eat elk, and I'm like, and I start panicking about it, and I'm like, did I cook it long enough? Can you cook elk medium rare? Like, I'm just thinking, I'm gonna get something really fucking, some trichinosis, Steve Rannazzissi.
Yeah.
From just how'd you get it? My buddy hunts. Like, it's not even me.
Yeah, I didn't even kill it myself.
A podcast.
Did he give you specific instructions on how to cook it?
He said it's very lean. So I'm eating it on this diet. So I'm eating elk. So
Are you really dieting?
I'm doing a hardcore.
No, you're not.
Hardcore.
Dude,
No, you're not.
Let me tell you something.
No way. What do you?
There's a I'm about, I don't know,
you're not.
a little bit. If I don't hit the brakes hard,
Yeah.
During the holidays, there'll be a third contender galloping into this Thomas Fat.
Oh, you don't know about chicken? You don't know about chicken parmesan?
Steve, like, and coming down the stretch out of nowhere is Rannazzisi, just
When he was in Long Island, he was eating a
Dude, I
chicken
could
parm
eat,
a day.
I could put on 30 pounds in.
Shut up.
I could easily, we could have this podcast in January 5th, and you'd be like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" Oh.
I already worked out today. All I've had is I had elk. I did a pigs in a blanket, but with elk. You know what pigs in a blanket is?
Yeah, they're
or
great.
Frog and hole.
Wait,
Where
what's
frog and hole is
hole?
where you take a piece of bread and then you cut a circle in it and then you put the egg in the center of the bread. Well, I did that with elk today.
Wait. Piece of bread.
What are you looking at?
Sorry. You take an elk.
What are you looking for, Ari?
I'm going to your yard.
Why? Here, take this mic.
I'm going to pee.
I think
pee
that
in
one's.
your yard?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
But you have to keep the mic going while you
What?
pee?
Here, keep going.
Why
keep
would
going.
I not? I know. I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm going to find some dirt patch. It's away from the window.
Take that. There's a hole right there
Yeah.
that the chickens
I got-
dig, and I'm filling it up. It's a little hole just right by that pipe.
Bert, last
Where
year
did
I
you
made
get chickens?
What? Oh yeah, I got chickens. If you want, you can take home some farm fresh eggs. They're
great.
fantastic.
My sister has chickens.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are they out there?
yeah. They're sleeping right now.
Yeah, they're in their thing.
Okay. Yeah, those eggs are fucking phenomenal. I want more wine. I don't want to go to beer. I want more wine. I wonder what kind of wine I got here. Do you want to what?
This is rad, by the way. This place.
I love this fucking man cave, man. Now that the house
I have a whole garage that's just empty, like this.
the hardest part's the hardest part is the permits.
Why?
That's the only hard part about the whole thing is that they don't let you do this.
Why?
I don't know.
What don't they let you?
They
what
want,
did you do? That,
You need to have.
First of all, I didn't even know you needed permits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What? I'm like, I just want to build shit or have stuff built. What do you need permits for?
So
Permits for what? To put a television on the wall in my garage?
no, to
What do
make
you-
it a livable space. Most houses in California, they want you to have, a place to park a car so that the streets don't get all clogged. But you live out with Al, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are probably fine. But there is those old school laws where you're like, you
Oh,
need
I-
a car, you need a place to park a car. So we were lucky. This was a woodworking shop. There's a garage next door to it. And then we found out we don't even need a garage. This is you want to talk about, so we go to redo the house. I hope this is interesting to somebody. We go to redo the house and we take money out and we go, okay, we can do what we just did. And then we find out we're multi-family. We could build like a duplex here or like a quadruplex.
Really?
And what I should have done, this is what I wanted to do, but I couldn't get the money. Quite honestly, was I wanted to wall off right from where the end of this man cave is all the way across. Big, like 12-foot cinder block wall. And then build in the whole front, build a duplex.
Yeah.
Or like a three apartment duplex, or like something like that with a nice little courtyard center.
So that the rent pays your mortgage.
Rent pays my mortgage, and this is my office.
This is your office.
And then have an entrance from the alley. By the way, I've explained exactly where I live to anyone listening to this podcast. They could figure out exactly where I fucking live. But that's what I wanted to do, and I couldn't get the money. It was so much money. And it's like I had to tear down my house.
A loan to do it?
I couldn't get the loan. I couldn't get a loan.
Can this podcast be my first podcast? Hey guys, welcome to my first podcast.
Yeah, if you want, we'll call it a Swapcast. I'll give you the audio. What?
Why would you take a loan for
You have
anything
to.
at this point?
What do you
in your
mean?
life?
You have to.
No, you just don't do that thing.
No, yeah, you
Well,
do.
it depends.
Yeah, I live a very different life than you live.
No, but you make money, so you live on the money you make.
Yeah, but then I don't have an extra $300,000 to just
But
put
if
into
you-
a house.
I know,
that's
but-
why you don't do that. You
No,
have
no,
a
no,
house
no,
as
no,
an
no, no,
If he
investment.
puts the $300,000 in, he has no mortgage then, and then all the money he makes is now coming back in.
This is the way I
plus-
live my life. So when we
Yeah,
got
but you're
this house,
adding on to things.
hear me.
You're not just
hear
paying
me
off
out.
the mortgage.
No, you look at it very small. Patrice told me one time you need just a small foundation
Where'd it get
that you
hit?
can never
Who's
get knocked off of. And so then this house, our mortgage is nothing. It's less than you pay in rent, definitely in New York.
Okay.
Our mortgage is less than you pay in rent. And so then we take out $300,000 or whatever it was. I don't know exactly what our price was, but about $300,000.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're spending, and our mortgage only went up like $400. So this house, we will own it, but we'll still be paying less than your place in New York. So why not
Increase your rent for a nicer place. You'll
why
still
would I
own
ever
it.
why would I put rent down?
But I'm saying that's what you're doing. Like you're just
Yeah,
increasing
right.
your
I'm
rent.
increasing my rent for a bigger place for my kids, not me. I'm never fucking
Yeah.
here. And so you go, I need to go out of pocket for my kids. Yeah, ideally in a world, I'd love to be like Bill Burr, where I go, I'm
Wait,
buying
what-
my helicopter with cash.
Right.
But I can't. And he's like, and we had this conversation inside of my house. We're doing a tour. Me, him, and Tommy are doing a tour inside. I'm showing what we're doing. And Bill's like, dude, fucking pay it off. Own it outright. Own it outright. And I was like, yeah. I go, maybe I'll just sell 16 shows at the Wilbur.
No, but you don't have to do that. But you don't have to add on when you already have. Like you have to take a loan out for money. Don't do it until you have the money.
No,
But you're gonna have to pay it back eventually.
if I said to
So
you,
don't do it until you get the money.
if I said to you, yeah, I'm never going to be out of this conversation. I don't think I'm going to understand this. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You're gonna eventually have to pay this off.
It's
So
two
you
ways
take
of
out a
looking
loan
at it.
On the odds you keep making money, you don't have enough. If you don't make the money, then you won't have enough. So don't
Yeah.
do it until you have the money.
Okay, so you want me to wait until I have $1.2 million
That's how
in the
much
bank?
extension costs.
No. I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, you want me to wait until I have $1.2 million to buy a house. You want me to sit
No,
with
you
my
have
family
a
and watch
house.
them grow up in an apartment that I'm that I'm
you have a
hemorrhaging money.
house.
Hold on, Steve, be with me on this. So that I'm hemorrhaging money into an apartment for $3,000 a
You
month.
have a house.
No. But your logic
Yeah.
falls into the exact same case of why wouldn't I just wait till I had all the cash to buy a house to go get a house?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
What? So
Yeah,
Ari,
but
but Ari,
you're living such a different life.
he's talking more about
But
the
you
build
have
up.
a house.
He's talking about starting right now.
Oh, starting
so
right
at
now.
This part,
No, I
at this
can't.
point right now,
We'd outgrown
he's
this
saying,
house.
why would you
You've
not wait till you
outgrown it.
had
You've outgrown
$300,000?
We outgrew this house. The girls were sharing a room. Dude, you're
The
looking
girls are
at
sharing
That's
a
the
room?
point.
Yeah.
See, there's a shot
You
clock
just
on our
looked at
lives.
the
Sorry.
addition.
Sharing the room.
Yes, it looks very nice
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We're not adding on
No,
right
they can
now.
have their own room.
We're
That's
done.
different.
Yes,
different. That's
in
different.
3 years from now, he might have $300,000 sitting in the bank to do it, but his girl's feet will be through the walls of the.
Yeah, and I don't want them to sit there and be like,
So
like
you
I
take
went
out
to
a
high school
loan.
sharing a room with my other high school sister, because my dad wanted to be conservative with the money. I'd rather go. I'll roll the dice. I think that I can figure out $400 extra a month.
Feasibly, yes, you would like. Yeah, of course, everyone would like to buy it.
We can live in
cash.
this house right now for still less than you're paying in your apartment.
Sure.
We could live in this house until the girls go to high school, go to college. Theoretically, I mean, I don't need more.
So but you're what you're doing? Adding on another room to this?
No, hold on, Ari. You just saw everything we added.
Yeah.
There's nothing more coming out.
Yeah, I don't know. What does that mean though?
That's it.
I saw your bathroom.
We just renovated
The bathroom,
We
the
just
kitchen,
renovated.
but the
You
kitchen's
didn't add
new
a
now.
second bedroom for the girls?
Yeah, we added a second bedroom.
Okay.
We added a master bedroom for us. We extended the kitchen. We extended
And so
the
you had to
living
get a
area.
loan to do that.
I had to get a loan. Yes,
How much does that stuff cost?
$400 a month. Why wouldn't you do it? $400 a month.
No, but how much does it cost total? For how many months?
I want to say I'm not
How
joking.
many years are we talking about? 3?
I
I want to say
10,
I want to
20,
say
30?
I want to like Leanne's really good.
I did a kitchen in New York, and it was like 85 grand. So it's got to be about. You did 3
I'm
rooms.
I'm gonna guess, and I only say
how
guess
many
because,
years?
but
How
like
many years is
250,
that?
250, 300, 250,
253 into what? Total?
30 years.
3 years. Is what we got-
30
30
years.
30
Yeah.
years.
What they do is
Yeah.
they appraise your house and say, hey, your house is no longer worth what you bought it for. It's
You're gonna
now
be in
worth.
the pocket of somebody for 30 years. You're gonna have a relationship with some bank for 30 years.
Well,
Hopefully not.
Hopefully Trump fucks this up for everyone and we get to go back to hunting and gathering. No, the truth is, Ari, though.
Hopefully not.
Think about it. I'm already in a loan for 30 years with these people.
Why don't you get out of that as fast as possible, like student loans, where you're like eventually like, hey, here's the rest. We're done. We're done.
Okay. Hold on. So tell me something.
They're charging
let's
interest.
Let's just put it very simple for you. You get a backpack.
Yeah,
You got nothing in your backpack.
yeah.
You bought your backpack for $15. The guy walks by you on the street and says, "It's a great backpack. I'll give you $30 for it." And you go,
Done.
and you, oh, okay, hold on. So then that's where we're at. That's how this works. Is I bought this house for a certain price number,
Yeah.
and then some guy walked by and said, "I'll give you double that price number." And I went, okay, done. So I said to
Can
my
I
business,
interrupt you right there?
Yeah.
Yes. Because so then if I needed to get another backpack, I wouldn't spend 45 on it. I'd spend 30 or less.
Okay.
Because all I had is 30.
So I
So I
said,
can get a backpack for 30 or less.
okay, perfect. We're eye to eye.
Okay, so I get it
okay,
for
eye to
13.
eye, yeah.
I get it for 13. Then what do I do?
Being the witness to this.
No, I get it for 26.
What are you talking about?
I get the new
26.
backpack for 26.
Hold on,
Why, so you can keep
I'm
four-
sorry. I'm sorry,
four
Ari.
shekels in
I'm
your
sorry.
pocket?
No, I'm sorry, Ari.
Yeah.
Backpacks on the street are going for 50. Whatever the guy paid,
Yeah.
that's what backpacks go on the street for. Because so when you bought your backpack for 15, that just you got lucky.
And by the way,
you got lucky.
have nothing to put in your backpack.
So I got so I
He's
can't
holding
find
shit, and
another
the
backpack for 30.
It's jammed. You're
Backpacks
not
no
gonna-
longer cost 15.
No.
not the backpacks you're accustomed
not
to.
the one you want to go
If you
to.
want a backpack that's only got
No,
one
you
one
didn't sell
sleeve,
your house.
one
You
arm.
didn't sell your house.
No, hold on.
You have your
No,
house.
No, you want a Starberry
no,
backpack?
No, Ari, you got to listen.
No,
you
you
got to
want a
listen.
real Adidas
sell your
backpack.
You got to listen.
You
Hold
still
on.
have your backpack.
No. You've already sold it.
No.
You've already sold yours.
The
You bought it for
backpacks-
15. The guy bought it for 30.
But you
correct?
didn't sell your house.
Hold on. No. But okay, so what I did was I was walking down the street with my backpack. Guy
It's
offered me
eventually-
30 for it. I then went to my best friend.
You
who's
sold
my,
your house?
I went
No,
to my
when
best
you-
friend who's my business manager, and I said, he wants to give me 30. I think I'm going to sell it for 30. And he said, that's a great idea. Before you do that, look at the storefronts. See what they're selling backpacks for. See if you're cool with those backpacks. So I went and looked at the storefronts, and I looked at all the backpacks, and I went, hey, man, that backpack's 40, and that's the size of my backpack. And he's like, well, that's what backpacks go for now. And he's like, you know what you can do? Is I know a guy who will look at your backpack and he'll just give you some shit to put in your backpack. Isn't that what you're looking for, really? A shit to put in your backpack? You can borrow money against your backpack because you got it for so cheap that he knows that when you do sell your backpack,
Wait.
when you do sell your backpack,
Back up.
what?
Say a lot of that again.
So he says, I know a guy that'll loan you money based off what you've earned in your backpack. He
Give
says,
you a loan.
I
he
like
says,
your
he says,
backpack.
He says,
I want to buy your backpack for
Yeah.
$30. Okay, I know you
Okay.
paid 15 for it.
Well, I can't do that because right now I can't get a backpack for less than 50.
Okay,
So
fine.
I can't
You know
sell
what?
it to you.
Great, you're right.
So-
you're
but he
right.
says
you know
he goes-
what?
he goes, "I'll
instead of
tell you."
that,
Okay.
I'm going to give you
Yeah.
$15
$15.
for
Yeah.
stuff to put in your backpack. It's going to make it really, really nice because I know your backpack's going to be worth.
You're gonna
50
give
one
me
day.
$15.
and with
But-
all the shit inside your backpack,
Wait,
I bet it's worth
wait.
70.
Wait,
and
wait.
I just want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that.
Let me wrap my head around this for a second.
Because I'm going to get that money back.
Say it
I'm going to
again.
get interest on that 15.
You're going to give me $15.
Because I know when you do what you want to do with the money that I give you to put the
Yeah.
shit in your backpack, your
Check it out.
backpack's going to be worth at least 30.
Yeah.
But probably way more.
You were
than
already
that.
going to give me 30.
What?
You were already going to give me 30.
Yes, exactly. So this
So
is
it's
like
at
me
least
giving you
30.
30.
So you give me 15, you say?
No, you get to keep your place. I give you 15. You paid 15. I'll give you another 15.
I
give you another
I
15.
paid 15, you gave me 15, and then what?
You're going to make a nicer backpack. You're going to have a nicer
Yeah,
backpack.
okay, what's the catch?
And then all you got to do is stop by
Because
my
I
store
know
every
that-
day. All you got to do is
I
stop
gotta
by my
get-
store
I
every
get
day.
interest.
Yeah, and give me a nickel.
Oh, so you're not
give me a
giving me the
nickel.
15. You're loaning me the 15.
Yeah.
Okay, now hold on. That's a whole different thing.
Why?
Okay.
Then give me the 15.
Yeah, I got to get something for it, though.
All right, but that's a different scenario.
Okay.
You didn't say loan me.
Here's
What do you mean
the
you said loan
thing.
me interest?
Give
You
loan.
said,
But
that's
you're-
what you said.
What you're missing
That's what you said.
What you're
Well,
missing.
what do you think the scenario?
But the backpack banking system.
Okay, that's a new scenario.
Well, what do you want? How do I explain banking to this guy?
So it's loan me. So then it's okay. So hold on. Now it's a new thing. It's like hold on. Someone wants to loan me $15.
Yeah.
To make my place nicer. So I can sell it for $30.
Okay, hold
Why
on.
would I want that?
Day.
So
because you got a lot of shit.
I have a place. I have a backpack.
No, but here's the
Why would I make
promise.
this worth
Here's the
$30? I don't want to
promise.
sell it. You're asking me to add on to this to make it nicer to sell, on the off chance I sell, but I don't want to sell because you're making me make it nicer for no reason.
No,
just to make it worth the same amount that I'm putting into it.
You want it to be nicer, and then in 10 years, you won't need anything ever to put in your backpack because your backpack's paying for your own life.
How?
Because
how?
We bought this house for like $5.
Yeah.
It was worth $10 when we wanted to sell it.
Yeah.
They said, wow, if you borrow $2,
yeah,
you can turn this into a house that's worth
$20.
And you go, really?
But if you wait, it's worth 10 now. But if you borrow $2 and make it worth 12, that's money you shouldn't have to borrow. You shouldn't make it worth 12 unless you can pay the extra 2.
Now, there's also the theory that we could sell this in a year for 12, and then all the money we borrowed, we give right back, and we've got our own down payment to get into a new scenario.
A new scenario where? Where are you getting a nicer place? Backpacks have gone up.
That's our fucking time. That's what we're talking about.
Point.
So you're borrowing money so you can pay more of that later.
Yeah.
You're borrowing 2 to say, I want to earn 2 more on this. So you make the 2, you pay that immediately back, and still houses have gone up.
Now here's
so you still can't afford a new place. You can afford an even place.
No, now here's the.
So you borrow the 2, but you're paying 2.5 back because you want to live out of your range.
No. Now here's
you don't do it. All you can do is fail. All you can do is fail there.
You know what failure is?
If you can succeed and pay it back, then you should never have taken it out.
No, you know what failure is?
Do it yourself.
Is taking your money out of your bank account
unless
and
it's like I got to do this now.
Your money works
Unless
for
it's like
you.
now, where this whole area will be gentrified, I'll miss out. Then I can see
Instead
it.
of you going on the road and you doing the gigs and you having to go, which you can or cannot do, you can still do it if you want to.
Yeah.
The money is working without you having to work.
It's your house being worth more.
By the way,
all houses are being worth more.
Hold on. I also had the opportunity to flood out.
It would have to go up more than the value of the money you're borrowing.
Hold on.
You would have to borrow $2 million or $2, and the fucking what you add on here would eventually be worth $4.
That's the point. Yeah. And it is.
All right, then it's an investment. That's different than fucking saying what you're saying.
No.
What?
You say borrow 2 and it'll be worth 2 more. There's no reason to borrow for that.
No, 4. 2.
It's
The 2's already in it.
The 2 turns into 4. You got 2 backpacks.
The 2's in
Here's
it.
the thing.
I borrowed the 2. I'm putting the 2 in it. Now it's worth way more than that.
And here's the other part. I could have emptied out my savings and done this remodel. However,
you got to live safe.
However, if something happened,
what happens if you don't stop earning money? What do they do? Take your house off?
What do you mean?
What?
You stop working. Scandal hits you. You stop working. What do you do?
I can afford this.
TV goes under.
I can afford this easily.
What do you mean? On the road?
Yeah,
that's done now.
Okay.
I
get a job.
I know. You lost your voice box.
I get a job.
That's it. That's it. Your voice box went sour. What are you going to do?
I can get a
writing,
job.
Bert?
I get a job.
Do writing? No fucking way. You're going to go to a writer's room, take your shirt off, and sit down and slowly write the pen to a paper.
I could afford my mortgage. But here's the point.
With no income.
So you ready for the other argument?
What would happen if your income went completely sour?
Yeah.
I'm talking about it went bad for you.
Okay.
Your voice box is gone.
Disability.
Your finger shriveled up. A little bit. So sure, you live on a little bit of disability.
Okay.
So
I have no reason to be in LA, right?
Right. So you borrow this money. I'm
sell
asking you what happens. You
sell
borrow
it.
this money from them.
I sell the house.
Oh, you sell the
Yeah,
house.
sell the house.
And then you get 12, and you're like, here's your
Get
2
the
back.
fuck out
Here's
of
your
here.
2.
Here's your 2
and
back.
I think I'm going to go
With
fucking
my-
live in
with my
Georgia
electrical
off
voice
the
box.
fucking ton of money I made off the house.
Right. Yeah. Well, you didn't make.
Yeah, he's going to live like a king in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'll buy a fucking mansion.
So they won't take the addition back
No.
or the
What?
house back.
No.
No.
And by the way, my wife said to me, because
you
I
could
got
always
nervous
sell it.
about what you're saying. I got nervous about.
Yeah.
And I thought, what if something happens? What if I fucking lose everything? And my wife goes, well, then we don't deserve to live in L.A. because this is the cheapest place we could find in L.A. For if me and you and the girls just moved into
So
an
you have enough
apartment.
equity. That's what equity is. You have enough equity where it's like you have like 7 built up.
Yeah.
It's like yours for sure.
Oh, that's when it's a net worth.
If he
So
walked
when you
into the
look at
house
someone's
last
net-
year
yeah.
and put like 1% in and owned like 1% of the house and then wanted to borrow $300,000 against the house, they probably would say no to him.
Yeah, I bought this house in 2008 at the very bottom of the market,
Yeah.
and right now, and this man cave had
So
not
you could
been
afford the
appraised.
raise. You could afford the raise in like, let's say, quote unquote, rent of what you add onto this house. You could afford that for so many more
$400.
years. Like you're like,
Dude,
oh, I'm good on that.
We went through and said how much I could
$100.
afford for a house, and the number was astronomical. And I thought to myself, I don't trust that I'll make that every single month.
Yeah.
And she went, but you are. And I said, but I don't trust it. I go back to this old
Yeah,
priest
exactly.
speech where I go, I'll tell you what I can make.
Gotta
And
have
I'll
it
tell you what I
already.
can make right now. For
Yeah.
the rest of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Until the day I die, I can always make $2,000 every week. That was what I came into this business, my price of when I came into this business. And I know that that's what they're paying. That's what they're paying some fucking no name in Omaha this week is $2,000. I will always be able to paper out a room, make them money in drinks, make them fucking their money at the door at $2,000, and I can still pay for my house.
Yeah.
$2,000 a week, I could do that.
You gone
And
every week?
by the
You
way,
gone every week then?
I'd go out. I wouldn't need to, but
Yeah.
But right now I don't have to worry about that. So then you have the opportunity to save money. So I can go do the road and go. I don't have much of an overhead.
Right.
Now, granted, I am.
So $2,000 a week.
yeah.
Okay. Let's say you're like, oh fuck, I still got to pay for the education. $100,000 a year you have to make. So you have to go out every week.
Yeah.
Plus merch probably or something. So you have 100, whatever. So you would have to do that if you could do that forever. That would justify whatever you're borrowing to make this happen.
Yeah. Of course.
Jesus Christ.
Because my kids have a fucking great life.
But you would have to move out of here.
No.
Well, you wouldn't be able to afford
Yeah, but the
it.
I can
man's
live- I
lost
can
his
live-
voice box.
Yeah. I can live. I
Oh,
can.
on $2,000 a week, you can pay the quote unquote
I can
rent.
pay the mortgage.
You can pay whatever that is on $2,000 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't go above that.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
It's my wife,
That's fair.
Leanne looked at this and goes,
He's a sign
I don't
language
want to buy
creator
a
at
house.
Walmart
what
now.
you thought bottom level could happen.
Do you remember the house before we
again,
renovated? Do you remember?
unless you lose your voice
Do you remember
back.
the house before we renovated?
Yeah, sort of.
We lived in that house for 4 years because we didn't want to go out of pocket and get into a dangerous position where we could lose everything.
Yeah.
And so we lived in a house where I'd walk Bobby Flay through and I was embarrassed. My wife was embarrassed, but you were like, "Fuck it, dude, we're safe."
What do you mean? You had a nice house.
It was a great house, but it was built in 1935 and nothing had been upgraded.
what?
So we were living like they did in the 30s. I mean, and theoretically I'm on TV. And you go, "We have money, we should be buying like a really nice house." But my wife's like, "No, you always keep yourself at the bare minimum." And so when this opportunity came up, we're like, for $400 a month, dude, think about how often you fucking I mean, I don't want to sound like pompous about money on the road, but you know how $400 sometimes you'll be out and everyone will be buying drinks. You're like, fuck it, it's a wait staff. I'm buying everyone a shot, you know.
Yeah.
And you pay like $200 in a round for the whole
Yeah.
wait staff.
One wait staff will not get a bonus shot this every month because Bert has to
but
have a
hold
nice
on,
kitchen.
hold on. Will
Yeah.
you stop buying the bonus shot?
No, I still buy shots.
No, exactly.
No, of course not.
So it's like you don't take that
Dude.
away and make it up for it.
Yeah.
You don't be like one less cup of coffee a month. You have to actually have the one less cup of coffee a month.
No, we stopped shopping at Gelson's. Oh. Because we went, you know what?
That is a nice one though on Coldwater and
Oh, there's so many great ones. I love Gelson's so much. But we were like, you know what? Let's start going to Ralph's. I love Ralph's. I never had a problem with Ralph's ever. But it's so much cheaper than Gelson's. Is like, I went to buy watermelon tonight. By the way, I bought us beer at Gelson's. What?
Yeah. I mean, you're really like claiming hardship because you got to go from Gelson's to Ralph's.
No, fuck you. But you don't realize it.
I thought
Sometimes
you
you
just
don't
going up
realize it.
closer.
What?
thought it was-
Gelson's is so close to me.
yeah.
You're like, I'll fucking just go walk there. But the whole problem is, I went to buy watermelon for the girls. It was $15 for a thing of watermelon, and I went, seems a lot. But you don't think about it. You just grab it and go, oh, this is pre-sliced into like
The cubes.
into cubes. I'll just grab it.
$15.
And then I was like, grabbed it, and I went, oh. And then I looked over to uncut watermelon, and it was like 89 cents a pound. And I was like, how many people just buy the fucking pre-cut? 'Cause it's so much easier. It's like that. Leanne, we're trying to explain economics to Ari.
Yeah,
Here, come here for a sec.
What were you doing out there? What? Oh, you're throwing out garbage?
Here, Leanne, explain how
I'm trying to figure out going out of pocket land.
He's trying to
Doesn't
explain.
make sense to me.
I'm trying to explain borrowing money to add on to the house with the small percentage you pay versus the rewards you reap, and how.
Because whatever this is, real estate industry goes up higher than your interest rates go up.
Yes, partly we bought this particular house at the very bottom of the market.
Yeah.
So we got it for a really good price.
Yeah.
So for us to sell this house, so our mortgage is really low,
Yeah.
right? Because we didn't pay very much for it. So for us we had the house appraised, and they said, okay, now your house is worth quite a lot more than you paid for it.
Yeah.
So you can just pull cash out, just do a new mortgage with, what we owe plus the value of the house.
Hold on. So you get it for $20. It's
Yep.
worth $100.
Yep.
No, wait.
Yeah,
You get
that's
it for
good.
$20. It was
Yeah.
worth $20. You took out a
when we
loan for
bought it.
$20 at the time. Took out
Right.
a loan for $19. You had one.
Right.
Took out a loan for $19. Now they say it's worth $100, and you're like,
Right.
fuck.
Yes.
Well, we still owe $17.
Right.
And they're like, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Just sell it back to them for $100.
No,
then-
sell it back to him
no
for
selling
40.
it back.
Wait.
You just
36.
Go, I want a new mortgage
Wait.
for the
So
$100.
so it's like you say, give me what this house
Yes,
is worth.
give me a new mortgage for $100.
$100.
So I get the cash between the 17 and the 100.
Wait.
It's
Hold
called
on.
a cash
Hold on.
out
Wait.
refi.
Yep.
So
Have
you
you
get
been
You
smoking
get that
pot?
cash.
so you get 100. No, but I want to understand.
And then a rabbit comes in.
No. I can get this.
Yeah, okay, good.
Wait. So you get 100.
Yes.
Saying, hey, my house is worth 100. Give me 100. So you get 100. You give the 17 back.
Well, you don't get 100. You get 100 minus the 17.
Okay, so you get 83.
Yep.
So you
So
have
they give you
83
now.
But you still owe them 83.
Of course, that's your mortgage. But now here's the difference. Here's the difference,
So you're
right?
getting 83
Okay.
that you just owe money
You
on.
picked a really big number.
Yes, but here's
We should
No,
have
no,
used
it's
20 and
percentage,
40.
percentage, whatever. It
But-
went up
but
four
here's the-
times.
That
But
means
here's
something
the
you
deal.
bought is like worth 700%.
Five times as much. 5 times as much.
No,
you bought it for 20, it's worth 100. No, you bought it for 20, it's worth 100.
Our deal was very similar to that. Very
you borrowed
similar.
20, worth
Tell me
100.
exactly what we bought it for. How much we borrowed? How much is it
No,
worth?
no, no.
I'm fucking
No,
fucked.
No, here's-
What is this, the breakdown with Ari
That percentage
Shaffir?
wise, 20, bought
It's
it for
not
20,
no,
get it
that's
100.
not even close to the percentage wise. But
Okay.
here's the
Okay,
rub.
but I'll understand it this way, yeah.
This is where the rub is, right? So our house was appraised before it was remodeled, right?
Yeah.
So now after it's remodeled, it's going to be worth more than we owe on it.
Wait. Same as
So-
before. Same as before.
So
Same as before?
Before we
Same as
remodel-
before?
Hold on, no. Before we
It's going to be
remodeled,
priced for more than it's when you.
yes,
More.
Same as
more.
before.
Not same as
More.
before.
Because
More
before you
than
bought it for
before.
20, and then it went up and it was worth 100.
Before we remodeled
Mo-
it. So
yes.
now that we've remodeled it, it's worth 200.
The same as before.
No.
What the fuck?
Ready?
Same as
Because it went up
before.
before.
Hold on, I got to show
It went up before.
It's
Here
the
we go.
same
now-
house.
I got,
No, I'm saying the way it went up. The way it went up was like it was
Sorry.
worth you
You're
bought it
going
for
there.
less
What
than
he's-
it's worth
what he's
now.
trying to say.
And then it went up again,
Right.
and you can also sell it for more
And
than it was worth when you bought it.
Exactly. So
The
now,
same as before.
So now I've put
Yeah.
83 in it,
Yeah.
but I could get 183 out of it.
Yeah. So now it's up to 183.
But
Yeah.
I can't afford a mortgage on 183,000.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. That's it. That's
So you
what
go
we
back
got.
in business
So-
with them,
no.
and now you owe them 170 whatever.
Take this back.
But the thing is,
back in
It never comes through to you. You just keep borrowing. You keep being able to borrow more money, and you keep owing them that money.
He's
okay, here's the deal. At the end of the day, a 4-bedroom house
Yeah.
in this neighborhood is 183.
Yeah.
We can't afford 183.
Right.
We can afford 100. So we just made a $183,000 or whatever house for 100.
Yeah.
So our mortgage payment on that is the exact same as we'd be paying in rent. So it's the same to rent an
Here's where you lost me.
apartment
Here's where you lost me. Here's where you lost
as
me.
to
now.
own a house.
Okay,
right?
I get that.
Where
Here's where you
lost me
Right
with
when you
Ari
say,
Shaffir.
right when you say, we can only afford a place that's for this.
Right.
We have this.
Right.
Okay. So you say, so we get a loan, which makes us have a rent,
Uh-huh.
but you already just don't have a rent.
What?
You can just pay off that money and be done with it. And now be mortgage free and have only the money you bring in.
The goal.
So when you bring in $7, you can put $7 into the house.
That is the goal.
And then you won't have to worry about it.
That is right. You are correct. The goal now is to pay off your mortgage as quickly as possible. So
But you've just got a bigger mortgage.
Yes, for a bigger house.
Yeah, so then you can borrow another mortgage and build a bigger house or move
could,
to another place
if I
and get a
wanted
bigger
to.
mortgage.
I could, but
and
I don't want to do
still
that.
keep being in their pocket.
But But wait, I don't function that way. That's not how I function. I don't function that way.
You're risking like making more money than you are now?
No.
No, you're making the same. You'll pay it off quicker. You have less overhead. Right?
And then you
if
keep getting bigger and
let's
bigger
just say
mortgages.
I think that you are living a fear-based life at this point.
But you keep getting
if you
bigger and
make,
bigger
let's just say you
mortgages.
make $3,000 a month, or you owe $3,000 a month into the whatever house.
Yeah.
You want, but you're making $12,000 a month. $12,000 a month. You'll be able to pay maybe 2 months at a time.
Correct.
And pay it off, so you're beating the house back.
Correct.
Rather than having to pay the interest for the 30 years.
Correct.
You're going to beat them back on their loan that they
Correct.
paid.
Okay, but then
And
why
that's what we
borrow
do.
more? Why not just be like, let's
Because
just keep
Ari,
getting this?
we had
need
shoved.
more.
We had shoved 4 people, 2 dogs, and a
Right,
cat
right,
in a
right,
2-bedroom,
right.
1-bath house. I could not do it another
Because
day.
people don't like to pull out.
Hey, wait. Or it's also here's the one.
Or wear condoms.
They know that will always happen.
Here's the one.
Always never
Are you
like
guys
to
going
pull
to have
out.
another one? Let's borrow more money?
No. Here's the one the scenario in all of this that Ari has not brought into consideration. He's forming all his doctrine based on the world of Ari Shaffir and
just
just
don't
Ari
understand.
Shaffir.
I want nice
I
things.
live with Leanne, Isla,
Oh,
Georgia,
right, yeah,
Priscilla,
yeah.
Mona, Gus.
Dependents.
And so I have to say, and 3 chickens. So I have to say,
If
So
it was
cool
up to
you have
me,
chickens.
I would
That's
have
so
a
cool you have
condo in West Hollywood and AIDS. Okay,
Yeah.
do you understand that?
I would, dude, I look at Jim Norton and fucking Jeff Ross and Attell, and I go, what? I mean, Doug Benson. I go, do they just sit on piles of cash at night? Like
Sarah Silverman.
Sarah
She was on
Silverman?
Stern. I was like, how does she not have just a gigantic bucket full of cash?
Like, but I would love to live.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going to your house. You tell me how much you paid in rent, and I went, oh, that's right. He's not paying for anybody.
Yeah.
It's just him. When
Sometimes
when
dates.
he needs toilet
Sometimes
paper,
dates.
Sometimes.
he
Yeah.
goes and gets toilet paper.
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking about the ask Leanne. Leanne has an interesting perspective of this. Ari was asking Steve and I about if we're ever jealous of his lifestyle.
Not jealous. I
No,
said, how do you think about it?
how do we think about
I
it?
didn't say
More
jealous.
specifically, it was your sexual lifestyle.
Your sexual lifestyle.
And I had 2 very specific things to say right away. But what was the question?
But Leanne said this. Leanne and I said this one time, and Leanne's perspective was so interesting to me, especially from a non-comic. You know, comics overmull things.
Yeah.
She said, I don't. The only thing she's like, I went through a little bit of postpartum depression, and it wasn't you. It wasn't anything. It was that I realized one morning I'll never have a first kiss again, and I went, and I was like, oh, and then I realized. I'm so glad I'll never have a first kiss. I don't give a fuck ever about having a first kiss again because I'm the one that had to initiate it. As a woman, it must be so cool to be like, here, wait, what were you saying?
I don't know. That's what I said. I just said exactly that.
Wait, you knew that after you had a kid?
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow, this is really like, I'm done. And I was okay with it, but there was this one little part where I was like, oh, that was so much fun. You know, like that little part where, ooh, when's he picking me up? Oh, my God, when's he going to kiss me? When's this going to happen? That I would never have that again. Not that I didn't want to be with Bert or be exactly where I was. It was, it was like all of a sudden you're too big for the swing set. And now, you can't swing on the swing set anymore. You go, oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I'm cool where I am. You just have that moment of going,
How long does
well,
that last?
life has shifted.
How
It
long
didn't last very long. No, it was really more of a
weeks?
realization. No, it was really more of a
times a
realization
day?
of going, wow.
Every day for 12 years.
It's still going on. I mean, what hell is Georgia
Yeah.
12? Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if there was a way that they could implement a program where you could just do first kisses again, like where you could just then I
Is that
go,
when
that
people
is-
get married again?
yeah, it's called
Just like
AshleyMadison.com.
Yeah,
Renew
they
their
were
vows.
like, let's have a thing again. Everyone's like,
what do you do?
okay,
Just out of
what?
curiosity,
Yeah.
what do you look at like Steve in my life, and what do you see where you go?
Oh yeah.
that would
There's
be cool.
nice stuff. You guys both have relationships where you guys seem cool with each other. I don't see it that much. You guys both, you're one of my examples, Rannazzissi, and now you're not, but now that I think about it, you are too.
You didn't think we were?
Well, I just wasn't, Bert, I didn't grow up with Bert, so I
You
wasn't
just
like...
didn't know me very well. Still don't probably know me very
No,
well.
but I know how you guys work. I just never thought about you. But now that we're talking about it, you would fall into that too.
Yeah, we're
Where
pretty
you're like,
good.
guys seem cool with each other. Ingram and his wife seem cool with each other.
Right. It
But
takes a
lot of them
special
don't
person.
seem that just
But
like
you know
laid
what?
back with each other.
I have to say, it takes a really special woman to be married to a comic.
It's hit or miss.
It is really a very unique
There's
relationship.
no in the middle.
There's no.
They're either the ones that are killing it,
Yes, I agree.
or the ones that are just like. People ask, especially on the road, like, how do you, what, the kids and stuff? Are you home a lot? Are you the good cop? And I'm just like, the only reason I can be in Spokane tomorrow is that because you know that she's not like blowing rails of coke and hopefully picks them up. Yeah. Hopefully picks them up from school. Like, and that's literally the only reason I can be there. Like with sort of a level-minded situation.
I worked with a guy. I worked with a guy whose wife was like that.
Yeah,
and it was a fucking.
You worked with a guy what?
Whose wife had drug problems.
No way.
And it was terrifying.
No, that's okay though. But at least I'm saying
You're
get
talking to the mic.
along.
Talk to the mic. It's your fucking million.
I'm saying get along.
Well, but the thing is, I think
be in the blow or whatever if you want. But I guess you both have to be into it.
I think it has to be both ways, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to be attracted to someone who actually enjoys like Girl Scouts and drop off and pick up and that kind of stuff. That's kind of what life is when you have kids. It's not all blow and let's go get nutty and go dance and whatever. But a lot of women.
I'm not a coke person, by the way.
No.
I was using it as an example.
No,
I don't.
totally. I know you don't.
Okay.
But my point is, like, I think some women marry comics like they marry rock stars. And they think this life is going to be a fucking party. Every single night's a party. And then all of a sudden, there's
You're
two kids. And who's taking care of them? I was in here for the party.
Oh.
And then, so you have to be a certain type of comic to go, you know what, it's not about the party for me at the core.
Notice the ones that work out really well are the ones that are with people. And
Trey was with you and you were single.
For a long time and seen a lot of like open mic tears.
Yeah.
Instead of like partying and coke, it's more like no one's ever gonna like me.
Oh, she was with me when I had money when I met her, and she's like, I remember laying in bed with her in Ontario, and she was like, "What do you do for a living?" And I was like, "Oh, I get development deals." She's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, just they give me money not to work with anybody for a year." And then she was like, "Oh," and then that was my life. And then she knew me when I was fucking flat broke. And you're like, fucking.
The day he moved in.
The
day
he moved in with you?
The day he moved in with me.
Where?
In like 6th and La Brea, over there. He moved in with me, and his business manager called and was like, "Yeah, you got no money, like $0. Like I don't know how you're going to pay for anything." And that's where we kind of started. Even though I knew him when he had money, I clearly wasn't there for money. I was there because it was his body entirely.
Gross.
But I mean, I was there for the right reasons, so it didn't really matter the money. So
you guys have both been together for a while.
Kristen Madrigal, they've been together for a long time.
Yeah. Let's talk about the unsuccessful ones.
Well, no, the ones that I'm like people that like people that have money and then find someone and they're great together. Like Bill Burr and Nia, like I know they've been together for a while, but like he's successful, like coming into it at a level of like.
Yeah, but I think he was successful. I think he wasn't successful when he met her.
No.
I don't think so.
Before that too?
Yeah, I think so. I'll tell you, the ones that fascinate me are the ones that are the ones that are supposed to work out and they get divorced, like Dimitri Martin and his wife, or Pete Holmes and his wife, like the ones where they're good Christians, and this is and we knew each other, we loved each other in high school. You know me better than anyone knows me. You're my life partner, and then hey, I'm doing a change of heart.
Those don't work out a bunch of times,
dude. Dimitri,
but they didn't become adults together. They were fucking kids together.
She's got to be kicking herself in the fucking her fat Greek
ass. No, they just
ass.
didn't get along anymore.
Man, we sat at our wedding. We're like, Dimitri,
really? You knew her?
He could get so much better. Me, Lenny Marcus, and we were like, I remember running into him. He was like, "Yeah, I got divorced," and I was like, "Congrats!" was like, how fucking great is that? And he was like, well, I was in love. I was like, fuck that. She was a pig.
Oh.
I guarantee you he's slamming dens, and he doesn't even fucking look back at that girl that he loved because she was in med school. Whatever. Are we out of wine in the house?
We still have more.
No.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one more bottle.
No.
Yeah.
Can you bring it out, please?
We can even trade you for this white wine
Could you
swill
please?
that he brought here for no reason. No, who
She's on a-
would? Who's gonna buy it?
Girly girls.
She does book clubs. Maybe. Oh, that's a good idea, Steve. You instead of do your podcast,
I don't read,
as a,
dude.
Do it as a book club.
I don't
Do it as a
read.
book club.
He doesn't read.
Right? Everybody.
How about
Hey, would
this?
you bring up-
That's the
Thank
podcast.
you.
I don't read. You come on, tell me your favorite book. You got to sum it up for me the whole time. I got to tell you.
Don't spoil it. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be a
Oh,
problem.
Doesn't
that's
matter.
by the way.
I'm not going to read it.
That's
Just
like-
tell me the fucking book.
Tell me the last book you read. That's a good podcast.
That's it.
That's a good podcast.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to read
That's a
it.
good theme podcast.
That's a
That's
really
a great idea.
Yeah, but I need someone to be on every fucking week.
Yeah,
You can do that. You can do that.
You've been on
Let me
TV
tell you
for 7
something.
years.
I
More.
know. Look, you guys, we
Way
are
more.
all
It's good that
at a
Ari's
level of
back.
success.
You were so
where we've
high
had-
at one point that you were laying back, and I had to crank your volume up.
You had to crank your volume up.
You got
Crank your volume
when he
up.
got passionate about the money and the interest and stuff.
Well, you
That's
know what
when
it
his
is.
real
And
his
halfway
blood
through
started
it,
boiling.
Halfway through it, I realized.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking of getting a fucking hot tub in my backyard. $3,000.
Yeah.
I can afford to pay the $3,000.
Okay.
I don't have to get a loan for $2,000 of it.
Okay.
Thank
Pay
you.
the
Can I
extra
say something though? Can I?
$3,000 I'm paying for a hot tub. I'm gonna pay for it myself.
picture
I'm not gonna
Leanne.
get a
Yup.
loan.
Okay.
And the deal is,
Wait.
they can kick me out by raising my rent up to
Watch this.
16% at any time in New York City.
Great.
And that's the risk I'm running to pay the
What did you say?
$3,000.
I'm sorry, New York City. Okay, what are you going to do, Mister? I can afford $3,000. I'm going to pay you cash for that. Now you have to factor in what are you going to do with the water? Where you going to pump all that
Yeah,
water?
I gotta talk to Manuel.
Yeah, and then you got to
I
get.
talked to
What are you
him
going to do in
now.
the winter
And see
when
if he
it's
can
0
turn the winter
degrees?
water
What are
on.
you going to do with your hot tub when it's 0 degrees?
Wait, where are you putting this hot tub in New York?
Yeah,
I got a backyard at the end.
You have a backyard?
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
right.
But you don't live in
His house.
Oh,
No.
yeah, I do.
It is a nice-
Babe. His
Yeah,
house
it
is
is great.
His apartment
It's nice.
is better than anything you've lived in New York. It is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really
and,
nice.
and ask him how much he's paying for it.
How much you paying for it?
$3,000 a month.
Shut the fuck up.
Less than our mortgage.
Less.
No, more than our mortgage.
Damn it.
Why?
But I'll tell you right now. If you were single and you could live in either this house or his place,
In the
you'd
East
pick
Village in
you'd
New
pick
York?
his place in
Yeah.
a heartbeat.
Where the only restaurant is in Gelston's.
His bathroom.
East
his
Village.
bathroom.
East Village is everything's around there.
His bathroom was bigger than our fucking bathroom. Like his bathroom's fucking nice.
Before this?
Our old bathroom, yeah.
Was this like a new build? I mean, it's not an old apartment.
no,
It's
at
a
all.
renovated apartment, I'm sure.
It's old. It's not
Yeah,
new.
I mean they updated it nicely.
Probably
Yeah,
70s.
they
Fuck, like legit.
Not real kitchen, just wall. Just wall that is
yeah,
kitchen.
when you say Ari,
It's not real kitchen.
smaller
A
than
little
this.
island. A little island blocking it up.
when you say backyard is as big as the grass patch we have right there,
Grass patch only.
yes.
The backyard
but in New
not
York,
doubles the
is-
square
in New
footage
York
of the
is
apartment.
fucking
Wait,
amazing.
Ari, the backyard doubles the square footage of the apartment.
Totally,
It's amazing.
absolutely
It's
it
amazing
does. In
out
New
there.
York?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why not put a hot tub out there for the $3,000 that I already have in my pocket? But I'm not going to put a fucking $200,000 hot tub back there to raise the fucking rent of it.
Talk to me
I'm
when you
just
have
gonna-
children, mister.
You don't own it.
All right. The only question is, when you go in to buy this hot tub, are you walking in with $3,000
It's a grass
cash
patch. It's a
or
grass
a credit card?
What?
Ari,
Are
what if
you-
you own the building, right? What
I'm
if you
saying
own the
credit card that
building,
I'll pay
right?
off that month.
Ari, what if you own the
my
building?
backyard goes from the trampoline to
It's pretty fucking nice, Leanne.
the swing. That's pretty good. We had barbecue back there. Yeah, at least once a year.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna
Yeah.
take the girls to New York and we're gonna
Yeah.
stay at Ari's apartment
For sure.
And when he's when he's in like Switzerland or something, and we'll go to New York
No,
because
relax. It's one
I remember,
bedroom.
I
There's
remember
no
one time
way.
you got,
There's
you got
no
a
way.
package
Not
when
two
he showed-
girls.
Yeah, no, the girls don't want to be there when Ari's there. But yeah, I would love to do it when he's on the road. Go, hey, can we stop by your place and stay there for the weekend because it's legit New York living. Legit.
Oh, you guys should do that. I let people stay there all the time.
That'd be
December
awesome.
29th.
Theo stay there. Fultron stay there. Dean.
I love New York. I lived there 4 years.
Fitzsimmons
I
stay
loved
there.
it.
Yeah, stay there sometime.
Yeah, it's a great place. We've never taken
Oh,
the kids.
get rid of the fucking.
You want to do a house swap?
Get rid of the kids and then.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to take the kids for that. But yeah, get rid of the kids and go there for like a week.
It'd be awesome. Ditch those broads.
At the front door, is everything locked up? Okay. Open another bottle of wine, guys. You want to have a little glass? All right, love you.
Good night.
Bye, Leon.
See you later. Good to see you.
Guys, fill up on wine. We just opened another bottle.
Hell yes.
It's interesting to hear the way, my dad, one time I said something to him, and he just cut me off. He goes, "That's because you're a bachelor." And he goes, "Oh, bachelors just have it made." And I was like, interesting. And then I looked at my bachelor friends. Gary Valentine was a really good friend of mine at the time. And I just watched him live his life, and I was like, this is the fucking way to do it, man.
On Dane Chanel said they went to Drew Carey's house. It was always like $100. I have no children, no wives. Here,
No,
$100
yeah.
every time. Where it's like, who cares?
And then you look at, I don't know what your expenses are, but I'd imagine they're comparable to mine in the sense that you go, I need orthodontics.
One of my sisters says $200,000 a year
for a kid
is a nut.
For a kid,
No, what they their family.
Oh, yeah?
has become like $200,000 a year. They have to earn that just to survive.
Um,
On the current lifestyle. On that,
I will
like,
not
sale,
share
to a
my
smaller
nut, but I
town.
would be interested to know other people's nuts. Only because I said to Corolla when I did a podcast
Jenny
with Corolla.
Corolla?
Derek.
Oh.
And
Derek Corolla.
Aaron Corolla. I did a podcast with Adam, and I said to him, I said to my wife before the podcast, I go, I don't want to do this because I don't want to just do like a fluff. I wish I could just sit and ask him the shit I really want to ask him. She goes, that's the point of a podcast. You think he's going to respect you if you don't ask him the shit? And so I was
did
like,
yours?
He did mine.
Oh, cool.
And I said to him, I go, hey man, when you lost your job, this is it's always been one of my biggest fears. When you lost your job, were you concerned about making that nut? Because there's a certain nut you got to make. And he went, and he lit up, and he was like, "Oh yeah." He goes, "I remember going back to my wife and saying, how much do you think we need to make a month to get by?" And he goes, her number was so far off what it really was, and he had just lost a job that was paying $1 million plus a year.
What, Man Show?
No, fucking, he had his radio show, and it was so crazy. And then it's even the fucking
Before the podcast.
Yeah, before the podcast. But then what's even crazy, Segura also changed my mind about nuts because he kind of was like, he was telling me the way he's got this long tail philosophy of just have a bunch of shit going on at once, and you don't need to make money from just TV or just the road or.
Yeah.
I've always been like a fucking ride or die bitch where I'm like,
No, just get
I'm on
free.
the road.
Just get
You
free
know?
of all of it. So you could just, be on the road if you have to. But because you don't have to worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
You can just keep going and making your own money.
But it's nice to go. The thing that's nice about the road is that you go, other than TV. And
Road's good.
the TV is nice when you go, I'm picked up for a couple seasons or I have
That's
a
on
deal
them.
for 3 years. But the nice thing about the road is at the beginning of the year, you start building up your bank account. And you go, okay, I can, oh, wow, this will be nice. Oh, this will be good. Oh, okay, I can afford everything now. I'm not freaked out.
Because you have gigs coming.
I can have cookouts now.
Yeah.
yeah, or I always look at those bonus gigs that fall into your lap. As extra little things there goes that's a family vacation next year.
Dude,
That's
the
great.
the random casino or something.
Yep.
You're like, oh.
No idea that
Or
was
they
even a
add on a
possibility.
date to a fucking weekend.
Or something great. Or one night somewhere. And then you could be like, oh, okay, now that I can get some nice thing and also be okay for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wish I could take my kids on the road with
vacation.
me. I just never been able to do it. Just
Mine
doesn't
aren't
work.
old enough yet, but we go together.
I wish I could show you
What?
this extended cord, like a 1930s movie.
Why is
of Ari just going to the bathroom and the
Why does
cord's
he? You can't just put the mic down.
It's
First of all, it doesn't matter because you
What?
just. It's. I guess the audio of him urinating is probably.
Yeah.
It's isolated. We can't hear him. I'm not sure can
he's
hear
outside
us.
the man cave. No,
I mean, we can now, but we can't hear a stream or anything. But the real intimate, low tenors of your voice while you urinate, I'm sure the audience will find real interesting.
That's the thing I think is fucking fascinating about this business now.
Dude,
is that
can I just say something right now, Bert?
Yeah, please.
We are killing my first podcast.
if you want this audio for your first podcast, you can have it. I will do a swap cast when you decide. Well, you have to release your podcast in at least 2 weeks.
Let me tell you, by the way, this is not something that's dawning on me that I have not had a podcast. I've had a million ideas for podcasts, but there's so many things that I have such a problem with, and like I was going to say before, we are all successful in our own right, but
But do you want to be the guy?
We have to look at people in the eye, and you have to ask them to be on the podcast. And honestly, it's a fucking inconvenience. I
hard.
just
It's
don't
hard.
have that. I don't have it in me to do it.
It's an inconvenience. But
Okay,
but there's certain
people you're inconveniencing. Like, there's two different types of people.
Yes.
The super busy and the not super busy at all. Mm-hmm. So if you have Matt Edgar on your podcast, you're like, hey, can you come over?
Yep.
We can do it over here. And watch the kids. If you have Bill Burr on the podcast,
Yep.
you also have the option of saying, hey, I'll come over to your place.
Yeah.
Work it out real quick. No inconvenience. So it's really not that bad.
here's
Yes.
the other part. Here's the other part that's
how
great about this.
like easy and mobile it is.
There's also like and I say this. I
I'm
say
saying
this,
like doing. Will you do my podcast?
Yeah, it's a hard thing. That's why
That's the
it's
thing.
stopped, I heard.
Well,
oh really?
Yeah, they were like, we just got sick of fucking asking people.
yeah,
Well, that was thanks because that was a pretty good podcast.
I
Should've
know.
just asked less famous black people. You don't need to have Russell Simmons on twice a month. The thing though is, you get people like, and I say this respectfully, but like Danish and O'Neill, who I'm gonna guess enjoy doing my podcast.
Yes.
And it's not. I'm not leaning on them. I'm not like going, hey man, can you cancel all your shit? Can you just come do my podcast? And then they come over, and because
You get them an Uber
fucking
home?
fans hear them. Yeah, I paid for. I don't know if
Yeah.
I paid for it technically, but I said send me your bill. I gave it to my wife. Hopefully they got. I got to check into that. But
Why
they,
don't you just call an Uber
no,
from
because
your
they
phone?
left. We were all drunk, and they just left. And then I was like, oh, I should have paid for that.
Wait, so just do it you and Santino alone. And then if you get guests, then get guests. But if not, start it off where it's like you don't need that.
It would be better if it was just two people.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
start with
I
You know
know,
what's
I-
you know
That's what
podcasts,
Dennis O'Neill
but then-
do. That's
then
what a lot
I
of people
go-
do.
then that-
Tuesdays with Stories is pretty much just them. A lot of people are just the people that are on.
It's the best way to do it. One of my favorite podcasts right now
Burrs
is
is the hardest because he does it by
Yeah,
himself. But you
I
do
know.
it with somebody else to shoot off.
one of the best podcasts out there right now is My Favorite Murder. And it's two friends, Georgia and Isla. Georgia and another girl. I know one girl named Georgia. I would name Georgia. And they talk for like fucking 20 minutes, and then they each recount a murder they are interested in that they researched over the week. And it's really fucking fun. And you're like, and you end up getting, and they're just telling themselves a story. Like, by the way, having someone tell you the last book they read in detail,
yeah, that's a
giving
good
a book
idea.
report is a great fucking
should do
idea.
two podcasts.
Because you also don't need famous people. you
should
don't.
do two podcasts. You could get anybody for that, but that would have to be okay. So he's saying you'd have to actually ask people for that.
yeah.
No, you could just
But
say
dude, you could do nobodies for that.
you could. Yeah, you don't need
You
a
could get
famous
guys that would
person.
be like, I would love to do that. Where it's like, you know how Tim and Eric sometimes get some random homeless people to dance for a while. They're
Yeah.
like, we'll pay you and we'll put you on TV.
Who?
And they're like, yeah, sweet.
Tim and Eric,
They're super
Yeah.
happy to get. They're like super happy to get it. Ding dong show people, super happy to get the opportunity. Where it's like you could have any door guy,
Dude,
like,
my
hey,
wife
wanna
would
tell me
love
your
to tell you about the
Same
last book
thing-
she read.
Yeah, his wife.
She
your
tells me
wife's
about
friends.
it all the time. All she talks about her fucking
Oh,
last
you
book.
can get anybody to do that because then this is you reacting to it.
Yeah.
You don't need even a comic for that. And if you get a comic, all the better.
All you have to do is get high and listen.
That's a good one.
It's a really good fucking podcast.
Yeah, just and then wait. So why did the Muggles hate him?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get high and listen.
And just- and just-
You
and just-
recant your favorite book.
You can have it'd be very fan interactive. Hey guys, I'm in Rochester this weekend. Anyone read this book? I'm kind of interested in it. I'd love to hear about it. And they come to your room and tell you
I'd
about
love
it.
to tell somebody about an actual book I read.
And
Not
you could do
interviewing
live
me,
shows. You
but
could do
just,
live
like,
shows.
Actually, like,
you know how fun your live shows
Yeah.
would be. Especially if you could go to a place
Get three
and get
people
like a
on.
radio
Yeah.
guy
Radio
or
DJ?
someone. Yeah, just someone local that's a little famous and go tell me
Because
about
I
your
have
last
literally
book.
read nothing, like none
Yeah.
of the big. The last book that you're
Oh,
supposed to
dude,
read.
how great
was
is this?
Bridge
This
to
is a great
Terabithia.
podcast, by the way. It really is
Anywhere.
because it's you going, I've always wanted to read Grapes of Wrath. Will someone tell me about it? And then we all
gotta
get
be
to
somebody
it's
who knows
getting the
about
cliff
it.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you get a professor. They'd be like, really break it down for me,
Dude,
man.
this is a great fucking idea.
Oh my god!
Because I would listen to that podcast going, I want to hear about Grapes of Wrath. I would
Yeah.
love to be able to reference, like, a smart reference. But the thing is, you'd need to be engaged. You could totally do this and go,
Get high, but like I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna
I'm
listen
going to get
to you.
high
I'm
and
gonna-
listen
I'm
to you
gonna
tell me about your book. A book.
Why did the
That's
guy
a
do that?
great fucking idea.
Just spoil everything.
I don't need. Yes.
Okay, hold on,
I feel like people would
You
be.
can get fucking athletes.
Hold on.
To do it. But like, dude, anything. Timmy the
Dude,
Turtle in the fucking
It's almost
soccer
like
game.
drunk history meets
And
books.
it doesn't have to be
Hold
an
on.
hour, right?
No, it can
No,
be whatever it
it
takes.
can be 45 minutes. It can be 30
Yeah.
minutes.
30 minutes.
But here's the other thing. Hold on. You don't need to get right into the story. You don't need to
Yeah,
go,
you can
all right,
chill out
start.
about it.
You
Yes.
just chill. Talk to him for a
Yeah.
second. All right, so tell me about the book. But here's the thing, because we have
Why
not
did you-
released
why
this
did you
yet.
read this?
Are you a reader? Is this something you're
Yeah,
passionate
want to-
about?
Tell me
What
your
kind
other
of books
favorite
do you-
books.
Yeah, what are other
and
things?
then dissect them. It's like basically doing crowd work, but very like.
You
Look,
can
look,
also
look,
stop.
look,
You can
look.
also stop because it'd be like what was that? Fuck, a separate piece. No, Edmund.
War and Peace?
Okay.
No, whatever. But anyway, you start talking about something. He goes, and then the problem was he got into the accident with the maid, and so they're both disabled now. They have to tell the wife, and they have to live this love they had. They can never do anything about it because now they're both disabled because of this sledding accident. And then you go, oh yeah, it's gotta be great. I don't know what I would do if I get disabled. And you go down a tangent. You come back and you're like, okay. So wait. So yeah.
We need a referee to stay
Here's
on.
the thing we need to do right
No,
now.
that's all. You just go back
because
to
I
it.
can't release this
Yeah.
until you have a name for your podcast and you've registered it. Because right now everyone's coming up with a better name than us. So we need a name for your podcast.
Just start. You can change it. Can't you change it?
No, but you need to get the libs in
I never
and
read
the
it.
website.
Yeah.
right.
So, but can't you change the name?
It should just.
I
be
never
a-
read it. That's
I
what
never
you
read it with Steve
said. There
Rannazzisi.
you go.
I never read it.
I never read it.
I don't read.
It's like
You
what
read
about,
it. You
I
read
never
it.
read it.
I never. What about Cliff Notes?
You
There's
read
like,
it.
It's like
Yeah. Okay. We can keep talking about it. I never read it. It's a pretty good
I
one
never
to start
read it.
with.
I never read it.
I never read it.
There's a part of me that wants to say with a podcast name, you need something stampable where when you see it, you
Yeah.
go, "Guys, we fucked,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Oh, I'm
I
interested."
never read it. It's that.
No, but
I
that
never
might be
read it
too
lowercase
obscure.
I, because it's computers.
No, but it may be too obscure. Like it should be. Like ultimately,
Asian Chinese.
my favorite
hipster.
murder. You go, "Oh, it's about murder." I'm interested. Like
Right.
So
right.
like the days of the Skeptic tank.
All right, so books
are gone.
Books, but saying something like books I didn't read, but slow.
Yeah, like
sure.
something like
I don't read. Man,
people
thanks.
Things.
Things.
Telling Steve their favorite book type. It's real simple. It's not the name for a podcast these days aren't catchy.
Tell
like
it
when
to
I was
me.
like Bertcast.
Yeah.
No.
Like
Yeah.
that'll never sell anymore because
Sum it
everyone's
up.
like
What?
Sum it up.
Sum it up. The sun also rises.
Steve doesn't read.
They don't read
Me no
People
read.
telling Steve
things of books.
something
things.
like that. But it's such a great.
What was the first one you said?
I never read it.
I never
Never read it.
I didn't read it. What did you say it was? I never read it.
Me no read.
Kinda audiobooks.
Audio cliff notes. I get what you're saying.
Like it's got to be something so
Yeah.
people know what they're listening to. Because like even like
Tell me the
Serial,
story.
Story time.
Story time. Tell me the book. Read. Give me the gist of it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do.
What?
We'll put this on a trust pack.
On a what?
Because right now you just when you I forget. It's been so long since I started a podcast. Meaning like I called it Bertcast. That's such a stupid fucking name. I should have called it Bert Kreischer's podcast, so that people would go, "Oh, it's Bert Kreischer," instead of Bertcast. What the fuck
Bertcast is
is
pretty
that?
close to that.
Yeah, I remember Rogan tearing apart Skeptic Tank with you.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I was
What did
like,
he say?
I love the name. I was like, Skeptic Tank's such a cool name. But he's like, what the fuck is it? Are you taking apart like? And he was ahead of the curve with like when you name a
Joe Rogan
podcast,
Experience.
just tell him what it is.
Yeah.
Like don't try to name it like a band or an
Yeah.
An album or something
album.
clever.
I named it after what I was doing with the theme I was doing.
What's his theme?
Just like asking people like real questions about what
yeah,
the story
poking
is.
around. That's what
But
I
a
figured.
skeptic is
Skepticism.
like
Yeah.
okay.
Skeptic
Well, I think
asks questions. Skeptic
yeah.
doesn't deny.
Like you said, if you take the theme
So
and
when you
then
spend
why is that?
3 hours just telling me I'm fat, what were you skeptical of? What?
Well, I think the show's evolved over the years.
I fit in a theme as much as I normally do, but a
I
lot
heard
of
the
it was
beginning
like,
of that. I heard
fuck
the
it,
beginning
let's
of
just-
that.
What did I say?
And you were like, I wanted to talk to him about
oh
family.
yeah. So that's
And I
that.
was like, that's interesting because we immediately just fucking derailed But you need a great name for it. Like, I wish I knew someone that was really good at
Chicken
names.
Parmezzisi.
Like, see, like you could have a great podcast, but it's called Chicken Parmezzisi, which is a funny name.
Yeah.
But no one would ever watch it.
No,
Yeah, because they don't know what it's. Yeah.
Chicken Parmezzisi reads novels such as
Books I never
such
read.
as Albert Camus' The Stranger, and also what
book is this?
Those are all in there. Charlotte's Web, and also someone else will talk about that. What
Every
book
week
is
I'd be
the
like,
wizard?
I've always not wanted to read a science fiction book. So next week my guest is going to be
some guy who read that some Bray Bradbury.
Oh, for so many years I've not read a science
Books
fiction.
I never read. Was that what we called it? The first one, books I never read.
Look how far I've come, never reading a book about the Civil War.
Never read it. Yeah, exactly.
But
Before I started, just like to say, I was on a TV show for 7 years.
Yeah.
Though I never read a book about the Civil War, I was also on a TV show for 7 years,
Yeah.
so it's okay. Anyway, my guest today has read a book
Professor
on
so-and-so.
Civil War.
What you got for me, Teach?
So tell me about this book. That's a good idea.
It's a great fucking podcast, man.
Steve, you should start that immediately.
Simple.
Hey. For I'm not even fucking around.
Yeah.
What we should
I can
do.
tell you about. I can tell you right now about either. I'd have to remember a little bit. The Road, Robert McCormick, not something McCormick,
Cormac McCarthy.
McCormick, or The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand.
Oh, hold on,
one
hold
of
on,
those
hold on.
two. That's the only ones I could tell you about.
Okay.
But that would be a fun one for me to
Okay.
do.
Let's.
Go
I'll
about
tell you what. I'll
Bert.
tell you what. I mean, if you want, we can do Steve's podcast right now.
Yeah.
We'll promote Steve's podcast on my podcast.
Okay.
This is what you'll be hearing. I'm going to step out. I'm going to only pretend you have because I really would like to hear about Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead.
Yeah.
Only because I've never read it. Maybe actually do the road.
That one's going to be a long
Then
one.
do the road,
I can do the road quicker.
We'll do a version of your podcast on this podcast. I'll give you the audio of this.
What I like
and you can
about this
post
already
it.
is I have zero passion for the subject of the podcast.
And you haven't even asked you if you'd like to.
No, I know, but here's the best part:
Yeah.
is that so many people have such a passion for the subject. I think me being so unpassionate about it is an interesting angle into
Yeah.
it. Of being like, not that I'm like, well, fuck you, impress me.
let's start with
but
the
it's
road
like,
right
hey,
now.
I just
Let's
don't
start
know.
with the road.
Okay.
I don't know why this is so like.
Yeah.
This book is so like. Why was I supposed to read this?
Okay, here's why
how
you
did I
should read
fuck
The Road.
this up?
Okay, here's why you should read The Road.
What's it called?
Hold on,
The
hold on
road.
one second. Hold
The
on, one
road.
second. Let's do
Yeah.
an intro for his podcast.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi.
so ladies and gentlemen,
I never
the
read it.
Bertcast is technically ended. Right now, we are starting Steve
knew this would be my
Rannazzisi's
first
podcast.
podcast, yes.
This is his first podcast. Now,
Welcome to I Never Read It with
hold on,
Steve
we're doing a
Rannazzisi.
swapcast on this. So you're hearing about Steve's podcast here. That means we want you to go to his podcast, rate, review, subscribe to it, share it with your friends, tell everyone about it. And Steve's got a lot of great guests coming up. And I will not interject in this podcast. This is, by the way, he doesn't normally have guests on.
No, he always has that.
but not like a third
Yeah, no.
mic guest.
Oh, right.
It's usually
guest.
it's usually one on one.
I can see that though. If somebody wanted to be like, well, I also always wanted to hear about that book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also wanted to hear about Grapes of Wrath. Can I come?
Guess
Read about it?
celebrity idiots.
Yeah.
who
And
also don't
these
know
won't
about-
be hour longs. They may be 15 minutes. They may be 3 hour, depending on the
however long-
book.
It's really the onus is on the
Story
guest.
time with Steve Rannazzisi? No. What did they do at the library when they read to the little kids?
They
Is that
read-
story time?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's library time.
It's
No,
like,
what's it called?
like a docent or
you guys know
something.
you have kids.
Yeah,
we don't
bring
go
them
to fucking
the
libraries
library.
because it's not I can't speak. Not
Really?
1985.
Wait,
Yeah.
you don't bring them to libraries?
No, because I don't want them to get molested by the pedophiles
go
and the
run off.
homeless
We'll
people that
see you
hang out
later.
at libraries.
No, it's not still.
The
like
public
No, we
library
don't-
is
we
now a
don't.
urinal. It's a gigantic
It's
urinal.
a fucking homeless
It's where
haven.
people that can't imagine where people that can't get the internet in their own home go to masturbate. That's what the
Oh.
Pretty sketchy.
yeah they try to keep the kids area decent.
Hey, before
No,
we
they
start,
still have a time. What do they do? No, really? You don't take them to the fucking.
No,
let
not
the
in the city.
librarian read
I
to
do.
them?
We take our kids. They have the 4-year-old has a walk once a month to the library. They do story time, but it's like
That was- that was called?
they
whatever,
do the Dewey
story
Decimal
time.
System
No,
because
what's
that's
it really
still
called?
relevant.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I've
what it
done
should
it.
be. That's what it should be called.
It's sit down and listen to the lady read a book.
But when your kid asks you, "Hey, Dad, can I go to?"
Let's read books. Let's go, guys. Get into bed. Let's read a book. We're reading books.
Well, disappointing answer.
That's a good name, Steve Hearing Books.
Yeah. Hear me this book.
Hear me this book.
Okay,
I like that.
hear me this book.
I like that one a lot.
Hear me this
I
book.
like that. That's a good name.
That one, maybe we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That beats out. I never read it.
Yeah.
Although
Hear
that
Me
one's
This
good
Book.
too. Now that I hear it again.
Hear Me This Book's a good fucking name.
Why are we not writing some of these down?
Well, we're
We
recording
are
it.
audio.
We're definitely recording it.
We're hearing it.
No, but you're gonna have to know what to put it up as. Oh, you're gonna.
Dude, put it up at. I don't even know where we're putting it up. I don't know how to do any of this shit. Do you understand?
Oh, you still carry a joke book around.
Hear me this book. Why are you disappointed when actually it's coming in handy?
Because I just speak it into my phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, Siri, remind me to tell Steve Rannazzisi his podcast should be called Hear Me This Book.
Okay, and then add to that, let's also say what else should be called 20 minutes from now, and then also let's go. Hey, what do we got on the list so far?
Where's Siri
Or you
going?
can just put the
Where's she
thing out.
going that you can
do all that? Do all that in Siri. Do all that in Siri. What I just said. Do all that.
What does
in
it
Siri.
say? What does it say?
Hey Siri, remind me to tell Steve Rannazzisi his pot. It's gone. It's gone, and now it's saying something else.
Okay.
Dude, I fucking hate.
Hear me this
By the
book.
way, have you updated your? Do you have the computer where it updates now? Your computer is connected to Siri,
Yeah.
so that if I'm, she's picking up on conversations.
Can I tell you the greatest thing
What?
ever? Watch this. Hey Siri, remind me to set my DVR to Showtime so I can watch Bert Kreischer's special,
Next time it airs.
The Machine. Right now, everyone's fucking phone just went to Siri.
No way.
Yeah. It's dude, I did it the other day on Rogan's podcast, and everyone's been emailing me going,
Did your Siri
look,
go
look,
off?
mine just went like this. Look what mine just said.
No, yours over here.
Is it going
And
off?
so
No, it's not at all. Hey, theory disproven.
No. They're when you're listening to
Can
it
I
on
have
your
my phone back, please?
or when you're listening to it on your
Again,
phone.
We're fucking iPhone
When you're listening to a
6s. We got
podcast on your
goddamn
phone and Siri
security.
says it,
There's no fucking
everyone just goes
cuck
straight
bomb
to. That's what it happens.
Well, then why didn't his go off?
Because I'm not right next to his phone. But when you're listening to a goddamn podcast on your phone and it says, "Hey Siri," your phone goes.
No
Yeah,
way.
I
Do it
promise
again.
you.
Steve, put it right up to his face. No. Steve, put it right up to his face. Go ahead, do it.
Hey Siri.
Wait. But don't hit any buttons. Okay, go ahead. It's not that great, is it? It's not that great. It already wasn't reacting.
I can't
I'm
stand
updated.
him sometimes.
Wow.
What?
No, do it again, Bert.
I'm updated.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm,
Hey Siri. I gotta do it with your accent. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
what's my accent?
Wait, do you say "Hey Siri"?
Hey Siri.
No. Oh,
It's
yeah.
not doing it for you.
Siri. Siri.
Oh,
Clear.
the robot war is just
Where are
started.
you?
The robot war.
I know. We're fucking up everyone's phone. I did it on Rogan's podcast, and all guys are tweets going, "Dude, my phone just reminded me to set a
Why is
special."
it doing that? Let me do it to yours.
Hold on. Now,
Okay,
just
here,
do it
here,
now.
here,
Do it
hold on,
now.
hold on.
Start it over, though.
Mine's
Okay,
open
go.
now. Do you have to have it open?
Yeah. No.
Just do it.
Hey, Siri, look up what Bert Kreischer does when he's the machine. Nothing.
No, maybe.
Right, let me do it
she's
slower.
Like,
Let me do
"Don't
it
talk
slower.
to me like an
okay,
abusive
sure.
husband."
Let me do it slower then. Hey Siri, can you please look up a song by the Vandals? It went off. It literally turned away from me. It literally turned away from me. It was
Why is
on. The background was on, then it went
Okay.
off. It literally
Okay.
turned its back on me.
Okay.
Figuratively.
So wait, let's get back to Steve's podcast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hear about the road.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me
Hold
just
on one
start you
second.
off
Hold
right
on.
now.
Can
All
we
right.
do? I just want to.
Welcome
I want to
back.
make sure. Let's do it so I can give you this audio. We're at 2 hours. Oh fuck it. That other part was of your podcast. I'll just find it and I'll just cut it from that intro.
Here we go. Either that or start now. It's what did we call it? Hold on. Oh, go ahead. Get
Hear
Siri
me-
to tell you
hear
what it
me
was.
this-
Get Siri to tell you what it was. Or I can wait.
Welcome.
On the page.
Welcome to the
Wait, I can tell you the options.
first episode.
See what the options are. It's so special. That's it. Go ahead. Oh, Siri.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the
I've already
first-
got it. Hear me this book.
First episode of Hear Me This Book with Steve Rannazzisi.
Great. Stop. Let's do it again.
Okay.
I never read it.
No, we're not gonna fucking do 9 edits.
He doesn't know what he's going to do. He doesn't know yet.
Commit
Ladies
to the
and
show.
gentlemen,
And I have one more.
Commit to the show.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of I've Never Read It with Steve Rannazzisi.
All right, you got to pick between those two.
Speaking of two, how about three?
Okay.
Story time with Steve Rannazzisi.
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Story Time with Steve Rannazzisi. I can't believe
Okay, great.
it's
Now,
not butter.
Hold on, no,
Awesome.
I'm calling my friend.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna and he's gonna
Is there
be
like
the
a
one.
bank? Is there-
I'm gonna call. Oh, I should call. I'm gonna call my buddy. He's a writer and he's good with titles.
Who?
John
George?
Moore.
Black
He
John?
writes for
Big John?
the roasts.
Big John?
He's good with title. Yeah. And he'll know exactly what we should call this. And he's not answering. I think he's at the Sturgill Simpson concert. Oh. Yeah, he's here.
Where are they playing?
At the Wiltern?
Where's he playing?
Okay. All right. So
Okay, so
the name-
options are that I see. Hear me this book. I never read it. Storytime with Steve Rannazzisi. I'm not getting a lot of love from you from Storytime with Steve Rannazzisi.
No,
Okay.
because I feel
Is
like
it Hear
people
Me This Book?
will want to
Hear Me This
Hear a
book.
story instead of an actual book.
or also
Yeah. It's like fucking. Oh, so every show is going to be a fucking story.
Yeah, or
No.
you know,
Hear Me This Book is the title. That's the best title. Trust me.
I never read it.
No, well, no,
I never
'cause
read that.
never read it.
I never read the book.
Never
you're about to
read
tell
it.
me. No,
No, it sounds like read it.
no. Hear Me This
Hear
Book.
me this book, which it's sort of like
Hear me this book. Yeah, it's not bad, man.
Hear Me
It's
This
pretty
book.
good.
read me this book is
Yeah.
Read
Hear
me
me
this
this-
book? No, because
No,
not reading
here-
me.
yeah, because I'm hearing.
It's like
Speak
just
me
tell,
this
just
book?
tell me what it was about.
Speak Me This Book.
They don't read it to you out loud.
No, they're just talking.
yeah,
They just give you the recap. Recap.
speak me this book.
Summing up novels.
Sum it up.
Summit
Sum it
up
up.
novels.
Sum it up. Sum it up. Book.
Summon-
Sum it up. Book. Sum it up.
Call Segura.
Sum it up. Sum it.
Keep singing it. Sing it louder.
Sum it
All right, so the theme would be
Sum it all up. Sum it up. Sum
Just
it.
pot commit it. Just pot
sum
commit
it
it.
up.
Where's Pot Committed? It's going to go big.
Pot commit. No.
It's going to go big. Your
Hear me
your
this
picture.
book.
Your picture is going to be you listening with a microphone and someone
Or a book talking. A book, like a picture of a drawing of a book with lips on it, talking.
the book is talking into one of
you're-
those big things that I have coming out of my
Yeah.
ear.
And you're sitting down, cross-legged style. Kevin Christie's drawing this, by the
Chris
way.
Cross-eyed
I'm just
sauce.
making it clear for him. You're sitting cross-legged style on the floor, and a book is above you with the lips, and like wind blows are coming out of his mouth at you.
Okay,
Yeah. I like that.
you
Hear
have
me
a
this
passion
book.
for a book. Doesn't matter.
Do you have
read
and
it.
then you at the end you could do
Doesn't
Mario
matter,
Kart
I haven't
style.
read it.
Do you have a passion for a book?
You have a passion for a book. It doesn't
Please,
matter.
yeah.
I haven't read it. Come on my podcast.
Doesn't matter. I haven't read it.
Come on my podcast and tell me about the book while I get probably high before you get there, and I hopefully will be interested in it.
Obama would do it.
Dude,
President Barack Obama would do it.
let's get into the show.
Okay, well, you want to talk about my first guest is Ari Shaffir, and I'm going to be
I'm a
co-hosted.
Okay, thank you.
A very, very special co-host, Bert Kreischer.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thank
much for having
goodness
me.
he's
I
gonna
appreciate it.
co-pilot
Both
me into
off.
this.
Have you ever
Okay.
read it?
What is the name of
No,
the book
but,
again?
no, but I
The
think
Road.
I saw the
Cormac
trailer
McCarthy.
for the movie.
There was a movie. I didn't read it, and here's why.
But you didn't watch it.
Revolutionary Road. Is that,
No,
is that the
the
name?
real thing is called The Road
Just
also.
The Road. Okay.
I think it's also called The
Got it.
Road.
That movie sent me into depression for
Me
3
too.
years.
Michael
Revolutionary
Shannon was.
Road?
I was.
Yeah.
I'm like.
not-
I'm
wait,
not as
why?
good an actor as
Because
Michael
the guy-
Shannon.
No, they fucking had this plan to be. Michael Shannon's great.
Unbelievable.
But I'm saying that the couple had this plan to move to France and do something with their life, and fucking life just dragged them down.
Terrible.
And it just never. You
I
can
know-
never
I
get
don't think I
anything
saw
you
this
want.
movie, and I'm
You
getting
can never
depressed.
get anything you want.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah, Kate Winslet.
This isn't the one where it was like the ice summer, this ice winter?
No,
The
no,
ice
no, no,
winter,
no.
the
You're
snow
thinking of
winter.
These are 60s or
No,
something.
it was a. It's a smaller.
so depressing.
I
Oh
want
my
to say
God.
who directed it.
Oh my
We get into
God.
it.
The guy did Memento.
Yes.
Is that true?
No. Damn it. Wait, it might be. But anyway, Ari.
Oh, it was so depressing.
So this is not Revolutionary Road.
This is not Revolutionary Road, the movie
right.
that Ari and I both love, but we can't remember who directed it.
The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Okay.
It was a movie, I think, later with the guy who
Viggo
was
Mortensen.
Strider in Lord of the Rings.
Viggo Mortensen.
Yes.
Why would you remember the Lord of the Rings character's name? The
I don't
one
know.
thing I said to Peter
don't know.
Jackson when I had him on my podcast
Wait,
was,
what?
why didn't you name a couple guys Jason or Derek so I could figure out who the fuck people were?
It's true.
Everyone had a
lot
ponytail
of
and
very
some dirt on
different-
them, and I was like, I can't tell if he's a midget or not a
What'd he
midget
say?
or a giant. And he goes, "That's not how he wrote the book. Just change their names to
Because that's not how
Derek
they
or
did it. 'Cause
Jason."
that's not how they did it.
So keep going. By the way, no one listened to that podcast I did with Peter Jackson.
Oh, really?
Sam
It-
Mendes
I-
wrote and directed
Oh, that makes
Revolutionary
sense.
Road, by the
Sam
way.
Mendes. What else has he done?
Oh,
Well,
he had the casino down in Miami.
American Beauty, yeah.
American Beauty.
Revolutionary Road,
Depressing.
Skyfall,
And
that-
depressing movie.
Road to Perdition.
Wait. Road to Perdition
Road to
was when
Perdition?
Tom Hanks
Road to
had
Perdition.
to let his get killed in front of his own son.
You got it.
Yep, real dark.
Oh, with
Real
Jude
dark.
Law with all the glass in his face.
Jarhead. You see Jarhead?
Is that
Yes.
another one? Walks on the soundtrack?
No,
With,
maybe.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, none of those have to do with The Road.
But that's your podcast, and that's what I love about your podcast.
Yeah.
Directed
I'm a big fan.
Who directed The Road? Who directed The Road?
The Road?
Hey, wait. Hey, Siri. Who directed
No
the
one-
movie The Road?
Ari, we've already proven
Guess
the
what?
fact that
Nobody
Siri...
looked it up. Theory is proven.
Hey Siri, who directed The Road?
Your technology is
talking about the one with-
Felicio.
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
That one?
No, yeah.
John Hillcoat.
John Hill.
Federico Fellini.
Well, that's great. You guys are getting both very different answers.
Mine might be an older road. So,
Yeah.
so it's not any of those.
Anyway, all right.
Just tell us about the book.
Okay.
So hold on, can I
Here's
ask
what
you
happens.
before
Yeah.
hold on before the book
Yeah.
starts? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you please and please incorporate this in your podcast?
Okay.
Can you tell me the characters you envisioned when you read
No,
it?
first I'm going to tell you why I read it.
Okay.
But save that. Craig Coleman at David Taylor's Barbecue
Yep.
was like, I read one of the most depressing books I've ever read. And he was like, The Road. I was like, oh, it's that movie. He goes, yeah, but I'm telling you, I've seen the movie too. The book is like way darker. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was at an airport and I saw it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get it. It was I had gigs with Rogan through Canada. We had like 3 different stops before we came home. So we had a lot of time at the airport and on airplanes. And I started reading. I got halfway through it pretty fucking fast. So, cousin Craig Coleman.
Okay.
Okay.
What was your question?
My question was, and I just say this: when I read The Firm, I envisioned
John Grisham.
I
think I might
Brad
have read that
Pitt
one.
when I read it. There's a problem I had with the Memoirs of a Geisha is I didn't know any Asian actors. So every time I read a character, I was like, she'll be played by fucking Margaret Cho. And so like that's the problem I had with that book. So when you tell this story, I want to know who you thought it was.
Okay.
Like who you envisioned to
Okay.
be.
There's 2 characters. A father and a son.
What time period are we in?
Today.
Okay.
I thought it was the future.
Not really sure, but around today. There's no reason to think it's anything other than today.
Oh shit! Never
Who's
mind.
that?
It's the guy.
Which guy?
The
Did
guy
you answer the
about
question?
The name. No, don't worry about it.
Ask
No,
him.
I'm so into this book.
Father and a son.
Father and a son.
And they're kind of
Present day.
They're just kind of walking.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, you're thinking The Road. I'm not positive this is the way it starts, but it's pretty much this way.
Okay.
They walk. They're on a walk. And it's all fine. It's father and son. And then slowly, you start to understand that there's been some sort of apocalypse.
Shit.
Yeah. Like people just like the sky went sort of sour. And there was ash, just kind of global warming hit a critical mass kind of thing. There was ash in the air, and food was kind of hard to come by. And then it was kind of like Walking Dead, where eventually, people started turning on each other. No zombies, no anything like that. It just like the earth tilted on its axis.
Scariest point ever.
So then you have flashbacks. So you have a father and a son. You realize they're on the road together.
How do they do a flashback in a book? Are they like blah, 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 blah,
No, they.
They start a new chapter. Same thing with like True Detective, where you don't know what's going on, but then suddenly you realize,
This has got to be in the
before.
past.
Oh yeah.
See, now, can I say something? Why I never read this book?
Yeah,
Specifically?
yeah.
And most books? It's because I realized 2-3 pages into the flashback that now it's a flashback, and I'm confused. I have to go back and reread the whole fucking thing all over again.
So go back. So go back.
Yeah, but I haven't trained myself to do that.
No, you can just go back now. Especially when you get high, you realize I don't know anything in the last whole chapter. Let me go back. Or when you pick it up again after 3 months off,
Yep.
you're like, I got to back up to remember what's going on.
Okay.
So you do that. That's all you do.
All right.
Okay.
So the
I
father.
don't read either, Steve.
I get
It
it.
took me a year to read The Fountainhead.
It's taken me almost 20.
Well, you're not still reading it.
I'm still reading it. I grab it every time. I'm at 360 right now, and I start it up again. And I'm at the part where he's breaking up the rocks in the quarry, and she comes over,
You haven't
sees
even
him, and
gotten
she
close
fucks him.
to half of it.
I know shit, Ari. That's why it's taking me so long.
I've been
so
trying
keep
to
going
read
with
the
that's
book,
not
getting
why.
things done.
For that, and I'm
4
dyslexic
years.
and my vision's going.
Okay.
And I have ADD. Keep going with the fucking road.
Father
so
and
there's
son.
a sour
Father
son.
and road,
Son?
Suddenly realize food's hard to come by.
Yeah.
The father's looking out for the son, and it's sort of a dangerous world. The people that are still around they're not all working together. There's limited amounts of food. Picture just Earth tilting on its axis a little bit,
Yep.
sort of like not fire in the sky, but like everything turns to ash.
Brown.
Yeah, so like cattle start dying, electricity goes out.
Oh, this is the teetering point. This is the point of life that scares me the most.
Yeah, you
need
still-
survival skills.
Yeah, you can still get apples like on trees if
Mm-hmm.
you come by an apple tree, but like they're hard to come by. It's new though, so it's like you can still go into a house. Not like Walking Dead where it's like you go to a house that's already been raided. You go to a house, probably be okay. You stock up on stuff. You have stocks, and you come with you. But they're on this road. Anytime they see anybody way down in the distance, they get the fuck in the woods off this road because they don't want to see anybody. Because guaranteed, if you see somebody, the odds of him being helpful versus hurtful, real
good.
high towards hurtful.
Oh.
Yeah, and you got your son to worry about.
How old is his son?
Good question. 8.
8.
Oh, hold on. Is that real? Or are you making that up?
That's what I'm remembering. About that. From what I picture him, from what they describe him.
Out of all the 8-year-old actors that you know,
How old's Jack?
Jackson is 7, but he'll be 8 in January, so he's almost 8. He's 8, basically.
My 2 kids
8 or
are
9?
10 and 12.
I can't imagine
Older than my kids?
walking from my
Around
house to
here
the
on this
driveway.
My
So between
10.
8 and 10.
It's 10. Let's say 10.
Let's say 9.
10 makes sense. 8's really fucking young to be in a
Okay, let's say
apocalypse.
10. Let's say 10. Because it was definitely...
That's what I'm saying. 8 is like
the younger one.
unmanageable
Yeah.
in
Like
an
the smaller one
apocalypse.
that you had.
8 is
The purple,
you
the one,
got to
the purple
fucking
one.
eat it.
10.
Okay, 10.
So, you know what? I'll give you 10 because it could be 11 or 12 even, so I'll say 10 because that's a
Okay.
good average. 10. Let's say
Great.
10.
Okay.
10 or 11 even. That's how old the kid is. That's how old your kid is. 10 or 11 years old. And you got to take care of him. And anytime anybody comes by, you're like, I got to watch the fuck out. Also, you have 2 bullets left.
In a gun.
Hold
And a
on. When do you find this out in the story?
It's going. We're in the story already.
Okay.
You have 2 bullets and a gun. Let's get to this in a second. Flashback.
Oh, shit.
It was you. It was your wife, who I do picture as the woman who played it, the hot one from the movie where the John Grisham movie where or someone else
Sorvino.
where the guy was like in he went to a law firm in hell,
Abby McDeer.
yeah, the firm.
Abby McDeer.
and it was
the
her
firm.
first role. Who was that lady? She was so
hold
hot.
on.
Yes,
hold
the
on.
redhead.
So hot.
Oh, Cameron
Hey,
Diaz.
Hey,
No,
Siri.
No, but high level like that.
Yes. Hold on.
Who was in the firm?
Charlize Theron.
No,
Theron.
it's wrong.
Yes, it is.
No,
Charlize
it's
Theron.
wrong.
Correct.
It's wrong.
And it's not the
It's
firm.
wrong.
Your
It's
thing.
wrong.
You're fully typing it with
It's
your
wrong.
finger.
It's the one with
No,
Charlize
it's
Theron.
not.
You're
It's
right.
not.
Keanu
No, it's
Reeves.
not.
Yeah, Charlize
Oh,
Theron.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I know.
Keanu
We already know that. We already know that.
Fucking cunt.
I do
What was
picture
the name of
her
that
as
book?
Charlize Theron because I think she played her in the movie.
Okay.
I do not picture the father as Strider,
Okay.
even though he played him. I don't picture him as that. I
Got
picture
it.
him as something different. I don't know why because I already know there's been a movie out, and I've probably got the book with that on its cover, but I don't picture him like that. I picture him more like not a regular guy, kind of tough, but
By the
not
way, the
too
mom
tough.
was Charlize Theron in the movie.
What?
Yeah, that was Charlize Theron.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I'm
movie.
saying.
Super hot.
By
Yeah.
the way, also
That's
killed
why I
her
picture
entire
her.
family in South Africa.
Killed what?
Charlize Theron killed her entire family, or maybe just her dad, or maybe her mom did. I don't know. I don't really know the facts. Allegedly,
We will definitely need. I'm just saying, as a. Can I put a bookmark in
Yeah.
this podcast for a second?
Corrections on the podcast.
We're going to need a fact checker and a note taker.
No, what you're going to need is to assign a fan that responsibility and give them access to update the website with fact checks.
Oh,
okay.
this will
Someone
drive traffic to your
else
website. I
update
love
with,
this.
With what was the other thing you said?
Well, it's
Fact
not-
check and-
fact checking, and then I was going to say also keeping notes as like to
It would be
remind
cool.
me. Like,
it would be cool if you
Oh,
could bring
that
a guy
won't
on the
happen,
road
yeah.
with you that would just sit with you and do these with you, because this would be interesting. Hey guys, this book, which I thought was written in the 1960s, was written. Do you know when, Ari?
yeah.
Yeah, I do know 2000. Let's say around 2006.
Holy shit!
2006.
2006. 2006.
Yeah.
We're at Taylor Barbecue. It was a new book. Oh, by the way, I intentionally didn't mention this before. Pulitzer Prize.
Oh, By the
This
way, that's
was
the
the
next
best
fact
new
about this
book of the
fucking-
year.
Oh, I should have definitely not read this.
Yeah, I know. This is one of those books. This is one of those books. This is one of the books. This is the kind of book that you get into.
Yeah,
This
okay.
is dark shit.
I should have definitely
This
not
is
read
dark
this.
shit. Flashback.
Uh-huh.
He's with Cameron.
Cameron Diaz, Charlize Theron.
They've got a kid. Hey, what happened to the power?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure they'll be back. They love each other. I mean, they're way into each other. Everything's fine. Whatever, power's out. No
Yep.
big deal. Mwah. Oh, here's our baby boy. You know, whatever. Mwah. They love each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're great.
We got it.
Their relationship's strong.
Let's go back.
Back to the road.
Back to present. This is that boy. What happened to Charlize Theron?
Yeah, where's she? She's not there.
We don't know yet. We're going to find out.
Oh,
He's
boy.
not going to leave us hanging. This Arthur is fucking great.
What's the author's name, by the way?
Cormac McCarthy.
Carmen.
Or McCarthy.
Carmen.
Cormac McCarthy.
Corman
Corman
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Okay. And,
Back to present day.
Okay.
They find this bunker.
oh, boy.
And they're like, wait, what is this? This is somebody's fucking bomb shelter. They go in there. The dad's like, hey, you wait up here. You can relate to this, can't you?
Yeah, because you don't want both of them walking in.
Picture your kid.
Yes.
Trey's gone. Mm-hmm. Jonah's gone.
Yep.
You and Jack.
Yep. Scary.
You find this thing. You're starting to get hungry.
Oh, I got to go in and look, buddy. You stay right here. Don't
You
move.
got to go in to look. You got to go. You got to find some food. Yeah. What do you do with them?
You got to stay
What do you
right
do with,
here.
Georgia.
Oh, we both leave together.
What do you
I've already
mean?
learned this. I learned this.
What
I
do you
went
mean,
out.
you go down to the bunker together?
No. We both leave and walk away.
Wait, no. You're
No, you
going
need
hungry.
what's in there, dude. You
Nah,
got
we
dude.
both
It's
walk
end
away.
of
You're
the
going
world.
You're going hungry.
I go, George, cover yourself in leaves. I'm going down.
I
if
tell
I don't
Jack
come
that's
back,
completed.
there's
Yeah.
2 bullets.
Exactly. I tell.
What do you say to him?
Both in your head.
Why?
You don't want to be here without
No,
me.
you don't want.
Why? Why not?
Because you're
Well,
fucking.
what's going to be if I'm not coming out? What do
Yeah.
you think's coming out?
Well, what do you think's going to happen?
Terrible things.
As parents, thinking the worst of people.
Yeah.
Whatever people can become now, there is no law.
Oh, it's
there
a
are no
fucking-
judges. There are no prisons.
You turn
People
into some.
become whatever they become, good or bad.
Based on their own merit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Also, whatever kind of crazy I need your fucking food. Give me your fucking food. That's all into it. Anything
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
could become, they become. So
Yeah.
now you leave your kid into this world. Let's imagine what that world would become and what that world would be towards children. I don't know.
Can I ask a
With
question?
that in mind, with you not knowing, what would you leave your children into? Into this world? A young woman and a young boy.
I tell her to off herself. I would be like, get out of here.
Why?
You don't want to see the horrors that would happen to a young lady at 12 who is on her own. There's all that finds her is predators.
Yeah.
You don't want to live in that world.
Predators.
Yeah.
I would tell my son
Yeah.
to go as fast as he can and run as fast as he can, and to remember that it's him versus everything else out there.
So what happens when they catch a little kid like that, though?
They're going to make him into a manslave.
No way. You think that's what'll happen?
Yeah.
To just do work for them.
Yeah.
Sexual stuff?
It's got to be.
God, I can't think
You got to
about
think that with your
That's of
daughter,
course.
right?
I can't think that with my son, but God would only imagine. I can only
You got to
imagine.
hope it's someone like me who catches them. Some monster that my style of monster.
That's going to
Wait,
slowly. yeah.
how would your monstrosity
Yeah.
work?
What would be your
I'd work 'em.
style?
Pack a pole for
work
me.
'em. I'd work them or I'd sell them or I'd rent them out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rent them out for sexual
Exactly.
stuff.
Based on our previous
So is this-
conversations, I
just-
think that you would probably.
Not to get things back on your podcast, Steve, but is this part of the story?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ari. So now this young man.
Okay. So
Is now
yeah, you guys
8
put
years
yourself in
old.
that position.
Yes.
Ready?
He's outside of
Yes.
this.
Ready? He finds a bunker.
Bunker.
You find a bunker.
Yep.
And you open it up and there's a bunker down there. What do you do? Because this is what happens in this movie, The Road, by Cormac McCarthy. The dad finds a
I'm
bunker.
sorry. Is it a movie or a book that we're
It's a
talking
book.
about?
It's a book.
It's, the name of the
Dad finds
podcast
a
is
bunker
called
in this book.
Hear Me This Book.
The Road. The dad finds a bunker.
Yep.
And he sees it. And he has a flashlight. And he shines a flashlight down there. He sort of sees it's kind of promising.
Yeah.
What would you do? Because this is exactly what happens in the book, The Road.
I go in the book. I go in the bunker.
What do you do with Georgia?
I bring her in with me.
You say, let's go down here together.
Oh shit!
No, you got to stay
No,
up
I
top.
don't.
If I'm not back in a
Oh,
minute,
fuck this.
then
Do you do that too? Do you leave her alone?
yes,
Why?
because I don't want. I got to check it out first.
Why do you have to check it out?
Because I don't know what the fuck's going on down there.
But wouldn't you leave? Why would you want to go
Yeah,
down
part
there?
of me says I just go off and hope a turkey runs in front of us.
Okay, but here's the deal. Just happened. This is talking about like within the last couple months, it all went sour. You're getting hungry, and there is a bomb shelter down there.
Oh, I go into the bomb shelter.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking canned foods.
Yeah, maybe it's people that like you.
People's the last thing. Yeah, maybe, but that's
People.
that's such a risk. Because the idea of somebody helping you versus even a good person is like, hey, I'd love to help you, but I totaled it out. I got 2 months left of food, and I don't know how long this is going to happen.
Good people are good people until shit like that goes
Yeah.
down.
Exactly. And it's
Okay,
like,
so you
listen,
don't
I'm
wanna
not gonna
run into
kill
any
you,
people.
but I'm not going to help you. You would do that too, Bert.
Yeah.
You'd be like, listen, I got my family to take care of. We already have
Of
this
course,
food.
of
We
course.
cannot take you in. I'm so sorry.
So you don't want to run into people.
You really
just
don't.
hope,
The
you
odds
hope,
of them being good are like,
you hope
at
that
best
this
they're
is just
going
a
to be
weird.
even.
So what happens in the road?
Okay. He goes down there. He checks it out. There's nothing there.
Nothing's there.
No. There's nothing bad there. There's a lot of cans of food. Yeah. Pears in pear juice.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
Fruit
Man,
cocktail.
fruit cocktail.
Always a fucking
Shut
Pear is
up.
the basis of fruit cocktail.
and they're fucking lighting it up.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Georgia. Get down here. Oh, my God. It's great, son. Oh, it's great. Go to town, man. Because that's what he does in the road. He goes to town. They start eating and eating. They sleep there overnight. It's great. It rains upstairs. He goes up and looks. It's raining. Fucking close that thing. It's not raining in the fucking bomb shelter. It's good. It's finally a good thing. You've been on the road for I don't know how long. The book just started, maybe an eighth of it ago. And you finally find this fucking warm bed. So you go to the warm bed. So that's what he does. Then he wakes up in the morning. And he keeps exploring. They eat more. They eat more fucking pears in juice, right? And then he was like, "Let me open another room." He opens another door, and there's a bunch of children in there.
What?
Hold the fucking
Children?
Yeah.
What are those? Hold on. Now, may I ask a question?
Please, because I'm going to piss. Go ahead.
Bookmark right now. Where in the book are you reading wise? Are you a third into the book? Are you halfway into the
1/7
book?
now.
1/7 into the book, and you have just found a bunker filled with beautiful fruit cocktail and a vault filled with children.
Children. You already slept there overnight. You had a good time. You're feeling rested. Your stomachs are full.
Yep.
Vault full of children.
Vault filled with children.
Yeah. I got to pee too.
All right. Well, let's put a pin in it then. Let's all go do it.
Hold on. I might know how to pause this.
Good luck.
Bert, I'm going to try. If you want to.
I don't really care,
Yeah, I know.
but I could.
Okay. Okay.
So we are.
Hey, is it going to kill you guys if I light a cigar?
No, absolutely not. And what if I have half of one?
I have smaller cigars.
Let me have one of those.
Okay.
I'm ready for
Is it
one.
going to kill you, Steve? I know you're getting sick.
Not at all.
I don't know if I have my cutter in here. You might have to find it for you.
Are we back on?
Yeah, we're back on.
We're back
Okay.
on your podcast.
So we're 1/7 into the book. The what's the name of it again?
Did you know if you
The road.
if you pee into one of those, you know the things that have the bee on them, the little fly in the urinals.
Yeah.
It's the urinal.
Yeah, the
If
cakes.
you pee onto the actual bee or fly, least amount of splash.
Because it flattens out.
That's where you're supposed to pee.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
That's what I heard today.
It's a little tidbit for all the
The
listeners.
best ones, the best pee cups in the urinals, the fiber ones. You know, with the
Ice.
all the fiber. Oh, ice. Yeah, yeah.
A fucking splash, a handful of
Ice is
ice
great.
is the best urinal
Ice
cake.
is great.
I don't know why anyone shifted from that, besides the smell. We're back on Hear Me This Book with Steve
There's no real
Rannazzisi.
pause. They didn't go to commercials. So you don't have to worry about that. It was like a split second.
Got it. So we're 1/7 into the road with Ari
Okay.
Shaffir.
He finds a thing full of kids.
We got
Oh,
a
if
bunker.
you wanted during that pause, you could find that if you wanted.
Yeah.
And play like 10 seconds of song.
Yeah. We're back then. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that to show the passage of time.
I need the name of it, like an Andrew Thelms that does those kind of things.
It was 2 something 46. 246-ish. Something. I think I remember that on the
Write
thing
it down
when
in
I
your
pressed
little
pause.
fucking notebook. In your little, with your little pen.
246 was the. Yeah, you can hire somebody for. Honestly, I've heard this $25 per podcast to equalize all of it, do it all for you, and then go.
Really?
Yeah, $25 a podcast. Now I don't know if that's still the rate, but it can't be more than 50. You've been making more than that in no time. 246.
Well, it might take 4 years.
He's been on TV for 7 years on a real network, Bert.
Please, he just did my Google alert numbers.
So that those. Here, watch it. Give me your mouth. Give me your mouth.
Oh God. Oh, it's
There
ill.
you go. There you go.
Dude, I'd rather you watch you suck a dick than fucking try to light that cigar.
Let's take this off, right?
Oh God.
Give me a match, motherfucker.
A match?
Okay, finds a thing of kids. These kids are fucking. They're being fucking held. There's a locked door. They're being held.
Against their will. They're not
Against their
happy
will.
about being there, is what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
They're not psyched about being there. You got to pull?
I forgot to breathe in.
No, you
Fully
don't.
breathe in.
Don't.
Fully breathe in.
Fully breathe in.
I forgot not to breathe in. I forgot what I was doing. I was using some weed.
Yeah, you can't breathe in.
They're being held there.
My grandfather used to do that. That's how he died of cancer.
Flashback.
Yep. All right. So, boom, open the door. Huh, we don't know what we're doing here. Flashback.
Flashback.
Got it.
We just shot somebody. The wife, the husband. I'm not fully remembering this part. I might be a little off on this part.
This is why it's a good podcast.
I might be a little off on this part. But some bad shit's happened. They might have shot somebody. They might have been real scared. I think I think they might have shot somebody. Drive off somebody who's coming after their food. It's gotten way worse since the last flashback. Trey, Leanne, they're like, what the fuck is going on here? And you guys had to get rough with somebody. Somebody's coming after your shit. You're like, I'll just lock up in my house. I'll be fine. We're not going to invite anybody in. And
Yeah.
we're not going to go out.
And by Trey and Leanne, you just mean our wives
Your
specifically.
wives. Yeah. Just to,
in the
so you put in
context-
the place. Because it was his
On the-
wife.
on
Oh,
the
Leanne's hunting motherfuckers. That redneck is out hunting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Eating food.
My wife will probably be doing
need
the
a
same
light?
thing too. But in the context of the book,
You don't know how long it's going to be. Here. This just happened a week ago.
yeah. But do you
So
have
you're
the
like,
names of
I
the
don't know.
characters?
No. You can give them to me.
Okay.
Get it if you
Just
can
use
get them on
our
the
wives
computer.
and our kids' names. I
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me have the lighter more.
Here.
The light on.
Here. You squeeze it like that, okay?
Okay.
They shot someone.
And hold it.
There it is. Just at the tip.
Oh, way to go, Donald Trump. You're fat catting this like the alt-right.
Scrooge McDuck. What are you fucking? You're gonna roll around and
If he wants to clean up corruption, half of that corruption is Republican.
Yeah.
So they're not going to help him.
of course
No
not.
shit.
He's-
The one
he's-
thing he
he's gonna
really
fix
wanted
You've
to
been
have,
swimming in circles,
the
Ari.
one thing anyone defended him on is going to be the same thing as Obama, unable to do it because of a corrupt system. Even an outsider is unable to do the one. Okay, so anyway, flashback. Some bad shit's gone on.
They shot someone.
They shot someone. The wife says, "There's 3 bullets left. Let's just do this."
Done. They want to off themselves.
It's a good moment.
Flash forward.
Oof. Back to
2
the children.
bullets left.
They're back to the children now in the
Remember that
vault.
part?
I do.
Yeah. Shit's gone bad, you guys.
He pulls a big half-hearted, then pulls into.
It's so perfect. That's right. Shit goes bad. And then you hear him puff like an 8th grader like this. That's right, guys. Shit's gone bad.
That's right, guys.
You remember that, don't you?
You remember? There were
That's
only
right, guys.
2
Shit's
bullets
gone bad.
when I told you that in the beginning.
The top of your cigar is not lit.
Smoking a cigar.
I can't believe it's so funny. To see you go from sober to high is so fucking awesome. I don't think I've ever seen you laugh this hard.
He can't get the cigar. Dude, you weren't built for cigars. You were built for joints. No, it's over, man. No, you get. It's canoeing.
It's not that kind of cigar. Okay.
All right. My God, we're back with a vault full of children.
Maybe, I don't know, like a quarter. Not a vault full of children.
This is what I'm talking about, man.
Hand me this book. A vault full of children. Oh, right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yes.
Oh.
We've killed 3 bottles of wine, by the way.
No, quarter bottles of wine.
Oh, we still have some quarters, right? I've killed 6 beers.
This Lemberger, is that a type of wine or
It's
or,
a fan.
or a
A fan
brand?
sent it to to me.
It's good. It's like sweet.
Oh, good. It's from Schenectady, New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By
It's going to
Albany.
be called Montezuma Winery?
Yep, Montezuma Winery.
Oh, you're right. Seneca Falls.
Yeah.
Okay. So they found the vault of kids. The father instantly goes, "Get out! Let's get out! Go! Let's get out!" No, let's free the kids. No, nothing. Let's get the fuck out of here right now. This is a bad place. This father doesn't care about other people. He cares about protecting his son. That's it.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Not even like take a second to think what's going on. Let's get out right now. Because here's what he says. This means people are holding these kids here.
Yep.
And they're coming back.
Yeah, they're not
We've been
done.
here all night. We must have gotten them on a day where they
good
were just
call.
on a fucking day run, on a night run.
Finding more
They're
kids,
coming
probably.
back. Let's get the fuck out of here right now. Because
They're
what's happening to this
collecting
kids,
kids, and I got a kid.
Yeah.
and I got a kid. So let's get the fuck out of here right now. He runs up. I mean, he didn't even have time. He packed. Oh, I think he might have packed his bag the night before, full of pears, just in case.
Get that sweet
But
fruit
also, then
cocktail.
it's like, hey, but let's hang out. Let's eat more because they had tons of cans. It's like nobody found this fucking
Yeah.
thing. He was wrong. They did find it. They were using it. They were just all gone.
Is he going to say flash forward? Please tell me he's going to say flash forward. Sorry, don't do it like that. You're going to pass out.
Like a pool cue.
And you're going to pass out. And it's not supposed to be smoked within a minute and a half. It's a 7-inch cigar. And it's not supposed to be smoked.
Only the center of it has a cherry. The outside's
I don't have it. I don't have the outside yet.
Hang on. Give me here. Hang on. Where's the lighter?
Right?
Yeah, you got to burn. You got to crisp the edges, bro.
Take long puffs, okay?
Crisp the edges.
Hyperventilating.
Yeah, don't pull it so much.
Oh, not so easy, is it?
Slower, bigger
There you
pulls.
go. And slower, bigger pulls. You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Huff it like it's paint.
There you go. That's by the way, that's a great
Cohiba.
cigar. Tommy Johnigan's favorite cigar.
Cohiba?
No, it's it's a Cohiba.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Let's just it's my for anyone who doesn't know cigars, they'd be like, that must be a great cigar. But it's even better. That's cigar of the year. It's my father's cigar.
What do you mean your father's cigar?
That's the name of the brand, my father's cigar, and I'm smoking his son's
Garcia
cigar.
and Garcia. I've had Iviga. What is it?
I haven't had any. No, I don't know.
Okay. Listen. He runs out of there. They run out. As they're coming out of the bunker, guess who's coming back?
Oh, the fucking dude with the kids.
People.
Yeah.
The people.
Yeah.
The people or the person?
People?
The group.
The group.
Crew.
It's not one guy holding kids. It's a bunch of people, and they're
Oh,
coming
they're
back.
eating them.
It's possible. That definitely goes through his mind. For sure, that goes through his mind. They're eating them. They might be fucking them. He doesn't know. He doesn't care. These aren't his kids. He's at this point where he's like, I'm just detached from that. I'm just taking care of my kid. We're gonna see what happens. There's ash in the sky.
I'm like that at Halloween.
Really?
I go, fuck all these kids. I'm just going to make sure my kids don't get hit by a car.
You have to. I assume. I don't know. It seems like a horrible thing to get into. To have a dependent. Anyway, they're coming back. He's like, go, move. They run into the woods. They're like, hey, there's people up there. And now they're on the hunt. These people are hunting them. The dad and his son, they're hunting them. You can hear them in the distance. But they get away. They manage to get away. And as they get away, they come back around towards the road. This is off the road a little bit. They come back around towards the road, and there's one of them. That's one of the people going, I found one. But the dad got the drop on him. The dad holds the gun out on him. And he goes, hey, stop. Don't do anything. And the guy's got a gun on himself. And he's like, he goes, don't do it. Just get out of here. Just leave. Just leave. And the guy slowly draws his gun. And he goes, neither one of you get it out of here. I'm taking both of you. I'm taking you back to camp. And the dad's like, you're not taking me back to camp. Put your gun down.
Back to the bunker. They want to take
By the way, the thing that's looming over all this, he doesn't want to lose a bullet to get his package out. So if he shoots this guy,
he only has one bullet left.
He has one bullet left. It's not like Walking Dead where they find tons of ammunition. How are you going to find a bullet?
I would have called this book The Bullet.
One shot left.
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy won't relent. He fucking raises his gun, or if he has a weapon, a knife, I forget now. He might have come at him with a knife. Doesn't matter. The point is, the father was left with no choice. Might have been a knife. Might have been a knife.
Added your own little editorial in there. Yeah,
the energy is so perfect.
Like,
might have been a knife. I don't
it
remember.
could have been a knife, but I don't know. He probably would have pulled it by then.
Steve, you know what would be great on your podcast?
What?
If you get your actor friends to tell you their favorite books.
Yeah.
Because they get really into
They
it.
get super excited about it.
Oh, keep going, Ari.
You can get Sheer and Kroll for sure. And get LeJoie to talk about comic books he's read.
No, I don't know about comic books. Jean LeJoie's had an interesting career.
Yeah.
I can't believe that guy started as like a piano internet guy, right?
Guitar
Internet guy.
And now he's like a musician, a serious musician.
Oh,
No way,
seriously?
really?
He put out like a real beautiful album.
That
Like,
guy's a
serious
really interesting
music.
guy.
Yeah.
Hey, did he really? Was that originally Nick Thune's part?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No, he was always attached to it, even when it was at HBO at one point.
He was one of the bigger he was an internet celebrity.
Yeah, he
where
was
he was
like a
let's
big
put him on.
big deal.
He got
was
into
bigger
internet
than Kroll
celebrity
at the time.
way before being an internet celebrity was like,
Yeah.
like almost like frowned upon. He got into it when it was like Bo Burnham and him.
10
Yeah,
years
yeah,
ago.
exactly.
Yeah.
Bo Burnham's by the way,
I just met him for the first time.
Legit comic. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree.
Dude, I could
agree.
watch that guy's hour every time he does an hour.
Yeah.
I want to see what the fuck he's doing. And I don't mean that as like I'm not fucking around at all.
Art is Dead. That song Art is Dead is like, I watched that and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I
His hour
get
special
into
was
it.
gorgeous.
Really?
Yeah, and I think he directed it or had a part in directing it. He's a legit
Did he
dude,
put it
and
out
he's the
on
sweetest
YouTube
kid in
for
the world.
free?
The first Netflix special. The second one, they were like, okay, you got us on a fucking loophole. From what I understand.
Yeah.
What's that?
Because they were like, we own the broadcast rights. He goes, yeah, you own the broadcast rights. And they were like, yeah, why are you saying it like that? He goes, because you own the broadcast rights, so good for you. And then he was like, hey, my new
He put it
special
out
is
on YouTube
premiering on
for free.
Netflix and YouTube tomorrow. And Netflix was like, wait, what do you mean YouTube? He goes, yeah, broadcast rights.
He releases hour special on YouTube.
Yeah.
So the second
How-
one,
what
they're like,
numbers did it do?
no, none of that anymore. Because
What-
I'm a YouTube guy. All my fans find me on YouTube. The other ones find me on Netflix. You can get those people. I'm getting the YouTube only fans.
I'm talking to this guy. It's called H3 Productions is the name that you'd recognize, but his name's Ethan. And he didn't have a link to watch my special, so I just sent him a link.
Would
I
not
go-
recognize that.
I just go, he's a big, he is really funny. You'd love him.
You're really funny. I love you.
I love you. But my whole point is I sent him a link to the special so he could just watch it with his wife at his house. So I was like, Dad, I got you. And he was like the world he lives in, he can't understand how you can't just get something for free. Like he literally is like, why isn't it on YouTube? Like that's the world he lives in.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
because that's what he does. He just makes YouTube videos. Super successful. One of the top vloggers. Keep going to the road. All right. So we're face to
The
face
guy
with
ain't going to
this guy.
stop. He shoots him. He puts him down. He didn't want to do it. And Bert was right. It's because of that bullet. It wasn't about killing somebody. He doesn't care. He's been turned off to that a while ago. He's been turned off to that a while ago. Flashback.
Well, flashback. Oh, he killed his
Flashback.
fucking wife. He killed his fucking wife.
His wife killed herself.
Or she did.
Himself?
She didn't want to go through this anymore. Everybody out there is a rapist. everybody else is a rapist.
Isn't that what it would
He
turn to
said
right
She's
away?
Charlize Theron.
He
Yeah, I
says,
know.
let's go on the road. Let's find safety. She goes, where are we going to go? Everyone out there is fucking out to get everybody else. He goes, there's got to be places. Our town's not cutting it. There's got to be places to go. Let's try. And she goes, what try? Do you don't understand how terrible it's going to get? It's
tell
going to
me
get
Please
real
tell me this
bad.
dude-
That's
Please
why
tell me
you
this.
want, in situations like that, you don't want the hot wife. You want the heavy set wife who knows how to like fix people, like a
Maddie.
nurse, like a nurse.
Absolutely.
Like we want to keep Phyllis around because we need her.
We need her. Nobody
please tell
wants
me the
that
story
sex with her.
ends with,
Yeah.
with them just getting into the next town. They're like, oh, no, that was just your town.
Yeah, everything. Like we're
Oh,
fine.
no, yeah, that was
Dude,
it. You know what?
we had
It was just your power was
Our
out.
lights flickered for a second, but
Yeah.
god damn, dude. So she
real
killed herself,
argument.
left her husband and her
Killed
kid.
herself. She's like, I'm not doing this more. We should all do it. We
What a
have 3 bullets
selfish
left. We
cunt.
should do it. Well, they used the 4th on somebody else. So they got to do it.
What?
What?
Well, they used a 4th on the homeboy.
Yeah, whoever the guy was. So she killed herself. Or maybe they had 3 and she hung herself. I don't know. That's
Whatever.
not important.
Wait,
fine.
what?
Yeah, I know. She had to kill herself or hung herself. Forget the number of the bullets. The point is the bullets, after she was done, there was 2 bullets left and 2 people left.
I like where this is
Okay,
going.
all right.
Maybe she had a bullet, she killed herself. Maybe she just hung herself when they were
How
gone.
far into the book are we now?
I don't know, half, 3/4.
Okay.
Half, let's say half.
Okay.
Yeah, about half. But keep in mind, a lot of this was a meandering.
Yeah.
It's not part of
Yeah.
the book. Flash forward. They're back on the road. It's easier to walk on the road. It's California,
Obviously.
by the
Of
way.
course.
Just so you know.
This is California?
Yeah,
California.
So they're on the 405.
We found out it's California. Possibly PCH, I'm thinking.
The
I
grapevine?
like the PCH.
So you've
But not
envisioned.
PCH Santa Monica, PCH where it goes inland a little bit.
So you did envision. Oh, so they're hanging out with fucking. They're hanging out with fucking. No, they're hanging out with surf rats in
no.
Santa Barbara. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, it's not the PCH. Because
Yeah,
there's
sort
woods on
of
both sides.
beach people.
Okay.
But I think it's the road just inland of the PCH, but parallel with it. But
Yeah.
like 10 miles, 15 miles in, you know?
Okay.
Like Tahunga Canyon.
How valuable
Sure.
a horse would be right now.
Dude. Oh my God, you're so right.
land.
I'd love a horse.
would be- I think at this point, anything you have asset wise would be amazing.
Oh, you don't. You know, you almost don't want a gun because you don't want because you know you run out of bullets.
Yeah, but then they're going to have this guy with the machete or the gun getting you. He's like,
Something.
let's go.
What would you rather have, a samurai sword or jujitsu skills?
Samurai sword.
Samurai
Yeah,
sword.
samurai sword. Me too.
Two
Kill
people,
someone
you're
from
done.
far away or further away.
Fuck, I'm forgetting about this. The whole time, the son's talking about stuff he wants to do in life. I mean, this is still a boy, you guys.
But is his dad giving him the vibe like,
He's
dude,
making
this
jokes.
shit's over. You got to change your thought process?
He's like, no, we're still
like-
he's telling him stories.
Got
Having
it.
a good time, trying to keep him cheerful.
Positive.
There's still, you guys, they're looking for something. The road is going somewhere. They just got to get somewhere. Some
Okay.
place that's going to be an enclave, because they have to have enclaves. They have to have people that have set up rules. In every one of these things, there becomes a group of people that get together like, hey, let's set up rules. Let's put a sheriff in charge. Let's make an army. Let's be together and let's live better together.
Yeah.
They just got to find one of these places. That's sort of the feeling. Same as in Walking Dead, it's happened a few times.
Yeah.
Where they've found places where it's like, some are more guarded than
Sanctuaries.
others, but it's like, oh, we're all peaceful here. And like, oh, okay. Societal people. They got to get to them. But on the road, you don't know what you're going to come in contact with. They do come in contact with a guy who needs help. He's completely naked. He's coming at them. And the dad's like, stop where you're going. Stop where you're going.
Put
Completely
that
naked.
hog
He's like,
away.
please help me. Father's like, I will shoot you. I will shoot you.
Shoot your
Stop
dick
where
right
you're
off.
I got
You
one bullet left, and I will give it to that
Yeah.
dick.
And he goes, please help me. And the dad sees he's got rope marks on his arms and his legs.
Oh
Been
shit!
tied up.
from that
Hog
other
tied,
group.
probably.
Yeah. No, this is way down the road. They're
Oh, yeah?
miles and miles down the road now.
Okay.
They're away from that group. He's like, please help me. I'm starving to death out here.
Yep.
Yeah, we all are.
Your kid, Georgia, Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, we got to help him, Dad.
Oh, boy.
He's out here
Oh,
by
hey
himself
George, shut your
naked.
fucking mouth!
Shut your mouth and keep
Don't
moving.
talk in front of strangers.
He means you no harm. He's like, guys, I'm not going to do anything here.
Yeah,
I'm
George.
fine. Please, you don't have to give me anything. You don't have to give me clothes. I'm really hungry. I see you have cans. Please, I'm not going to do anything. It's up to you. It's up to you right now. But please give me 1 can of food. You have like 50 cans. Oh, also you have a shopping cart.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I should have told you this earlier.
It's a
God damn
shopping
it.
cart.
Yeah,
What am I-
shopping
How do
cart.
you deny a guy who's naked with
Yeah.
Bert
Sorry.
when you have a shopping cart
yeah.
of food?
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want you to make
I'm
this
out in
your
the open
podcast.
here.
I want to be on this podcast too. I just want me and Ari to read books and tell them to you and interview each other. There's a shopping cart.
Yeah, why is it? This shopping cart is a very hard way to hold
Should have
food.
interviewed me 5 years ago. I remember 2008, 2009.
Books we kind of were telling to
No,
Steve.
I still remember. It was one of the most. It was really. It's a great book. Okay, so it's a shopping cart he's got the whole time. This is a commodity too. He doesn't want to give him a shopping cart. It's got wheels. Also, he's replaced one wheel. He's had to go into a supermarket, find a fucking spare on a fucking broken up shopping cart, put it on there. He can like wheel this thing. They can take it down hills. They can ride on it down hills, and they can fucking take stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing to have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think so, but like this helps them have. So when they find a place with food, with food stores, they load up a shopping cart, and aren't they good for like a week or two? How long do you think you could live with one of your kids on cans of food?
0 days.
No, come on.
Well,
You have an opener.
uh,
You have an opener. Also, he's got one of something that he needs 2 of.
shoes?
I don't think it's shoes.
Eyeglasses.
I think it might be gloves.
He's just got a cold hand.
Yeah, something like that.
Gloves.
What?
A glove.
Gloves?
Or
Testicles?
Cat like hockey sticks.
Are you making us guess, or are you?
I'm looking for help. I'm trying to remember.
You know, by the way, let's just take a second here to remember. On future episodes, just a slight adjustment we might make. A person who's read the book more recently
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be
yeah,
something
sure,
that we
absolutely.
might aim to have.
Absolutely.
Someone with a recollection of the book.
Do you realize we could turn this into a legit top 5 podcast if we just had Ari tell us books he's read?
I mean, I would
Ari
be happy
getting
to
high
go
and
down the
telling-
road with you. I'd be happy to go with you.
And just me and you sat with Ari
amazing.
once, and we just had him just recant books he told that he kind of remembers.
We didn't remember. We didn't read any of them, Ari. It's like we're cheating on a test the night before. Tell us what you
You
read.
literally are reminding him of 10th grade, like going over notes with like your classmate. You spend the night at his house. And you're like,
What happened? I
he's
gotta
like,
know for tomorrow.
think they kill the pig,
And you
Or
have to
the
stay in
spider
it.
writes a message. I don't know.
Because whatever they know is way more than you already know.
Yeah.
That's
So-
all you know.
Yeah. I should have to take a test on the book after I
Oh, that would be fucking amazing.
after
By the way, the dad starts coughing.
the what?
The dad starts coughing.
Coughing?
Yeah, he's coughing.
He's sick.
Oh shit!
He's
got the plague,
He needs medicine.
and the son knows it.
I don't know. Who knows? But he's coughing.
Okay.
Is that the end of the book?
No, it's not. We're like, what were we before?
We were
They got a
3
shopping
quarters.
cart.
No, how-
naked
3
guy.
quarters? No, we're
naked
about-
guy with rope burns.
So the dad relents to the kid. I forgot about that. The dad relents to the kid, and he's like, "We'll give him a can. We'll give him a can." So he gives him a can, maybe 2,
Yeah.
and his shirt or pants, something like that, some article of clothing. He's like, "All right, here, we need this." Because
Not one of his 2
the dad's
gloves.
had to replace his shoes like a bunch of times now.
Okay.
So when you come across new shoes, that's another thing. They both need them, the son and the father. They're wearing mismatched shoes, you know, like not the right size. Like you wear them out fast on the road.
Yeah.
You walk all day, every day, trying to find some place that can protect you. I mean, think about this with your own kid. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So comes across God. The son says, "Okay, you're right. You convinced the father. We're gonna give this guy a fucking can, a couple cans, and some shorts." So he leaves. Fine, thank you. Goodbye, thank you. All right, get out of here. All right, fine, thank you. All right, get out of here. He leaves. And they're going along. So they think it's just something else. They go into the woods. Turn out it was a deer. The father tries to like catch the deer.
Catch it?
Do something to it, kill it, so he can cook and eat.
Not with that one bullet though.
No, not with that one bullet.
Yeah.
Give it a bullet.
Rope?
Charged with rope. He's had some rope. Can't do it. Deer gets away. Fuck. Well, whatever. It happens. They still have these cans. So they're going along. Days have passed, you know. They see something on the road behind them. Who's that guy? Who's that naked guy?
Oh, fuck this guy.
He's got clothes now.
He's back. He might have a shirt. That might be something. He only got shorts before. Now he has a shirt and shoes. Guys. Oh, my God. I need another can. Please, give me a can. I'm so hungry. No. Dad's like, get away. We gave it to you. Son's like, son starts to see it now. This is a new world. This is a new world. And they can't give away their stuff. They're down to half a shopping cart full of food. I mean, weeks have passed.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, we're talking about 3 cans a day between the two of you. And the dad's eating barely anything. I mean, barely anything. He's coughing a lot. He's eating barely anything. He's like, son, you got to eat. Don't worry. We got to make sure you eat. But they're both getting by. It's fine. He's like, get away. The son sees it now. Oh, this guy's a problem. And they're like, get away. He's like, give me a can of food. He sounds like Gollum. Like, he's like, give me a fucking can of food. Dad has to hit him over the head with something. Yeah. Knocks him out. They start running. The fucking wheel falls off the fucking thing.
Oh, of course.
He fixed it.
Yeah, I know,
but he fixed it with
wasn't
a
on great.
bullshit
They put
fucking
as much as
cart.
they can in the backpack. They lose half the stores. They fucking run.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What?
Yeah.
So this fucking guy with the rope burns is collecting all their dropped shit.
Yeah, maybe, but it's like, it's bad now. It's bad.
Yeah.
He's coming after him. They might have seen somebody else too. Some other shit might have happened. There was a reason they left it. They don't do it because they're pussies. The dad is like, fucking, there's a reason he survived this long.
Yeah.
Flashback. The wife is dead, and they're like, we gotta go. Flash forward. They don't know what's happened. The world's gone awry. The wife, I think, might have gotten raped.
Oh.
This is a really important.
Yeah, she got raped.
Let's just throw it in the rape column. Why don't we just throw that in the rape column, Bert?
She got raped.
You know what? I don't know if she got... yeah, let's throw her in the rape column. Great. So she was raped.
I'm dying to fact check this story.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for people
got
to be
raped, you guys.
screaming at home going, no, that's not what happened. She didn't get raped.
Oh, guess whose thing is still on? Yours is not.
Good catch, Steve.
Good catch, good throw.
Oh,
It bounced 3 times on that without hitting your phone, the remote, or anything. Bounced 3 times and stayed right there. Enough time for him to catch it. Yes.
You gotta hold
I
it.
led the receiver.
Hold it. No, give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh my God! You're gonna light this whole place. Why do you have that big a lighter when you can have a regular lighter? You just filled it up, you idiot.
There you go.
Your lighter's lost more weight than you have.
Shit. All right, keep going.
Okay, back in the road. There and now near the beach.
Wait,
The road has gotten towards the beach.
the wife was probably raped.
The wife was raped, and she killed herself. That's why she killed herself.
She was done with it.
Yeah, and he's like, no, that's terrible, but we got to go on. He's a go on guy. She was like, let's just give up. The world
Yeah.
is not worth it.
That's me.
It's gonna be awful.
My relationships is the
Let's
opposite.
just end it.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'd be
I'm
like,
done.
we'll kill each other.
Yep. We'll just sleep in
We'll
this
fucking
bed.
eat all the food and then kill each other.
Yeah, make Thanksgiving.
Drink all the booze. Fucking bacchanalia.
Real quick.
Anyway, so on the road, they keep coming across people that are like getting in their way. They're almost threatening to kill them. It's bad. They see a boat out there. The road's side the beach now. They see a boat out there. I mean, it's swimmable. It's half capsized. Dad's getting weaker. It's coughing more. We got to get out there. We got to try to find some medicine, some cough syrup, something, and some food. Dad's like, let's go together. I'm not going to leave you on the beach by yourself. Let's go together. They start swimming. And they get there. I mean, he didn't think he could make it. It's pretty far out there. They get there. There's some stuff in there. And they
In the
sleep
boat?
there. Yeah, and they eat there for a while. There's about 2 days worth of stores. Maybe a week. Let's say a week. And they get there strong. They eat the whatever's left in the stores. They have clothes. They find new clothes. There's a backpack there. They can swim back to the shore, keep all their clothes dry, which is important. You got to stay dry. It's kind of damp in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Get that. The father's coughing a lot. Anyway, it's time to go. They left all their stuff. Nobody's coming back for them. The place is safe, but there's no food.
Are they on the boat right now?
They're on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't have their shopping
they're
cart
out
with
of food.
them.
Yeah, the shopping cart's gone now. They're out of food. They got to start going back. They put all their left their food. Let's say a couple days left. Their clean clothes and dry bags they can swim with. They swim back. They put on their clean clothes, and they're walking. And the dad's like, I gotta sit down for a second. I gotta sit down. So they wait there for a while. Like, we got for the first time. He's like, I can't go on. We gotta wait here. And then sees people coming. He's like, let's get into the woods. Let's get into the woods. And the people come and they're like quiet, and they kind of wait there, and they go by. They don't know they're there. Like, we gotta wait here for a little bit. And dad starts coughing more and more. And then he's like, I can't get up. And he gives the kid the gun. And he's like, if you come across anybody before I get up,
Shoot him.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself, yeah.
This is the world. This is the world. This is the world we live in with no society and no anything. And then they eat another can. And the father goes to sleep, and that's it. They don't wake up. He's gone. He dies. And the son sits there for a while with him. And he eats a couple cans, and there's some people coming. It's a group of people.
Okay, I'm going to interject.
Yeah.
I hope they're coming with good news. And when I'm reading the book, I go, they come back and they're like,
Hey, no, you found your pops. He was just hungry.
Yeah.
We gave him some food.
We have asthma
He's up
inhalers.
now. Yeah, he's good now.
He's going to be fine.
Good to go. Everyone's good.
We all got cans of food. Those kids.
Cheer up, Charlie.
Find my beer I'm drinking.
Here's one.
I drank all these?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't.
Okay, let's keep going with the story.
Realized you drank one beer. You said you drank two.
I've only had
least.
3.
I didn't even see you drink any. I saw you only drink wine.
What?
I only saw you drink wine.
Oh, I was ghosting them on the side.
Wow.
Keep going.
People are coming. It's a man. The son waits there, and he has his gun in his hand. The man comes up to him. There's a group of people behind him. Other men. 2 women. 6 men. Made up numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Considering you didn't even know we were going to do this
From memory.
an hour ago.
You don't remember the guy who was wearing shorts and a Hawaiian
What happened here,
shirt?
son? My dad's sick. He went to sleep. He's not waking up. The man looks over. It's the first time it's written by outside of the point of view of either the father or the son or both. I forget. Or maybe the father, then the point of view shifted to the son for while he's been out. I forget now exactly, but something like that. It's point of view. Something interesting about point of view there too.
Yeah.
What happened here, son? My father's not waking up, and the man looks over and he sees the father, and he's cold. He goes, how long you been here? He goes, 2 days. He goes, who else has been by? He goes, nobody. And he goes, come with us. You're going to come with us. And he goes, okay. The man says, this is so-and-so. My name, Margaret. This is Bob. This is Dave. He goes, hello. They go, hello. And they start walking down the road. And that's it.
That's the end. I knew
That's
it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be the end.
Mostly,
They took care of him.
they looked like they were going to take care of him, but no real assurances. It looked like they were like a good group.
Yeah,
That's how he ends his fucking book?
they would take care of him.
How long was this book? Like 100, 200 pages?
They would take care of him until they found some other group that was bigger than them. that
The
had
guy
guns.
wrote
It was about
250
300
pages and
300
ended
pages.
with, come on, let's take a walk?
Yeah.
This is a horrible fucking book. I'm so let down in this book. I
you
wanted
got-
closure.
It was
You had-
great, man. There's no closure in this world. It's depressing as fuck, dude. There's no closure. There's no happy ending. This is what's going to happen in the world when it goes wrong. You're just going to hope, and maybe you can find a group of people that won't rape your children. That's the best you can hope for.
Let me tell
Maybe
you.
they'll stay alive for another
The air
6
starts
months.
to turn that cloudy.
Yeah.
That's the best I would hope for, is that no one's going to rape my family. I can't
Yeah, but
believe this.
you have no insurance.
There's no nothing.
I wanted closure. I want closure.
Yeah,
I
you do want that, but
books-
you can't get it because that's the world. There is no ending.
It's
No,
It's
it's like
just
the
go on.
same
Some
problem
people
with Sam
die.
Mendes with the fucking book he did, the movie he did, American
Revol-
Beauty.
Yep.
There was no fucking closure. And
guy
I was
died.
like,
choose your own ending.
That's
I-
hard. Yeah,
but
it's depressing as fuck,
I
man.
remember that totally. Wasn't there like a
No, he. Well, then Chris Cooper knew he was gay.
Wait, didn't he die? What happened? Didn't he die? The guy from the
Chris
the
Cooper
House of
shot him,
Cards?
and there was like
Yeah,
just
he killed
fucking
him.
weird, like dun. A what? Sam Mendes directs movies that he's like, we'll figure it out when we get to the end.
Well, that was our first episode of I Never Read It with Steve Rannazzisi.
No.
That's what you want instead
No.
of that top one?
Well, that was the first episode of Hear Me That Book with Steve Rannazzisi. A real
This book or that book? That
Hear Me This Book with Steve Rannazzisi.
Go back and forth.
I mean, look, I think we're onto something here.
You
Regardless
could do
of
that
our first,
so easily with people.
Easily.
yeah,
Try to get them high or drunk. If not, just do it sober. But have people that are chill.
If you could get people high to tell you books, that would be really great. Because I think this book was made better by the fact that we were all a little fucked up,
sure.
and then we were all kind of picking apart this book.
But you could get even a sober professor to tell you about a book if you were a little fucked and you would just let yourself get into it the way you got into it now.
Of course.
But like, wait, what? Why?
Yeah.
I like the podcast. I got to be honest with you. And by the way, it's like an
don't
hour
need
and a half
Santino for that.
podcast.
This one was.
Yeah,
Well, this was.
Well, because you have
but
two
I
other
like
good
I like
friends.
the getting off.
But you could do 25 minutes. You could do whatever.
Yeah.
There's no
I gotta
time
send
limit.
you- No, I got to send you this.
And I'll
fucking-
never have to read all these books these people tell me about.
Absolutely. Exactly.
That's the best part about it.
Exactly.
So this is how you sum up every episode. You
So
ready?
what did I learn by
So
this?
wait, hold on.
Yeah, what
Hey,
did you
Steve,
take? Wait.
Steve.
We haven't gotten enough from this. What did you get from this?
Yeah.
What did you think about this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the book a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
where
considering
did you
that-
think I was going, fuckface?
I don't know.
I was like, yeah. Let's wrap this up, Steve.
Oh, right.
So-
okay.
so
my
what
bad,
did you-
My bad.
Well, I mean, look, some of these books are depressing, and I don't know.
Did you like this kind of book? What do you look for in a book? Well, I mean, I guess you don't read, huh? All right.
I don't really read, so the story's interesting. I probably would have fallen asleep. I was really enthralled when they found those kids locked up in that thing.
Yeah, no closure on the
Like,
kids.
you never found out what happened to those kids.
He doesn't even have time to make sure they're okay. He's got to get the fuck out of there right now and protect
Gotta
his
go.
son.
Damn it.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
So I guess I
many
am
pieces
interested in three
He hasn't even opened it.
and split second decisions you have to make as a parent.
Yeah.
Of
I
course,
bet.
look, if you're just with anyone else besides
bet.
someone that's not your offspring, it's a whole different thing. Why did that make you feel? It's weird to me that you felt so attached to it because
He drove
really,
you in. He drove
I thought you would have.
This is full circle right
You
here.
would have thrown the kid into the pile
The
just to
same guy that
join
won't
the
go,
group.
Yeah, the same guy that won't go out and for a
Hey,
home
you
loan.
want this kid?
And this is a really interesting closure.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about family, we've talked about home loans and extending yourself and Ari's single track life. And it's interesting that you connect with this book because, in a weird way, this is a book for Steve and me.
Yeah, it's about
Steve and
protecting.
we would think a guy like you would be like, kill the fucking kid.
No.
Yeah, it's
Take
very
the
simple.
2 bullets.
Oh, no, you can't.
strangle him. Get
hey,
a
can
wolf.
I add this kid to your pile of kids? So
Oh,
we can
no.
join your group of fucking people who have enough shit for
No,
us.
no, you guys. I understand. Here's the deal. I get what it's like to have to take care of something. I understand. On a small doses, I've done that with either dogs or nieces and nephews. I've done that to a small degree. I get the idea.
Yeah.
I've had dreams. I get the idea of loving something beyond yourself and wanting to take care of it beyond the point of even living yourself. I understand that. So I can relate to this. What I don't understand is why you would take that on when you don't have to take it on.
Because I love coming
Because
inside.
you're looking for something more in
You
your
love
life.
coming inside.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you're not looking for that until after you've had the kid.
No, you're
You
looking
did it
for
just to
something.
keep
You're
your
looking
wife.
for something more in
you
life.
did it for fucking I don't know what.
You're looking for something more in life. You don't realize the responsibility you tie into
Right, the responsibility
until it shows up.
Yeah,
and then
I've
you're like,
seen other
one day
people
you're
have
like,
it, and I'm like, oh, I get all of it.
Oh, there's
I don't need the
a
responsibility.
grace period when you have a kid. I don't know if you had
If
this.
I go into the apocalypse, I for sure want to go into that single.
yeah,
with nothing to protect.
Yeah. Do you think I want this fucking SEAL Team 6? These fucking kids are sitting naked when you walk into the house in robes, eating in fucking.
You know what's up left of the Oreos?
Yeah.
Getting fat, and like, yeah.
I like the fucking the whole point of of wanting a family is that you go, I want something more out of life. Then you get it. And I was saying to Steve, like, there's a point where you have a kid where I want to say, like, I had like a month grace period where I started realizing the responsibility and becoming really shitty about it. Like, I was a real dick about it. I was like, oh, no, I get why dads are always this or dads are always that. And my wife we weren't even married yet. She was like, what the fuck? But I was like, really like,
You already had
overwhelmed.
kids? You got kids before you got married?
We got pregnant before we got married. Before we got married, we were at our wedding. She was pregnant, and I was like, no, I get it. Like, that's the way the world works. Oh, fucking all these dad jokes make sense. And then you have kids. You're like, oh, there's something bigger than me. That I have a purpose. I'm really driven. Like, there's a real connection with all of that. But I would say, like, I remember being very vastly overwhelmed.
Yeah.
When we got pregnant.
Overwhelmed.
Because I know both you as not children, but like non-adults.
Yeah, not grown-ups.
Yeah, not grown-ups. That's a better way to put it. And I still don't think of you as grown-ups. So, like,
we're not.
You
We're
know, you
all
always
sitting in
think
my
of you the
fucking
same
man
way.
cave.
So it's like, yeah, it's weird that you have like these dependents.
Oh,
it's weird to me too. I mean,
so like when you see like Trump get it, you think of it in terms of like what it's going to mean to your children rather than just you.
well,
It's like heroic.
not
kind of
really
thing.
my kids. My kids are young, but
And white.
Well, no, but I don't. Here's the difference.
Oh yeah,
is that
he'll be gone before they're 15.
No, Steve and I look at it like, I don't know. I won't speak for both of us, but I'll say I know I voted for Hillary because I don't look at my kids, but I look at parents having kids who are less privileged than I am, and I felt a responsibility for my taxes to be more so that their life wouldn't be as tough, and they'd catch a couple breaks, regardless of the fact whether they'd ever recognize it or appreciate it or ever go like, hey man, I'm so glad that there's people out there that go, I make a lot of money and I'm not trying to be the dick who takes all the money for themselves. And I wanted Hillary to win because I do think that if you can cut those guys some slack, that their life becomes easier and they become better people.
Who? Which guys?
The people who are underprivileged, the people who need benefits, the tax benefits and whatever fucking things the Democrats give. But I know for a fact that I talked to a good friend of mine who I won't name, Tom Segura, and after the day after the election, he was like, what sucks is that this is really good for me and you. He's like, we didn't vote for him, but this is really good for me and you.
yeah, well,
Like, this is set up for white men who make money to get all the benefits they've ever wanted. And it sucks because there's, I guess the onus is now on us to try to do things for charity and try to help people that are a tad bit. This is turning into a pompous
If the Republicans want to take 35% of taxes, and the Democrats want to take 39%, but do good things with it.
39. What world do you live in?
Let's just say it's a 4% difference. You could just give that 4% on your own to those things you want to help.
Totally could.
But you need to be forced to do it.
No, I don't need to be forced to do it.
For that way, or
I don't need to be forced to do it, but but maybe I do.
So give 4% of your money to Planned Parenthood if you want to fucking
that's
do
what they're saying, or the ACLU or whatever. I hate
You save money in taxes.
I'm going to call an Uber.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's wrap this up.
Listen, we're at like
What time is it?
solid
What time is
3
it?
hours.
I have to be at the air. I have to leave for the airport at 4 in the morning.
What time is
Holy
it?
shit! It's got to be like midnight.
It's midnight.
Is it midnight?
Well, it's 11:40.
I wanted to christen my bedroom tonight. There's no way she's
What do you
awake.
mean? Fuck Leanne?
Yep.
Yeah.
How often do you guys fuck?
6 times a month.
I wanted to ask, could I have asked her while she was here?
Yeah.
Because when she was talking about that sort of stuff, I wanted to be like, but how many times do you guys fuck now? Could I have asked her that?
Easily. She'd tell you legit.
She seems like she might have, but
She
it's like I couldn't
definitely
take the
would.
chance.
She definitely would. She would be very honest. I'm pretty. Aggressive is the wrong word to use about sex, but I'm very aggressive about my needs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm on the road, and I
Hey,
get
what should you suck? Let me think about that. What was it that you should just suck?
what?
The what?
This is my impression of Bert talking to Leanne. There was something you're supposed to suck.
Yeah. At the beginning of the day, I thought about you sucking something.
What was that?
What?
The way you would.
This is you talking to Leanne.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah. What was
I remember
that?
there was something you were supposed
There was
to suck.
something suckable here. What was that again?
That's not my impression. My impression is, can I get a blowjob?
Oh, Jesus.
It's legit straightforward.
All right. Well,
So ladies and gentlemen, that was Steve Rannazzisi's first podcast.
Unbelievable.
Now the onus is on me. What's that?
hear me this
It's
book.
called Hear
Or
Me
I
This
never read
Story.
it.
Yeah.
Hear Me This Story.
This
Not
book.
story. Book.
Hear Me This Book by Steve Rannazzisi. I'm going to give him that. By the way, this very possibly could be a one-off that no one ever hears again, because I'm going to send him that audio, but I guarantee you it's going to take him a solid month to figure out how to get it uploaded and
You got to just do it. Once you get it going, once you get it started, you can just
that
we
would
got to
be the
hire you.
easiest
We got
podcast
to
to
get
do,
you
man.
a guy to get just
Be
do it all for you.
Easiest podcast to do.
Give me a guy.
Yeah, we all want a guy.
No, they have them available for that. For you.
No, I've said this out loud. I want a guy, but I want the right guy. I want someone to help me with everything. I literally want a partner. I want someone to help me
I like doing it
edit
myself.
videos.
I like doing it myself. And just
But,
be like,
but you
this
don't
is
do
me.
vlogs.
What? No, I don't do any of that.
Yeah, I edit all my own fucking videos, and I want someone to come in and fucking own that shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No.
Diaz has Lee.
Lee's pretty great. He could be better, just skinnier.
Yeah, you could get a guy who just freelance, and if they get crazy and quit, just get another guy. You just have to set it up yourself, so you have the password and everything.
It would be cool to have a fact checker sidekick.
I'll help you with it. I'll help you with it. If you want to, I could get it set up. If I remember how, I can get it set up in an hour.
Is that what it sounds like to get a call
my
from the
God.
past?
Yeah, in 2003. Oh, my guy's coming up the riverside.
Oh, it's coming up Laurel Canyon.
Joey Diaz.
Laurel, the riverside.
It's Joey. Take it on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. A caller.
Joey, I'm on a podcast with Bert Kreischer and Steve Rannazzisi. Okay. What? Okay, I'll call you back. I was editing all day and I came straight here. Okay, bye.
What did you do?
You cocksucker.
When he calls you twice, if you don't call him, it's like you're fucking up. He called me twice, but I was editing all day. I didn't take any phone calls. And I came straight here.
You fucked up, Ari.
Yeah.
Editing your own special one's that going to air?
I don't know. Spring maybe. Who
Walking
knows?
out.
Yeah.
All right.
I love you guys. Thank you, Bert.
No, this was a blast.
This was
No, wrap up your own
unbelievable.
podcast. So that's it, everybody.
Well,
Tune in.
so yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you very much for listening. What an unbelievable first podcast we had. Thank you, Bert. Thank you, Ari. And you can check me out on the road. I guess I'll do more of these. Who knows?
I know it's not a bad idea, but you're right. You have no interest in it, so who knows?
yeah.
We'll see, though. But
It was an interesting part
this
of
is a
this
good one.
podcast. And if you don't do
Absolutely.
it, maybe we'll all do
You
it
should
together.
do it, dude. You should do it.
a good
I'll
idea.
just contribute, like whenever.
No, we'll just the three of us will get together once a month and we'll tell Steve a story. What do you? So
Hello.
this will air.
Yeah, I'll be outside in 1 minute. Thank you.
My episode of This Is Not Happening is airing
When?
December 11th,
Hell yes.
I think, or December 5th.
When's yours going, Steve?
I'm the
Doesn't that
second to
happen?
last one, I thought.
Second to last one. When is that?
Don't know. You can pull it up.
Computer's all the way over
I
there.
hear rumors on the street are my episode is one of the top episodes.
Who are you on
because the guy who has the best story of the year,
Sean Flannery
Sean Flannery,
and Russell Peters.
and Russell Peters,
Sean,
and me.
you're on with Sean Flannery. Yeah, he's great.
Hey, did me and you on stage together?
I think that'll be the fourth act of the TV.
Is me and you on stage together in the show?
I think it's the fourth act of the show where we have to come back for 2 minutes. I think that's
And it's
the
me
2 minute
and
wrap up.
me and you talking about the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty
this
sure.
is a good man. This is that. Oh wait, am I the last story of this night?
No, Diaz is always in the last. Oh, last way of the night.
Yeah, meaning like in that episode.
I don't know which one I'm on.
Diaz might have been. Hold on, I have it right here.
All right, hold on. So we're gonna.
When is this gonna come
walk
out?
you out.
When is it going to come
The
out?
side gate's unlocked. Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
2 seconds and we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
Okay, this week is Bobby Lee. That's going to be gone already. And then Bert 12-1.
Oh, really?
Russell Peters, Sean Flannery, Bert Kreischer. You're the last. According to this, you're the last one.
Oh, it's such a good story.
Yeah.
And Ari and I have a great moment on
So
stage.
we're the fourth act. That's probably why it's the third one. So we can do that. Go to commercial, come back, and us two together on stage.
It's so good, guys.
Oh,
so
is Bobby Lee the last one? Because we fucked around too. Yes, he is. That'll probably be the fourth act there too. That's good, but this will be done by then. So you're on.
do you want me to air
week?
this? Do you want me to air this next week?
Sure, that's a good idea.
I'll air it next week.
Wait, December. So it's out December 1st. So
I'll air this next week so we have a lead into it.
Yeah, that's good for
Let's do
Thanksgiving.
it. Let's do a lead in. So this is. I'm going to air this next week. It'll be the Thanksgiving week.
After Thanksgiving. Do it.
Okay, I'll
This
do it
is
after.
out the 12th one.
I'll do it 12
When do you put yours out?
Wednesdays.
Oh, that's the day before.
You want to do it
I don't know.
a full week
The
before?
30th.
I don't know. It's up to you. Either
Weeks
one.
from today.
Either one.
Okay. Wait, Wednesday's the 30th?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll release it the 30th.
And this is out the first at night at
Yeah.
midnight. So it's like almost
Yeah.
a day and a half. So
It'll be
do it
good.
Early in
we'll
the
have at
morning.
least 900,000
And then
viewer
Steve's is
listeners.
out. Yep. 12/8. Ari Shaffir doing a story. Nick Thune and Steve Rannazzisi.
By the way, Nick Thune's story is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because
see it.
because it's so good. It's gonna, man. I'm telling you, check out This Is Not Happening. Look at the YouTube page. Look at watch him on Comedy Central.
And then Tom Papa, Steve Simone, and this new guy Gastor, which I really like. And then the last of the season, Ali Sadiq, Fitzsimmons, and Joey Diaz on
That's
December
gonna be-
22nd.
So check it out. Everyone, make sure to watch my Showtime special.
Hell yes.
It's airing on Showtime nonstop every single night for the next 90 days. So watch it. Steve, anything to promote?
I'm in Spokane. Well, you won't see this. This will
Yep.
be 2 weeks from there. Oh, La Jolla. Come down to San Diego. Come check me out, La Jolla Comedy Store.
Who are you going with?
I'm bringing Court McCowan the 16th and 17th of December.
Yeah. Tampa, Indy at Morty's, Fort Lauderdale, New Year's Eve at Oxnard. Ari, where are you doing New Year's Eve?
Oh, guess what I have to promote for tour dates? Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I have nothing to promote.
Jesus
I'm doing
Christ.
Oxnard the 15th, too, by the
Are
way.
you really?
Yeah.
Of December?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So, guys, this is a 3-hour and 20 podcast. It's been fucking fascinating, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank you,
it.
man.
I love you guys.
First episode of whatever it's called. You read it here.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.